Welcome to Taking the Credit episode number 77. And we are here with the full gang and your first time experiencing the living room experience.
Oh, is this the first living room?
It's the first living room experience. So we are here with
Right.
OG Nick, America's Got Scat, episode number 1, OG Nick. We've got B. Hess, the B. Hess Express, Brian Hess over here, and his wife, Chelsea Hess.
They're lovely.
And,
The lovely.
The lovely. Yeah, thank you guys so much for doing this.
Yeah.
It's been, been friends for a long time, and first time having you guys on. And
that ends tonight.
It
I
ends
was
tonight.
going to say, barely know yet.
Yeah, we're gonna see what we can do to ruin it all. So yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. It's I know it's not a normal thing.
Happy to be here.
Yeah, God bless.
On this blizzard day.
I know.
Yeah.
Snowed in.
So they say.
Yeah, if we did this earlier in the day, you guys probably could see outside. We're really disappointed by the lack of blizzard.
A lot of hype around this
It's a
one.
really big letdown, to be honest.
Yeah, we were told there was going to be a blizzard.
It doesn't even look like it's
I can
snowing
still see
out
the
there
road,
anymore.
Yeah,
That's what's going on there.
It's not what we were led to believe it would be. So anyhow, we're just chilling instead, and we got. I should probably actually pause this in case there's
I'll
some
totally
sorta,
watch that out of the corner of my eye. You'll just catch me staring.
There could be some copyright thing, I guess, if they catch the audio somehow
also
through this.
super big distraction for me.
Yeah.
Definitely have.
With
ADD.
that said, though, we could always. It's over here. I gotta walk over there.
Venture
But
out.
anyway, I guess worst case scenario, we could always just play YouTube videos and talk about them if we totally run out of things to say, which won't happen. But BRB.
Never mind.
You never know.
Might catch a little bit of Tucker sound.
I know. Tucker?
Oh, shit.
Anybody want to hear shit?
It's all about those bones.
Oh my gosh, you could totally hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is actually exactly what it sounded like.
Yeah, we got the
ASMR.
Double Dog Dares in the background. We've got Jude and
Jude.
Tucker, and you guys can see Tucker, but
Macking on the frozen bones.
oh my
Oh,
God,
so
she does
cute.
have something to say. Hi, John. Yeah, so we always that's those macaroni noises. We could get kicked off on YouTube for that.
I couldn't resist.
We'll have to blur the shot for those.
Yeah, we usually.
Brian's
obviously we
favorite
record
sound.
the podcast over there.
Put headphones into that.
Just in the like when I'm trying to sleep, it's a.
Oh,
I'm like, stop.
yeah, Kirsten's really
Why
not
do you do
into
that,
mouth
Chelsea?
noises either, but good question. But yeah, probably the funniest meme I've ever seen was this. I think it's Luke Skywalker in. Well, maybe it's not Luke, but it's one of the Star Wars dudes flying like this TIE plane, and then it's just his face really intense, and the words just say, "When the macaroni noises get louder and faster."
What a perfect app.
It's too much.
It is. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, anyway, we usually do this. We record the podcast around the corner.
That's where I was expecting to
The
be.
neighbor's house.
It's not
It
enough.
really threw me off.
Sorry. There's not enough room over there, and then it's all super formal, and luckily we have the equipment to just do
I
it
feel like
mobile
Tucker's
as well.
pushing me off
So
this couch.
I do like it.
yeah, thanks. Yeah. So we're on the memory foam, but with that,
This is a comfortable couch.
thanks. Yeah. God
I
bless.
know, I've almost fallen asleep here 10
Yeah.
times.
It's easy to.
Yeah.
Almost, or you have?
Yeah.
Definitely.
I
have.
definitely
You've
have.
definitely slept on this
Maybe in
couch.
10 minutes I'll be passed out. You guys can watch me sleep.
I've got one
Can't
hell
wait.
of a batting average.
Will you change
sleeping
into
on
your
this
pajamas
couch
right here?
over
Oh, yeah.
the past
Oh,
year.
yeah.
2 years.
But usually when we record it over there, we talk about how we can see Jude doing her thing, and this is her perch on the
She's
couch over here,
confused.
and so
Living her best.
yeah, having her here, that means that you guys get more exposure to pup time.
This is where she likes to be. Hopefully Tucker's not grumpy.
You're fucking welcome.
Yeah. I guess we'll see what
they're
happens
the
here.
cutest, though.
I know. I'm glad that it's
I
getting
wish
a
they
little
were
better.
for sure dating, but
Jude's very interested in
Tucker's got
Oh.
grumpy gills.
Oh. Grumpy
he's got
Gills
the
behind
grumps.
us.
Is it happening?
Oh, he's got
See,
grumps.
she's getting kind of alert. Here he goes.
See,
Then she's probably
I can
going to make her
adjust,
way.
though. Other leg.
Mm-hmm.
Now
Oh, here we
Oh,
go.
boy. Oh, no.
I'm gonna see a fight on camera.
I know.
Yeah. We don't want to see that, though. She just wants to love him.
I know.
I know, but Tucker doesn't want it.
Jude, we love you.
Oh.
Oh, wow. Come here, my baby.
Time for
He
bed, Tucker.
just is grumpy and old. How old's Jude?
5.
5, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a pup.
Just a
He's about to
pup.
be-
He's 8.5.
Do you guys remember
He's approaching 9.
the sand dunes trip?
Yeah.
I think that's really when they fell in. Well, she
they got
fell
to
in
like
love with
romp around tables together.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good trip.
Dude, that's the
We
best.
haven't been to sand dunes. We should go again.
Yeah, I'd be down.
We haven't been in a while.
Yeah, we were
2 years?
pretty ready to make our way back. It was like a Sunday or something, and then we just didn't end up actually going. Well, Kirsten and I didn't end up making the
we
trip
went.
to the dunes. Yeah, you guys went, but I regret that. I would like to actually
We
go.
thought about it. We almost went home and we like parked like because we know how we met up and we were like
Yeah.
talked about it for a
You're
second.
like,
we were
"Yep,
like,
we're going home too.
we were. We
was
were.
huge. It was
We didn't mean to
huge.
trick you. Yeah, we didn't mean. We were like, fuck them.
That's what it felt like.
We totally didn't. Sorry. I'm
No,
surprised
I'm
we're
just
still
kidding.
friends.
Me too.
We just were like, you know what? We had that thought. We're like, well,
Yeah.
it's a far drive. We're already here.
Since we have the dog,
Let's
yeah,
do
we just-
it.
It makes sense.
We got a really good picture. With,
It's cool
like,
too seeing
with
all
the
that
pups.
water coming through right
Yeah.
at the start.
Yeah.
We should
Yeah.
go in May. May's a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down, and I'm sure Kirsten would be too.
For
and,
sure.
But we ended up like when we split off, we ended up just taking her back to that lake area where they were
Oh,
all
yeah,
just
they were,
running
like, romping
Yeah,
around.
we
That
had
was
a
a
good
good-
time there.
Well, that campsite's completely free.
Yeah, which is
And,
nice.
like, it's, like,
and snakes though,
Oh,
or snake.
one too many.
Yeah.
We ran into a few snakes.
Not a
to be
fan.
honest.
Yeah, but that one like went right between my legs.
Yeah, no, thank you.
That does not sound like a good entrance.
Yeah. Messy.
It's like right by the bathrooms too. So
Megged.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting. Like, I've done a lot of hunting since I've been out here in Colorado, and so I've kind of gotten used to pooping outside.
Yeah,
and,
no,
and, like,
definitely conditioned
really
to
used to it.
bathroom
I make him
outside.
do it here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I guess, the
He poops in the
unfortunate part,
backyard.
Right at the bathroom, yeah.
with Jude.
the downside of one down, well,
All
maybe
the
not a
downside.
downside, a strength of ladyhood is that you get to also squat when you pee, which
Oh yeah, that's
could be a challenge, but I don't want to be like hating
No,
on it.
yeah,
or-
no, I
but,
get it.
But yeah, so like it's that extra, it's that motion, that extra
yeah. You're like
step
already doing
every
it.
time.
Yeah, I'm
right?
already doing that.
Yeah.
Used to it kind of thing.
You got to grab a tree.
Right, and so that
have to
helps me
grab
a
a
ton, and that's
around a tree
thank
and just
you.
let it roll.
I've gotten way better at it, and that's something that's helped me a lot hunting. But in the sand dunes, there's no tree.
There's no tree, yeah,
So
but
you
they
just gotta
have
get
the
good.
they have like the porta potty.
I didn't know it was open until like after I already.
You got to do the
Yeah,
like-
we
I just
peed on
took a
the
shit
we
in front
peed on
of
the
it.
outside, hence the snake.
Yeah, do you remember? Sorry, real quick. Do you remember like early after we moved here, we went up the mountains and we were taking pictures up there, and you took a picture of me peeing on the side of a porta potty. You were like that close. It's an aversion to like actually touching a porta potty door and going in it, but
It's like you could have pissed on
little
a
more
tree or like a bush or
piss
something.
next to
when
this
you
bathroom.
pissed on the porta
Perfectly good bathroom.
Yeah.
but yeah, and
Love it.
even recently we had the plumbing issue here.
Yeah.
We had a very major plumbing issue where we were not able to flush a toilet or run water
Oh.
until the plumbing
Oh, wow.
specialist came out here, and they came out here and they tried, but they had to come back again because they didn't actually fix it. So in that time, I mean,
Did you do a bucket in the back or something?
there's no bucket.
Oh.
No bucket.
I just backyard
my
hunting.
chest.
Backyard,
Alright.
pack
Yep.
it up, just
And-
grab a dog bag and...
Exactly that.
All right.
And I will say, extremely uncomfortable.
For sure. Picking
But,
up your own
like-
poop has got to be definitely an experience.
It's
It's like weirder when it's your own poop for
Yeah.
some reason. Like you're all right with it when it's a dog
yeah,
Or
so
like
much
somebody
heavier.
else's, you know.
It's
If it were
or a
Nick's,
child.
if
Yeah,
it were Nick's,
you know,
I wouldn't have minded.
I would not want
I would not mind it at all. But when it's your own,
I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy for somebody to pick up my poop.
See,
I feel
That
bad for
depends
them.
on the
I
day
probably
prior.
would.
Yeah, what did
yeah,
I have to eat
depends on the
prior?
quality, I guess.
Maybe I had a big old taco night the night.
Taco burrito.
Yeah. So, what do you
just
think
had
would be
something
worse, though? Like having somebody pick up your poop, or wiping up piss on a toilet seat with somebody else's towel? What's more of a worst enemy move?
Ooh. Someone else's towel. I'd say.
Peace.
Fair enough. Be sterile.
It's true.
He's, yeah.
You can work with
Still
pee.
stands
You
by
can't
me.
work with shit.
Decade later.
Yeah.
12 years later.
12 years.
Still.
Yeah, well, I mean, a hit is a hit. And so that kind of brings me back. And
Lean back here. I was
Brian, there's
tangled
only
under-
so much that I if you feel comfortable about talking about some of this stuff, we can. And if I need to cut anything out, we can always cut stuff out.
We're already into my shit, so
Yeah,
let's go.
Okay.
What's next?
The cartwittle fart.
Oh, yeah. This is
I
true.
would be
This is-
remiss if I didn't bring you on. And actually, first, let's start by saying
I'm not ashamed.
I met Brian. I don't think we actually met in middle school, but
No.
we went to I moved from
come back.
a very rural village, actually a village,
Grumpy.
to Portage, and we ended up going. Brian was already there. He had Southside Brittany on lockdown
Yeah.
already at
Oh.
this point. I actually saw a picture of you today. With like a group of people in 8th grade.
Oh, dude.
And dude, you look like a baby. It's
Oh
crazy.
my gosh, I've had so many different looks.
Yeah.
Oof.
But like, I mean, everyone looked young.
love that
but
for
dude,
you.
look
Yeah.
like. Anyway, so I knew who you were.
Long hair, earrings, probably.
It
Something
wasn't
like
long
that.
yet,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
man.
definitely the earrings.
Yeah.
Your grandpa didn't
Was
hate
this my
you yet?
skateboarding days?
His grandpa hated me.
Dude.
Yeah,
immediately.
hardcore. I've heard.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious expression.
Like straight up to your face.
You got some looks.
Very much so.
I remember him just eating across the table, just
Staring
looking at you and your tattoos
Yeah.
and like hair at the time.
He was probably thinking I had a tight doo-doo puss. Which I do. But anyway, so
I digress.
yeah, I digress.
But totally wants to beg me. Whatever. Let's move on.
Yeah.
We'll get back to that.
Yeah. So I moved from this rural village to Portage, which
hi,
isn't
dude.
like a huge
Thank
city
you.
by any means, but like I knew who
huge.
you were, but I also didn't like know you. I don't think we really interacted in middle school ever.
Yep.
Like I saw you, you had the dope ass earrings, you had the Hurley shirts.
Dope-ass
Oh, dude,
earrings.
I thought I was hot to trot.
You were.
Hot to trot.
You were. And hot enough that I didn't feel comfortable approaching.
Too hot, actually.
Yeah, super hot.
Too hot to handle.
Yeah. So I knew who you were, but I don't think we really like met until junior year of high school.
Yep.
So I moved there in 7th grade. This is 4 years later is like when I actually got to know Brian. And which is awesome because that's the start of like knowing Brian is how I got to know you. And I think
Everybody.
I met Bryce 1 year prior, sophomore year geometry class, because Lauren Veranek brought that like introduction.
Yep.
So I think that's kind of how it started.
Yep.
But because it was like you guys were already this friend group. But anyway, I've been digressing MTV Degrassi a lot.
Martini and Rossi.
To get back to the cartwheel fart. This was
Ooh,
junior,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's where we started with this.
this was junior year in high school. And so this was the first year that we were able to leave campus for lunch and come back,
That was a big moment.
which is bananas because we had like 40 minutes, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Less than
That
an
is
hour.
bananas. My high school never allowed, like, we were not allowed to
That was a
leave.
big
We
day.
should've
It was basically jail. I
That was a
mean,
big day, dude.
Yeah,
Do you
that's
remember those
fair.
fake ones that we got?
You will eat
I
this
had that
cafeteria
fake
food.
card that let me go out when I was a junior.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I thought I was so cool. Oh my god.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I can't remember who was doing it. I'm not gonna put them on blast now, but
That's fair.
Yeah.
Because they'll get arrested.
Remember back in 2011 or something?
Yeah. What's that thing called where it's like the time has gone by, so it's like you can't get in trouble for it anymore?
Oh.
Statute of limitations.
yeah.
Nice.
I was gonna
Nice.
say Alex
Nice.
Trebek's Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, rest in
Tucky,
peace.
no.
Rest in peace. A Treb.
I know, yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, we're able to leave for lunch finally, you know, and
Come here, Tuck.
we were
Good boy.
kind
This
of
way.
in a random group.
Lay down.
I think Eric Denny was there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kendra Cott was there.
damn.
Was that,
Maybe it was Kyle.
Yeah.
And I apologize, but identical twins, you know.
Get them
Yeah.
confused.
It was a
I-
hodgepodge.
I still can't tell them
See,
apart.
And
Brian
I
knows.
know them. Oh yeah, I
Even-
know
even
them, but in
today.
my memory, it could have been either because they were also like
Okay, he wants
friends
to be-
with the same people.
Yep.
So anyway, we're
we
walking
go.
out. We're walking out of the school to head to lunch, and
don't need to
in
fight
comes. Should I say his name? Maybe I'll just
We name
limit it to the
dropping?
first name.
Ooh.
In comes Matt.
Yeah.
And I think if anyone who's a Portage Central alumni is watching this, you can probably deduce that it's not like one of the popular Matts. So anyway, look through your
He
yearbook.
was a cool dude, though.
Decide what
Yeah.
Matt it is.
Yeah,
and
he
then
actually-
listen to this.
He wasn't bad.
He was an innocent bystander that
He was
didn't
in-
need what was coming.
He didn't need it.
He was in
didn't
my
need it.
IB physics
You were
class,
basically
if that
a
helps
bully,
narrow
is
it
what
down.
it comes
Not a
down
bully
to.
move.
We're just highlighting that
Yeah,
Brian
no,
was
no,
a
no.
bully.
He,
I'm far
no,
from it.
Brian was a
An
gymnast.
acrobatic
Thank you.
bully.
Yeah.
Acrobatic.
Yeah.
Brian
Yeah.
is a gymnast
You know
first.
what? When you have the skills, you just there's no limit for what you can use them for.
Yeah.
Evil, good,
Evil.
somewhere in between.
I think it was mostly good, I would say.
Yeah. Good for
But
us.
in comes
for
Matt.
us.
We're
Entertaining.
walking as a group of at least 4, just like entouraging before it was a thing. We're just like entouraging our way out of school to go get whatever, some fast
Mickey's.
Taco
food.
Bob's, man.
Taco
Yeah,
Bob's.
I don't.
Bro, the funny taco.
The cheesesteak place.
Oh, dude. I used to go,
Salt. Oh my god.
dude, so much fucking salt. So much salt, so much ketchup,
I've
the
never
waffle
seen
fries.
I've never seen someone take the top off of a salt
Don't tell
shaker
him.
and just-
Oh my
Don't.
god.
This
don't
is supposed to
Instant
be-
divorce.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
She's already on
Yeah.
that like cliff.
Done.
Oh my! I used to eat 2
Signing
of them
him up for the
suckers.
doctors.
I used to eat
remember.
2 of them, thinking I was
remember.
cool.
New life insurance policy.
Yeah.
I've never had so much gas in my life, man.
And it was good. It worked in your favor.
Oh yeah, are we
it was
still
a
on the
planned
cartwheel
thing.
part?
It's like, did you eat
You
2?
made-
Is this before?
This was on
is
our
this
way
pre?
out.
Oh.
So he already had the fiber built up. He was ready, cocked and
Filled.
loaded.
Fiber One bars were a thing too back then.
Fiber
All
One
about
for
'em, like
us started
breakfast?
in like Hidden Hills,
Yeah.
but we'll get to that.
Yes, sir.
we'll get to
Sundays,
that.
Yeah, Sundays at Hidden Hills.
But we're walking out to go to lunch. In comes Matt with big lips, if that helps you narrow it down. Matt
Check
with,
your yearbook.
I've got big lips too, so no hate. But Matt with big lips comes in. Look at the yearbook. Graduation year 2008, Portage Central.
So many clues.
Crushed him with the
So many clues, but we're not saying his
But
last
we're not
name.
naming any names.
Starts with an R, but we're not going to say his name. So anyway,
Rhymes with.
Menorah.
Oh God!
I don't even know what we're talking about. That's the best part. It's just as much a game for me as it is for everyone else.
It's clues. If only I had a yearbook here.
If
but
only I went to this high school.
yeah, but you wouldn't. I mean, yeah, it's just like
He
my.
needs 8.
It's
He needs 8 glasses of water.
when I
Oh,
Who here?
doing?
Jude, we're expecting no one.
Yeah.
When I think of the funniest things, I think of this as
Oh, dude.
number one, and it's been number one since 11th grade. So
I feel like this was in our wedding speech.
definitely the earring piece from middle school was in that wedding speech. But I also, and I apologize, did not write anything.
No, I liked that. Actually,
I thought it was
you,
just off.
Oh,
the,
dude, no,
off
that was
the
good.
whim.
That was
you
beautiful.
winged
It was
it.
good.
It
God
was
bless.
good.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys, and what an honor.
It was good. It was a good
Really.
time.
All right, continue.
Okay, so in comes Big Lip Matt, and he's just by himself.
Enjoying his day.
No advocates.
Enjoying his day.
Enjoying his day, thinking like,
Then
I just
who
had the
comes
lunch.
along?
I just got
breathing.
done with a lunch because there was ABC. I just got done with a lunch. I got nothing left to do except finish out 5th hour, 6th hour, and 7th hour and go
Enjoy some
home.
fresh air.
Yeah,
Hopefully it was
Maybe not
seminar.
so fresh.
It was probably a seminar. I'm hoping.
yeah, yeah.
Give him a second to
Hopefully-
recoup.
Yeah.
Or an hour.
Get one right there, and then go to math class or some shit, trying to solve some fucking problems. It's like you got bigger problems to solve, my friend. It's like you got people cartwheeling on your ass.
Do you want to explain this?
Oh,
Should
dude.
I explain?
Oh,
it?
do you please?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. I guess the Picasso probably doesn't brag about his masterpieces, but I'm here for you. So Anyway, Big Lip Matt comes strolling down and just living his life, living his best life, YOLO. And Brian,
He's in therapy now.
Right now.
Right now.
This
Yeah.
instant.
And I'm his
I hope not.
therapist.
And
I'm sorry if so. I really hope not.
that's why he's got the
I think
inside
that should
scoop.
this should bring him. This should uplift him.
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah, he's gonna listen.
He's definitely gonna listen. Tune in.
So anyway, Matt's coming in. He's by himself. He comes through the doors that come from outside.
Double doors.
He goes from the parking lot through the first set of doors through the second set of doors, and suddenly he's in the hallway, the main hallway of the high school, just thinking, I'm going to get to class.
Finish out my day strong.
Always.
Little did he know. So we're walking in this flock of 4. Brian pulls the Ninja Gaiden. He goes instantly into the crouch Naruto. Before Naruto was like Naruto, Brian was already both arms cocked back,
Oh, dude.
running full force.
I wasn't the maturest back then.
Let's not talk about that. Running full force at Matt. And
What did he do to deserve this?
he was just
He was there. It was
could
wrong
have been,
place, wrong
it
time.
could have been anyone.
Oh, yeah.
This
No, it
wasn't
wasn't pegged
this
to
wasn't
him.
a hate thing.
I
It
was
wasn't.
gonna say this wasn't an attack.
No.
No.
Right.
This
Just
was
wanted
just
to paint the
Premeditated.
no.
in
This
any
was
way.
just he
Just
had it
you were at
ready.
the-
He's just
okay,
unlucky.
Okay.
Yeah, wrong
Alright.
place, wrong
Yeah.
time.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
should have got.
Just
You
lightning
should have got
is
to
about
class
to
faster.
Yeah.
strike.
Shouldn't have been there. Shouldn't have been there.
Yeah. So I mean, Brian was ready. He,
Always.
the 45 had the hairpin trigger. It was just ready to pull. So he was coming in. Brian does his ninja sprint so perfectly. The ninja sprint turns quickly into a cartwheel, and God, it's such a beautiful sight. The top of the cartwheel, as his legs are in the sky, is exactly when he releases a fart next to Matt's face.
The timing,
The timing is brilliant.
impeccable.
It really is. And I'm not saying that this is Brian 2021. This
No,
is
this is
It
Brian
could be.
2021.
But, yeah,
2007.
yeah.
This is definitely Brian.
He's
2021.
coming
I have
out of
I have
This is
those
Brian
thoughts. I have those
2022.
thoughts. I don't act on them as much as I did as much.
as much.
Yes.
Well, I would love it if
This
you
happened
did.
in Target the other. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. yeah.
God, if it
Some
did, I would need to be
unwilling
there.
stranger.
I don't know. There's been some noises.
Oh man, that's just
Walmart.
reminded
There
me
just
of
hasn't
one,
been.
dude.
Yeah,
it
we'll
just-
get there. We'll get there. I'll wrap this up really quick. Okay, so he's the legs are in the sky. He farts right in Matt's face. Matt does the
yeah, like God.
As one does.
It's like what the hell, dude?
he lands the cartwheel,
Sticks
continues the ninja sprint right out the
fucking
door,
doors,
right
man.
out. So then that leaves
Best lunch in the world.
myself, Eric Denny,
And this is when you're like,
Kendra
we
Cott.
must be friends.
We were already.
Okay,
we
all
were
right.
already.
All
But
right.
this was just like this
Sealed
was
the deal
Cement.
for you.
This is the mortar between the bricks of
Yeah,
French.
sealed.
I didn't know I had it in me either, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pretty
Full
fluid.
of surprises.
It was, yeah, and I mean, never seen anything like it since,
Yeah.
and I'm just
Never
really appreciative that
Yeah.
that was something that's in my memory banks, and yeah, I mean, I
I don't know which end you
probably
like to talk
should
to
have said
better.
it,
You know,
though.
it's like I've had so many.
I mean, so many conversations
Yeah.
had.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, it's just my favorite funny memory of all time. So I
I don't know.
appreciate you for
It's-
holding that space in my
Yeah.
in my heart.
I don't know. Farts are natural. They're funny.
They are.
They should be exploited.
And if you think they're
Obviously
not,
in the appropriate
you're
areas,
just
but
wrong.
Yeah.
or maybe not appropriate. Who knows?
Do you mind doing the Walmart stuff? Talking
Oh,
about
boy.
that?
I'm sure. I don't know if we're thinking about the same one.
It doesn't matter.
I've
Just
got
any
I've
one
got
of
like
them.
3 Walmart things in my head right now. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, which one?
Which Walmart story?
So, the first apartment we all lived in together. It was a
Yo.
little like 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and Eli and I had adjacent walls.
Shout out to
shared a
the point.
bathroom. Yeah.
I was gonna say Hidden Hills.
And
Let's call 'em out.
you and Bryce shared well, you didn't share a wall, but there was a bathroom between your
Oh yeah,
bedrooms.
yeah. We shared a
So
bathroom.
it was the 4 of us, and
Sweet mate.
we always did our grocery runs. We lived kind of like at the end of the main stretch. Was it West Main or West Michigan? West Michigan.
One of
Yeah,
those-
West
one of those
Michigan
West-
turns into KL.
Yeah. So West Michigan, the West Michigan
Rish.
goes straight into campus, and we lived at the very like opposite end of it, like 1.5 2 miles from campus or something like that.
Uphill both ways.
BFE.
Uphill both ways.
Yeah, half mile from Big Burrito if you guys really need a specific.
Cottage Inn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we used to go to the Walmart that was right around the corner to do all of our grocery shopping, and it was mostly like it was a good mix of like all the other college kids that lived in our complex and the one next to us, Copper Beach.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a few thousand of
Yeah.
us that live over in that little like part of the secluded part of campus, and it was that and a good mix of families, just regular,
Regular
Ashimo
Joes.
families,
Yeah.
everyday folks.
Average people.
Ron Boyd picking up produce.
Thompson.
Keith Thompson.
Yeah.
How was
You
this
know, and we'd go in there probably once a week, twice a week, however often. Do our full grocery runs. We fucking single run up to the 3rd floor from the car.
Yeah, of course.
Single run. And I can't remember why we were outside of the actual grocery section of Walmart. We were looking at I don't think we were even looking for anything. I think we were just looking for victims.
Oh my God. You know what I just realized, guys? I never hit record on that damn camera.
Oh, well, this is just a practice.
That's okay.
Run.
No,
Wait, just a dry run.
It's
It's
fine.
a dry run. No one got that
No,
far
we
story?
still got all the audio.
No,
They
the
just didn't-
audio's-
didn't-
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Okay, I was
We'll
gonna
still
say.
hear about it.
All right, we'll still hear about it.
We'll still hear about it. That's for
That's
sure.
hilarious.
So it's not too late to fix my headphones.
Yeah. Whoops.
Change my look.
Are we on?
Yeah,
Nice.
we're good now. Sorry, guys.
I didn't even see if there's I see the green.
Hi.
Well,
the green.
welcome. Yeah, again, I guess welcome to the living room. Yada, 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 yada.
At least the fart story
Dogs,
did
farts,
Yeah.
cartwiheels. Here we go.
Here we go.
catch
Back
you right
to
back up.
balloons.
Walmart. Here we go.
But yeah, I just remember there's this. We definitely gotten comfortable in that living
guys like
situation,
a
and we got to
scent?
know each other very, very well and very quickly. And kind of we had been doing this. Well, you'd been doing this before we all lived together. Like on Wednesdays in high school, we used to go to Culver's.
Oh,
We'd
I
fuck with
Shout
people
out to
there,
Culver's.
and
You guys are bullies.
fuck with people anywhere, really.
Bullies.
I'll just say real quick. I want to interject. The first time that I was going to go to Culver's was right after you guys got. It was.
Yeah.
I was like, I can go next week, and then that week
Oh.
is when you guys got banned.
We don't
So
need
it's
to-
not
we don't
you guys
actually
got
a
banned?
No, we don't need
Yeah.
to highlight what went down in Culver's.
Oh, I hope
That's
your
fine.
mom is listening right now.
She is.
Yeah.
Jill is definitely listening to this.
Yeah.
Nah, we were angels.
Yeah. In the outfield, at
Yeah,
least.
Yeah.
In the outfield.
So this,
Hi, June.
this one instance, one of many at Walmart. I just
Jesus.
remember us.
I can't believe I forgot to turn. Sorry.
25 minutes.
25 minutes of just us talking.
They'll just have some still screenshot.
for people. It's
Yeah, if you yeah.
Listen
Now,
20 minutes,
yeah, if
then
you
you
listen
get
for
to
it,
see
then
Yeah,
you
then
get
you
to
get the
see
good stuff.
They'll just
what
have
do we look
some
like. It's a mystery.
They'll get a screenshot.
You just
of
put a
it for the
question mark
first.
over our face the whole time.
Good call. Yeah, and then I'll
Mystery guest.
and then I'll put
Who could
Matt
it be?
R's face on all
God.
Rhymes with.
Poor Matt.
Menorah.
I'm
When-
sorry.
Oh, Brian, you almost dropped his name.
Who?
Matt.
Oh,
I said menorah because it rhymes. with-
Oh,
no.
see, I
Menorah.
still don't know who
Menorah.
we're
It's
talking.
Matt
about.
Menorah.
yeah, close enough.
Sounds like a good name.
Yeah, he's Jewish. No, he's
Anyway,
not Jewish.
sorry, Nick.
Anyway, maybe
Yeah.
he is. I actually don't know.
Who knows?
Doesn't matter.
I don't know.
All right, Walmart.
Continue.
Continue.
Yeah,
Continue
I don't
the
think
joke.
we even went there for. I think if we went there for anything, it was like whatever we could carry, just quick.
Maybe like a
Quick
5-hour
run.
energy or something.
Yeah, something like that.
some.
Voila.
Oh, dude. Oh, man, dude.
Basically
Tummy
poison.
aches.
Yeah.
Voila.
Voila.
I used to
and,
get stung on that.
Velveeta.
Holy shit.
Wait,
don't
what,
even-
what was voila?
It's like,
Oh, the fucking
The
yeah,
bags.
it was like
The what?
We used to eat an entire one of those. It was like these frozen meals, so, or it'd be like pasta and vegetables and chicken and like all this
Oh,
shit.
Okay.
Jeez.
it looked good on
Made
the
for
outside.
like a family of 2 to 3 people.
Yeah.
We
One
were
each,
just-
one each.
We'd house like a
dude.
whole thing.
We ate
It was
a lot of
disgusting.
those.
Yeah, we ate a lot of those.
You guys are
At a
gross.
certain point, it made me really sick.
Yeah.
And I
Me
was like,
too.
I can't
Because
do
that
this
was like
anymore.
twice a week
Yeah.
or once a week we were eating
Yeah.
those. So it was wild.
Thanks, Brian.
Yeah.
Was that your fault?
Probably. I influence in good ways and bad ways.
I don't
okay?
know. So many things that I'm hearing tonight makes me question everything.
Well, yeah, we must have been on like a Velveeta and Voila run or something because I remember we were pretty light-handed that evening, and I think we were just looking for people to just fuck with, and we walked over to like kind of the middle of the store where they have all like the furniture and like
Folding chairs, yeah.
yeah, folding chairs, computer desks, all that kind of stuff,
All the goods.
and there was this family. I
Oh
think
my
it was
God,
just.
Brian.
It was just.
Was
It wasn't a family. It was a husband and wife.
okay,
Like
what-
couple.
Just
yeah.
couple, yeah,
Just
sorry.
a family without kids.
Yeah.
It's like you two, you know, like
Yeah.
who cares, you know?
Who cares
That's not what I
about
mean.
you?
That's not what I mean. Just like, you know, if there's no kid, but also when there are kids, Brian was still there doing it.
Yeah,
so.
no, it was
Anyway,
better
still
for
shit
him
on him.
probably.
Yeah.
He'd still shit on the kids.
It's just like you look at a husband and wife when you're 18 and you think like, they're established. But then, being a husband and wife now is just like, oh, we're just like 30.
Yeah, no,
That's
yeah.
what
The government
Still
takes our
farting on
money.
kids at Walmart.
We're basically big children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
it comes down
remember
to.
this guy bent down to look at a folding chair or something. And Brian was pacing up and down the aisles trying to figure out when to make his move, just brewing. Allegedly. Brewing. And he goes to look at the folding chair next to this guy and just cracks one.
Yeah.
Just
Yo.
Yep.
just
I'm not
really
surprised.
blasts one out and commits to it. This wasn't like he on his way past or on the way out from that interaction. He stuck to it, staring down the barrel of the gun.
Yeah.
Just looking at death.
Sure.
And
That's what's molded me to who I am today.
and
Yeah.
this other man was like, you could see like he just wasn't processing what just happened.
He was shocked. He was in shock.
What the fuck? And you just kept staring straight forward, looking at that price tag like,
Dude, they do that now for money.
Unit
Like, you
prices,
see
yeah.
these people on channels now where they'll, like, fuck around with people,
I know,
and then
Brian-
they'll just stand there. It's like,
Brian
why
was
did I make
apparently
money back
ahead
then?
of
Yeah.
his time.
you should
He was
be
ahead of
getting
his
paid
time.
retroactively.
I don't do
for
it now,
this.
but, like, I don't know. But now I
I
look
don't
at those videos and I'm like, oh, my God.
Yeah, you'd fit right in.
Yeah.
What's that called? What's that prank show? Impractical Jokers.
Oh, dude, that's a good
Yeah.
one. That's a good
I mean,
one.
it's
That is a
yeah.
good show.
That's
But
solid.
even like to record that, we would have had to have like an actual digital camera or
Right.
a
For
camcorder
sure.
at the time. This was like before even
Yeah.
our cell phones would
Yeah.
record
Right.
videos.
There was
so-
some gold.
This isn't.
Yeah.
There was some good material.
This isn't fart related, but this is Brian.
Damn it,
This
Mom.
is Brian joke related.
Okay.
I know. Yes. Snore.
What do you got?
Remember when we all went to South Haven, and Brian would
Yes.
pretend that he was dead.
I
and
passed out
And we'd.
on that trip.
Oh my god! I forgot about
I
that.
fainted.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Because of my actions?
Because,
No.
because he's right.
No, we were just hanging out at the fire at like the end of the night, and I just like stood up and just
I'm
blacked
talking
out
about
and
a
fell
different
over.
South Haven trip. There
Oh.
is
Are you
that
guys-
one.
are
Now
you
I
thinking
remember
about,
that.
yeah.
Now I remember that.
Arcadia?
Yes.
No.
No, that was it was Manitou.
Manatee?
Manitou.
No,
Manitowoc?
Manatee.
Manitou is here.
Manistee.
Manistee.
Yeah.
I love.
Up
Honestly,
northern
though,
Michigan.
Yeah.
shout out to manatees. Love
But
them.
yes, I do remember this. That trip was probably the first.
favorite sea animal.
The South Haven trip that you're talking about was probably the first time that like I actually got to know you, Chelsea.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I think that was like the
that-
first time that like I hung out with.
Yeah, we did
you
like a
guys.
beach trip, like me, you, Brian.
Yep.
And we just did like a beach day to South Haven.
Hell
Yep.
yeah.
We were playing.
Good old days.
Were we playing bocce? Were we bocce in the beach?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think we did.
I don't remember that, but I,
I don't
do
know. I have a
remember
pretty
what
solid
you're-
memory,
I
so-
remember what you were going for.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Brian would pretend that he was like dead in the water.
Yeah.
And then you and I would just shove him into a group of people as he
Yep.
was floating.
This
Face
Brian, this
down.
Brian kid sounds like an
Face
asshole.
down. No,
I'll
he's
be
a
honest.
great guy.
Face down, like floating like he was dead.
I don't think we need to worry
And
about that.
it
Brian.
was so. Brian, you're so funny. It was so funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think about it often.
But
Like,
yeah.
I was just talking about it when we were with Brandon.
I don't
Like,
know. I remember being
it was
in like,
so
dude,
fun. Like, I could not hold my laughter.
I remember going into the middle of like a there was,
Literally
like four
pushed him
girls
to, like,
or
rings
something
of
like that.
people.
Yeah, they were just like having a conversation, and then they'll just like look down. I don't really know because I'm
I
face
feel
down.
like they
Yeah.
would have
assuming they
cared.
look down.
They
It was
would have
good.
cared about you if Eli and I were in the background, like laughing.
Maybe.
we
Yeah.
tried so hard not
You
to.
It
guys are
was
far back,
so
but,
fun
It's, like,
because you made
impossible,
yourself
though.
look so dead.
I don't know how yeah.
I don't know how you have that talent.
Yeah, it was really good, dude. You did a very good. And
Yeah.
then
I would
he
at
would
least
just like,
Nailed it.
Convincing
Yeah, and
rigor
then he
mortis.
just pop
I
out.
would at least like push on the person. Like, are you good?
I mean, we'd push him. We'd push him straight into people.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right in the middle of groups.
Just the
Oh, yeah.
even if like people don't really believe that you're in any kind of danger or trouble, just the fact that you're being so intrusive on what they're doing
Yeah.
is fucking hilarious.
Exactly.
But I'm not at the same time because I'm like down in the water,
Yeah.
like looking dead. So
And like
is he really upsetting our conversation?
we wouldn't have had the idea to like push your body. This was all just like Brian's like, I'm gonna play dead. Push me.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you told us
Fold me
what
in.
to
Push
do.
me into those people.
Yeah.
Yeah, just push me into that group. Watch this.
Oh, so
Morale
awesome.
him up.
Very fun though.
Yeah.
But, that also reminds
I think
me.
we did play bocce though.
We did.
We bocce.
Solid game.
That reminds me of when we went to the beach. I think it was probably 4th of July. And Trace came with us. And
I haven't heard Trace in a while.
Good dude.
Yeah, great dude.
and he had sunscreen.
Funny dude.
Yeah, he like coated his nose in sunscreen, and he had that like old like 8mm or whatever it was like camera with him, and just like had it up to his chest, just like going around and like taking pictures of people from like 3, 4, 5 feet away
With
like,
nothing
hey,
in
hey,
it. Cranking it. People would pose and stuff. He was just total tourist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, his tattoo's hilarious.
Oh, the barbecue ribs. I forgot all about that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Just BBQ.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. God,
Shout out
such a
Trace.
good dude. Yeah.
What
shout
is
out
Trace up to these days?
He seems to be doing well. He's got a girlfriend, and I mean, it's been a little while since I've.
Dude, I hope that truck's still holding up.
I
really
think so.
do.
But they live in
I will
like South
say-
Carolina
that
or
thing
North
was
Carolina
boss.
or something.
I can't say with confidence, but I've played Call of Duty with him not too long ago. Still absolutely hilarious, and I will
Yes.
say that he was the last friend of mine to see my mom alive.
Oh, wow.
So
Hell
he
yeah.
brought food over for us and
So
everything
sweet.
while
Last
she
time
was
I- yeah, it's
passing.
the last time I
So
saw
he's-
him.
He came down from Grand Rapids to do that.
Good
Super
dude.
Yeah, super
He's a
good
good guy.
dude.
Yep.
So shout
That's
out to
awesome.
Trace.
Yeah.
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 I ended up stranded on the side of the highway in the middle of nowhere in Arizona with him, run out of gas one
Oh
time.
yeah, I forgot you guys
Wow.
took a road trip.
Yeah.
Wow.
I totally forgot about
I
that.
don't remember that at all.
That was when I was driving out to.
That was Nick.
You guys
I
went
thought
to
Nick
Arizona?
was like, I don't
I was-
remember that. I remember my own road trip.
I was
May
driving
as well
out
be.
to California for a music festival out in Joshua Tree,
Oh yeah.
and he
okay.
had just moved out to Tucson
When
at the
music
time.
festivals were a thing.
Yeah.
for real.
Good times.
We met up in Phoenix. I texted him or called him like the day I left here. I was going to make like a 1.5 or a 2-day trip just to get there. And I called him. I got like, I don't know, somewhere. I think I was outside of Flagstaff actually, because I drove from here in Colorado out to Flagstaff in one day. And I called him up when I got into Flagstaff. I was like, hey man, like, what are you doing? What are you up to? And he's like, oh, nothing. I'm just chilling. I'm going to go off work for a few days. I'm like, you want to go to the music festival? He's like, yeah. And just like bought a
Yeah.
ticket. And so we met up in Phoenix the next
That's
day. And
Yeah.
I remember looking as I was pulling up to meet him in that whatever parking lot we were meeting in. It's like, oh shit,
For a sec.
quarter tank of gas. Yeah,
For a sec.
sexual favors.
It was a Walmart parking lot.
Yeah.
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
I just remember looking at the quarter tank gas. I'm like, ooh, don't forget to get gas after you pick up Trace, because you're probably going to forget, because I hadn't seen him in a few years at that point. I was like, we're probably going to be catching up,
Get to
talking,
chatting.
Yeah.
goofing, and totally forgot. And in that western half of
cheat.
Arizona, there's a town every like 70 miles or something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
You never know when you're gonna hit a gas station.
Yeah, we had an interesting day. Saw some lot lizard boobs. I think that's what they're
Lot lizard
lizards.
boobs.
Yeah, lot
Yeah.
lizard boobs. Yeah.
Can you elaborate
Wow.
on this?
Describe
more.
in great detail.
Lot lizard boobs.
Yeah. So, are you aware of what a lot lizard is?
No.
No.
Wow. Oh. Okay.
No.
Surprise.
Hmm.
I feel like I should.
It's not
I don't know.
clearly not like a
Let me Google
politically
this.
correct thing.
The
It's-
fucking lot lizard.
All of it.
It's a hooker that a trucker picks up.
oh, a lot. Lint liquor.
yeah. Liquor.
Yeah.
All right. Lot lizards.
Yeah.
But yeah, we
That's
were on
actually
this,
what they're
this
called.
overpass. Yeah, we were on this overpass off on the side of the highway, and we were sitting there waiting for somebody to come bring us gas, and we
Picked
saw
up a
this
couple
truck.
lot lizards.
Yeah.
Did you really pick up a
Hadn't
lot
even-
lizard?
No, we didn't. This trucker
Whoa.
that was on the other side of the overpass had one with him. He didn't pick one up, but he had one with him apparently.
Already there.
And they were over there for a while, and we thought about going over there to ask him if he had, by chance, some fucking gas, even though his truck doesn't take gas. Maybe he had some,
Diesel.
but we
Siphon
didn't.
it.
Yeah, siphon it while he's lotting up the lizard.
Oh.
Lot in the lizard.
The terms we come up with.
Tucker has young
But yeah,
ears.
they took off. Like we were sitting there for probably like 3 hours or something like that, 3-4 hours, and they were there for like 2 or 3 of those, and they took off and drove past us, and we glanced just to like wave at them because they were the only other people out there. Like we're in the middle of fucking nowhere, and as they're driving by, we do a double take, and this woman, these,
These
very,
lot
very
lizards.
strange looking boobs.
Okay.
Lizardy?
Lizardy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she just
Reptilian.
wanted to just
Yeah, Trace and I
Rat
glanced,
titties.
like, shot each other looks like, did you fucking see that? And yeah, we got to see some boobs in the middle of the desert.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
It's a
Lizard boobs.
mirage.
Yeah.
Nikki Mirage.
Nicki Mirage.
Wow. Yeah, that's great. And a quick interjection. It just reminds me, Trace, and if Trace listens to this, sorry,
If you're out there.
I don't mean that to make this connection because they're not together or whatever. But Trace naturally reminds me of Sammy, who we lived with.
Yep.
And thinking of Sammy
They do
naturally
remind me of each
reminds
other.
me of Vampire Bed.
Oh, yeah.
There was one night we had a party and Sammy was not there. And we always gave Sammy a hard time because her complexion was so fair.
Vampire-ish?
Pale.
Yes. Yes.
Pale ale.
Another word for
not
pale.
pallid. Just pale.
And so Nick and I, there's a picture on Facebook of us celebrating our actions, but
yeah.
she wasn't there that night, and we took her bed and we stood it up against the wall. And because our thinking was vampires sleep standing up. So
Naturally.
Oh God.
So like the rest of us, everybody like fell asleep on the couch, and we had a couch that was, I don't know if you remember, but it was
yeah.
bigger than
That
this,
was a
but
big
it
one.
like wrapped around the wall, and
Yep.
so everybody was like sleeping on the couch. She came home the next morning and looked in her room and was so pissed, and I was the only one who was brave enough to open my
Wow.
Hey, geez.
brave
oh,
enough
Pete.
to open my
Yes,
eyes
yes.
while she was yelling, so I kind of got the brunt of it, and I knew everyone else was awake. There's
Grumpy
no way
boy.
you can sleep through like a screaming Sammy. What the
fuck?
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, when I think of Trace, I think of Sammy. When I think of Sammy, I think of Vampire Bed, and yeah.
Put a
Good
bunch of
times.
garlic all over the place.
It's like that game where
Shut up.
you start listing off words and the next person has to say.
Word association.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah.
That place was crazy.
Pizza.
Yeah, it
That
was.
was a fun apartment.
I do want to just jump in here now that we're a long time in, and sorry that I didn't hit record on that for a long time.
Story
It's
two.
not really me, but yeah, Brian, I'm sorry that we've had a lot of stories about your actions, and this does not reflect Brian today, but
Oh,
these
no.
are
His
just some of
character.
the
I don't know.
funniest.
Bring it on.
I can vouch for that it does.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess yeah.
Cheers.
I mean,
My wife's always got my back.
that's fair.
I mean, he's not a bad guy. He's just funny.
I'm the best guy.
Do you guys have any like memories that really stand out about times that like early on in our group relationships? I mean, there's one that
Oh,
I can
dude.
think of. I mean, I'll save it.
Yeah.
But there's one I can think of that involves you guys at the Amherst house. But
Oh, is it that time we played Heads Up?
yes,
Oh, dude. I'm still sour.
Drinking,
I'm
playing Heads
I'm still
Up.
sour we didn't catch that
It's
one
so
video.
sour that did not record and save.
That should have recorded.
Yeah.
That's somewhere in the ether.
I think
know
that
if
was
I
like a
remember
Ellen
It's in the cloud.
DeGeneres sponsored app.
It is in the cloud somewhere, somehow.
I don't know. I don't know. We were just playing that heads up game, you know.
Was it? It was Heads Up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hold the phone up to your head, right?
Right.
Yeah, and we were doing like the acted out one.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it says a word.
Yeah. I've played. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm trying to recall this instance.
I don't
Can't
know.
remember if I was
There,
actually there or
no,
not.
no,
Okay.
no.
I
Cool.
don't
You were
know.
in Chicago or Montana
Yeah, I don't know if you
already.
were
Oh, okay.
living there at the time. Yeah,
Yeah,
we.
gotcha.
Where's the?
It was just the three of us.
Amherst?
I
This is
think.
where Nick Chard lived.
Yeah, we rented out Nick Chard's
yeah,
house
they-
Yeah. That's right. I remember that.
for like what, like a year and a half. That was our first place we lived together.
Yeah.
Brian's out. Bye.
Uh-oh. Gonna have to go back over the shoulder.
Yeah, I know, dude.
You should just wrap it around a few times.
Yeah, pull that right off the table real quick. Yeah, so we were playing Heads
I think
Up.
it was just the three of us.
It was. And the idea, right, was that it would record you doing the actions.
Yeah.
Like while you're holding it up, it would record like what the people are doing. So anyway,
Yes, but
I don't
at the
want to
time
take
it
over
didn't.
this.
No, go ahead. At the time, it didn't save. I know. I remember portions of this. I remember the funny moment.
That's the big one, I think. Like
You
I
can
think
go
we
ahead because
really-
I think it was me. So you can just from the outside in. if you
Brian,
guys
would you
wanna.
like to take over the story?
Do you remember this?
Just like, I mean, I kind of just remember us when
I
we-
think my word was
yeah.
stairs.
It was.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just trying to like
Trying to act
mimic
out
that
stairs.
or something like that, and
So-
somehow it's pretty epic. But yeah.
You had the phone,
Yeah.
and it said stairs. And so you were holding it up. You didn't know that it said stairs, but you were holding it up. We had to act it out so that you could guess that it was stairs. And Chelsea was very brave. The idea.
Let me start by saying I was very brave.
Yes. And
Always.
I'm the bravest person I know.
Yeah. Braveheart. Yeah, and in the act out, you chose to use the outdoor furniture as stairs.
Yeah, like one of those like plastic Walmart chairs. It was a terrible idea.
And a plastic Walmart
Table thing.
Yeah, like end table. So she stepped onto the chair and then onto the end table. And what happened was the end table did not support at least the corner that you stepped on.
It just flipped.
It flipped, and I think you landed on your face.
I went face first. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went face
tumbling
first.
down the wall.
I think the table or the chair, like I went face first, and then the table or the chair like flipped up.
Yeah, it was.
So like it was, and then we were super pissed that it didn't record.
Yeah, but it would be like, I guess before that, Brian's reaction was not really that of like, "Are you okay?"
Of course it wasn't.
I probably pointed and laughed.
It was a very World Star based reaction. I remember you still had the phone to your head and you're like, "Oh."
And that's when I was like, I'm gonna marry this guy.
Yeah, he's really worried about my well-being.
Yeah, I think he really, really cares about me. So
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stick this one out.
Dude.
Shout out to that. And if only it would have recorded, that would have been so fantastic.
I know.
Yeah.
Could have been a clip, but
Also, shout out to the Dragon, which is Amherst based.
Nick still has that. We smoke it every Christmas.
He does. He's
Wow.
it's legit.
Every Christmas.
Still's got
we
it.
actually tried to buy a dragon. We have one, but it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's like a pipe bowl or something.
Yeah, it's like a
steamroller type of
steamroller.
deal.
Oh,
Yeah.
And like the dragon
still
like,
got
spits
the
out
inside.
smoke.
We were
Yeah,
just
there's,
trying to like
a
mimic
dragon
that
inside.
because it was such a
it
staple.
does kind of mimic it, but like nothing can compete with the dragon.
No.
Yeah, it was.
I found it was
very
some.
It, like,
It was some
honestly,
blower.
it wasn't-
Some blower in Wisconsin or something like that.
Yeah, we
that
looked it
made
up.
That.
Really?
Yeah.
It wasn't
he
fair
didn't-
that he made us give it back.
Yeah, he
Nick.
didn't do it. Yeah, so.
Yeah, well, I mean, what is he even?
No
doing
Christmas
with it
gift next
now,
year.
You know?
No, he's. I mean, it's still in use for sure.
But I mean, also,
But it would have
Right,
been more.
right.
does it mean the same thing to him that
Yeah.
it means to you?
Yeah.
You know what? I think now it does because he knows we apprappreciate it. So like when
For
he
sure.
can bring it out at Christmas time,
Yeah, that's
Yep.
some.
it's something.
That's
I
some
mean,
Bravo
honestly,
managerial bullshit.
honestly, I feel
Shout
like
out to Bravo.
he
That's so sad.
feels that what that he doesn't work there anymore.
that it
That-
closed. Is that
Oh,
all
it closed?
Dude, there's
Yeah.
no
Yeah.
Bravo.
Am I out of the loop?
Yeah.
So
9
out.
months ago or
There's
something.
Oh.
Terry.
Yeah.
Terry.
It's crazy though, because that
Yeah.
was really good. They had the brunches there. And all that
Yeah, they always admired the way I deck brushed that kitchen floor.
They did have good brunch.
Yeah, these two used to work at Bravo.
Yeah,
Back
that
in the
was
day,
fun.
yeah.
that was my
was.
first service industry job.
Yeah, there you
Here I
go.
am, fucking 8 years later.
Yeah, dude.
I got a lot of people to leave at closing time doing the tornado in the bar window. So there's the cafe portion of like where the patio is next to, and there's the bar, and behind the bar there's like a little window, and that's where we all hung out, like in between going to serve people or whatever. And so if you were sitting in the cafe and you looked past the bar, you could see into that window. And I guess one of my strategies, because we couldn't play Creed or whatever at the end, I would literally just stand in that window and just spin in circles over and over. And for whatever reason, I feel like it really helped get people out of there.
Really push people out the door.
Yeah. So that was my strategy.
Naturally.
That's so funny.
I'm so happy I work at a place now that allows me to play Creed at the end of the night to get people to leave. That is actually pretty fun.
Works every
I've started
time.
curating a playlist of things to play to make people leave.
Closing time.
Could you imagine if I got to do that in my
that's
job?
become like a
I'm done hearing your problems.
click.
Yeah.
With all
I think the closing time song has become kind of like a folk song almost,
I
where it's
know,
like,
yeah, it's like
it
too-
keeps people
yeah,
there, or
it's
it's
too
like,
good. They're like,
Sweet Caroline or some
Yeah.
bullshit
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
You
It's
know,
good.
it's like it attracts the moths. You know,
That reminds me of
Yes.
Shakespeare's. There were just certain songs that people would just play
on
on the
karaoke.
jukebox. That was my first job too. And then there was this one dude.
Popcorn. Shout out to the
dude.
popcorn.
Yeah, I kicked people out for the popcorn a lot.
What, like based on popcorn?
Just
Yeah,
just macking on it.
mishandling popcorn.
Mishandling.
You gotta fucking go, bud.
You've
Yeah.
probably kicked me out.
No, I didn't work
I went
there
face
when you were.
first into the. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. There was one time though
Scooped
where
it with my mouth.
there was one time where I saw somebody like actually reach in
No.
and grab some with his hand, and I was like, "You need to leave." And he's like, "Do I really need to leave?" And Josh was working there too, and he walked up behind me. He's like, "You need to get the fuck out."
Dude.
You need to go.
You can get thrown in jail
Or
for those type
Pullman
of things now. Man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't put your
Put your
hand-
COVID hands in that
Shit.
popcorn.
True. But there was a dude who would play
You're not
his
allowed to
acoustic
touch anything
guitar like
anymore.
every Tuesday. I want to say his name is Kevin. No disrespect, but also
Rhymes with.
learn new songs.
Shout out to
But
Kevin.
every week, and I
Shout
always
out to
worked there on
Kev.
Tuesdays. So I like at the beginning of my shift, he would already be there doing his like acoustic
Warming up
guitar
some
set.
Neil
and it was
Diamonds.
always the same
Polishing
songs, and
Get
Sweet
some-
Caroline was one of them. And I just like.
So good.
Yeah,
So good.
and I mean,
So
working
Yeah.
at a bar is the reason why I hate Journey.
I mean, I
Journey
hated
Oh.
Journey before I started
Journey
working
plays
in
a lot.
bars.
I didn't
but-
listen to Journey before, but I instantly
I've
hated
always
them.
hated Journey.
And anytime like the Detroit reference came up in the Michigan bar, and people
Ugh.
just took it way too far. Like,
For some reason, people chose that as like our like that's my senior, like my class song. Is "Don't Stop Believing" by Journey.
Ugh.
And there were so many other choices.
I would have dropped out.
And this is where I like lost faith in
Hand
all
that
humanity.
diploma
Like,
back.
yeah, no, I feel like ever since then I've just hated the world a little bit more.
Dude,
I'm
yeah.
like, what? There were so many other choices.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this is what we went with?
Yeah. Or that,
And
that
now
fucking
I
Green Day song. Or
Fucking hate it
Like
every
Bangs,
time I hear
right?
it. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Journey's not, yeah. It's not good. Yeah. It's like
Cal-
Rush.
There's actually quite a few like good little bars around there now. I mean, they had that
Shout out to Beer Exchange.
Beer Exchange. Yeah, that,
Yeah, I was just talking about that the other day.
I actually
Such a
dig that
fun time.
concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a
Yeah, it was
good
fun. Just
concept.
rush the bar, a couple times a
Yeah,
night.
crashes.
Everything's a couple
I
of
mean, you
bucks.
try new things.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I just like when people were buying more and more of that certain beer.
Yeah.
It, like,
It was a fun
more
concept. It made it
valuable.
like super involved.
Yeah.
True. And then
Yeah,
the
so the-
crash, and everybody runs to the bar.
I guess for the people that don't know, the
Yeah.
Beer Exchange
Yeah.
back in Kalamazoo is
Thank
it kind of depends. You can't have these everywhere because it definitely depends on the liquor laws in your state.
Oh.
Sometimes like
Oh, it's about to be a fight on camera.
when you can't always.
There's
Sometimes
about
you
to
just
be
have to like set the price of alcohol and like that's it, and you can change it the next day
Oh, okay.
or like the next week or whatever it might be. But Michigan's one of those places where you can kind of do whatever you want.
Yep.
And this place
Lawless.
was a beer bar that kind of based their pricing model on the stock exchange, and throughout the evening, the 20 or 30 beers they had on would fluctuate in price.
Random beers too. I've
based
always
on, yeah.
I wish
was
that
always
that
so
was
sloshy
here
there,
though.
because
You
I
can't do that in Colorado. Is that different?
No, not to my knowledge anyway.
I was gonna say let's
dude,
start one.
There was so many like
Yeah.
random beers though, like Donkey something. Who knows?
Brian, I think you're pulling.
Oh,
on
I'm
one.
sorry. But dude, it's
It's definitely Nick.
Feed all over these cords.
Sorry. Keep going.
yeah. I don't know. Kalamazoo
That's
has
it.
always been like a really decent place. I guess I never really grasped of how many like bars there were.
They had some
around
good
there.
bars,
Because I
for
mean, we got a
sure.
lot of rewards too about like Kalamazoo's staple in the
Beer
brew
industry,
scene. I guess
yeah.
maybe we were like
Yeah,
one top 3 or something in something.
Yeah, I remember one year in college.
Something and something award.
I gotta say, I just like shrugged and I was like, yeah.
That's definitely
That
what
sounds
they.
about right.
That's definitely what they placed it.
I think it's just like best place to live if you have no money. I think it's
Yeah.
like what they
Oh, it
say.
was,
I thought
I
they got
remember-
some kind of bar thing. It was like Grand Rapids is number 1 and Kalamazoo is number
like
2.
best
yeah.
beer town in the country.
Yeah, beer
Yeah.
town.
It was like
Pretty legit.
Brewery
Asheville,
something.
Kalamazoo,
Yeah.
Grand Rapids.
And I was like, oh,
Bell's gets a lot of.
dude, Bells. Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, they get a lot of.
Shout out to Two Hearted.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
praise.
Now they got 200 Light.
Even out here. Really?
God, why do we fall for that? No,
Oh.
they don't.
What, 200 Light?
They have that?
yeah, that's a
Stop.
thing.
For sure.
No, it's definitely a thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, I
Yeah.
thought
Wow.
Brian just made that up.
No, man.
And we all
Yeah.
fucking fell for it.
Either way, I'm mad.
Still questionable. Still questionable. I'm going to research it.
Fair enough.
It's true. It's out there.
Yeah, I think that's
Two-Hearted
just probably
Light.
because that was like the only thing to do there.
Drink?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or take a 45-minute shot to South Haven and do some more drinking.
Yeah, drink at the beach or drink at the bar.
But, you know, like 9 months of the year is winter. So then it's just like.
Yeah, it's cold as fuck.
Go to the bar.
Yeah.
Go to the bar again.
It's cold and dark.
Walk to
Like,
that
that's
bar.
the thing. Like, it could be cold here. I mean, you know, we obviously fluctuate with, like, awesome temperatures. But, like, it's never dark.
Yeah.
I mean, we have nighttime, but.
Yeah.
The sun does go down eventually in Colorado.
Racist.
There is night.
There is nighttime.
Yeah.
I've never been a
No,
fan,
it's like
but.
and all the gloominess.
But it's always, like, honestly, if
go
you're
away.
driving at 5 o'clock and you forget your sunglasses here, you should just, like, sign your will on the way. I, like, see, like, fellow drivers, like,
Yeah.
you can't, like, the visor isn't good enough.
I've developed
Because
a
it
lot of
goes
wrinkles
right-
around
Through the
my eyes
visor.
since
It
moving out
goes
here.
through the visor and it's just, like, right at your eye level. Like, it finds,
Yep.
like, right, if you're driving at, like, 5:30, I mean,
But the sunsets, though, are so beautiful.
yeah, depends on the time of year, but, like, death sentence if you don't have your sunglasses around here.
Yeah. Yep.
I keep, like, shit ones in the car.
I do a lot of squinting.
Just in case. I know the squint wrinkle line that I have.
Mine's like over here.
Got to keep a driving sunglass car.
I know.
You gotta
Well,
do that.
or
gotta
even
drive
have
straight into the
those,
sun
and it's
and
like
just-
I'll squint through the glasses. You moisturize,
Blue
so
blockers.
yeah.
My dad's got like sunglasses just for his car. Like,
I mean,
that's-
God bless.
Got to
him.
soften up.
I mean,
Your
it's a
dad
good
is always
thing. I need to do
inspiring.
that.
If I don't, I mean, it's just so dry out here. I just get flaky, and I flake into people's food and beer at work. If I don't.
Yeah.
I don't want your eye flakes in my beer.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I don't do
I
that.
just accept
I don't
it.
want
Like I
that.
said, I'm frosted.
I only like frosted.
Gotta do a back posture check on everybody.
I know.
Yeah, I
Oh,
was
I want to
slouching
joke.
hard.
It's the couch,
Yeah, dude.
man.
No,
into
Every
that,
time at like
yeah.
2:30 comes around at work, I'm like, I yell out from my desk like
Posture
back check.
check.
Yeah, posture check.
Pot
Everyone's
check?
like, oh fuck.
Nice. And props to you, man. You've always
appreciate
Big
always-
posture guy.
Yeah. And
I feel like this
was
whole
that your
time I've
dad?
been, I could be like this whole time, but like I
Yeah.
feel like I've been consciously just like,
Yeah, I was crunched for sure. Armadillo. So thank you for saying that. You, through your father, introduced me to
King David.
King David.
He's
Putting the legs up against the wall.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh
Elevate
yeah,
your
elevate your
legs.
legs. Get that lactic acid.
get it
Yeah.
flowing.
Yeah, such a special thing.
Yeah, dude.
He's one of my
Also,
heroes.
Watch out for them varicose
David
veins
Hess.
when you get older, dude.
Varicose
Watch out for
veins.
what?
Varicose veins.
The ones that like show up and make you
Yeah,
look older.
I guess that's a big
It's a good.
component
That's
of
a big hormonal thing, though.
it's a big
Gotta
component
watch
of doing
your-
that though, because it like regulates
Yeah.
that blood throughout your
Elevate your
all
legs.
and kind of prevents a lot of that onset.
God bless. Yeah, I bet your dad's
Apparently it's
legs are
painful.
nice.
Apparently it's pretty painful, but
Let's get back to your grandpa though. He wants to-
How were his legs? But that was your mom's dad.
that was my
right?
yeah, that was my
Yeah.
mom's dad's.
Yeah.
And no one is like David Hess.
Oh no, yeah, he's one of a
There
kind.
there was never a David Hess, and there'll never be.
He was the
another.
OG. Yeah, for
Sorry,
sure.
Brian.
No,
You'll
he's-
never be your father.
No, I'm close too. David has toolkit. Is what I've been called before.
David.
David
You've got
Hess
all the
I'll take it.
You've got all the tools.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, your mom's dad though. That was, I guess, to touch on that. He was certainly against me, and maybe that had something to do with fighting in a war.
I think it was like the long. Yeah, I think it was the
It was
long
the
hair.
long hair. I've heard.
He was.
And the tattoos.
He's
and
pretty
he did
black
not like
and white.
Brian's earrings.
But was that? Yeah, I guess that must have been when I met him. But at that time, I probably only had one tattoo, which is by far my worst tattoo. But this
Dude,
one-
hell no, Shawn Michaels.
I mean, yeah, but also I drew it, and also it's bad. But it's okay. I'm happy.
forever.
I love that
Yeah,
tattoo.
it's forever. I'm not gonna do anything. to
Don't
it,
let him
but-
talk you out of that tattoo. I
Oh
love
no,
it.
no, it's there. I mean, there. Yeah, you know, we all.
We all make mistakes.
Don't
Yeah.
make James come out.
Also, I will
have
say,
a
though-
confession to make real quick.
You.
Every night I go into your room with
You go into my room.
yeah,
every night.
I'm liking this.
Every night.
with a tattoo gun, and I make it
Yes.
a little bit worse.
Oh, good luck.
That's a little, yeah.
I don't know.
You're going to have to work real hard.
Yeah, but I will say though, I drew it and
that
then I
lemon
brought
wine?
it
What is that?
to the tattoo artist, and he made it look way worse. Like like his
Marty?
version of it, he was like,
Brian, have you been drinking out of one of those?
he made it like super cartoony, and I said,
Less cartoony.
No, just do what I brought in.
Was
which-
it Marty or is
No,
this
no,
different
no,
guy?
no. This was an old anchor.
Oh,
eat crap. But
Was that
yeah.
the one next to Jack's?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was my first tattoo. I went there with Peter.
Oh, you're gonna have yours.
Peter Benton, and then 1 month later was my second tattoo, which is the dolphin, which is
The best one.
Yeah, probably the best.
Yeah, that's quite the turnaround from
Yeah.
first to second.
Made a comeback.
But that's only because my stepbrother Aaron, shout out to Aaron, who doesn't want a podcast, he got the Pink Floyd, is it The Wall?
Yeah, the mouth coming through
the mouth. Like,
Oh, cool.
he got a very
Weird.
detailed tattoo
Forgot about
with
that.
the heart and everything.
So do
Go
I.
for it, yeah.
I'll fight
We'll
you
take
for
turns because I'm going to
I will
have to.
fight
as
you.
I'm gonna
well.
be
Back
next,
here.
dude. I've
Yeah,
got
go for
80-year-old bladder.
Yeah.
I'm peeing right now.
Oh.
It depends. Yeah, but he
No.
got that super detailed tattoo, so I asked him where he got it. He said Art and Soul. I walked in there one day with that SeaWorld t-shirt, and I was like, this is what I want to do. And they're like, you could do that. You know, we can do that, like, right now. And I was like, cool. And to think, $200?
That's a steal.
That's
For that
for
guy?
the
That's
dolphin,
two tattoos.
dolphin and back.
That's
Okay.
two tattoos.
How much was the lion, dude?
I don't remember, but I
Think
want to
it's
say it
fucking
was
boss.
like $600 or something.
It's boss. It's boss.
Thanks,
I want something like that. I would love to get a full arm or something like that, but like mix in a bunch of cool. Yeah.
This was a one sitting
Yeah. See,
hitter,
dude.
6.5 hours.
Shit.
Just,
That's super cool though. It's a dope line.
I guess I should show you that way because then it's
Yeah.
right side up. But yeah, I just said I would like a lion, and then I said, like, I didn't actually know the word for filigree. He said that's what it's called, filigree, because I wanted it to have like this.
The crest kind of thing.
No, just like
Filigree.
because my family crest has filigree, which is what it's actually
I
called.
should
the
look up a
design.
crest too. That'd be cool.
And so he was like, yeah, it's filigree. So I just said a lion with the filigree, and he drew it out, and I just showed up and slapped it on. And at first I was a little hesitant with it, like going
Yep.
low, and it's just whatever, you know. You already drew it and put it together. And
How
so
long that take?
6.5 hours.
Oh, 6.5 hours.
Yeah, it was a long sit. Kirsten actually waited there with me, which is crazy to
Damn,
think.
dude.
Like, I mean, it's one thing to actually like have something.
Did you get to go to the bathroom? I mean, how does that
Yeah,
work?
for sure.
Okay.
And I hated it. You know, it wasn't like a cool 6.5 hours. It
Just
was
get
like
pegged in the arm the entire time.
yeah, but there's something to like
The back
for
of the
me-
arm didn't be too bad, huh? Or was that kind of? I've never gotten a tattoo, so bro, I'm like novice. I don't know how it feels. So.
Operation Randy's getting his first one soon.
Really?
No way.
Yeah, Randallion the Stallion.
Yeah.
That's Eli's dad. I'm
Yeah,
sure he's
yeah.
probably
Yeah,
come up in the
yeah.
podcast before,
yeah.
but
Yeah, also maybe not though, but Randallion, shout out to him. Finally, you know, he's like, yeah, I want to get it, and so he was asking me questions. I said go to
Cool.
Art and Soul because he was looking at reviews, and it was like Old Anchor looks like it's up there, and I was like, no, go to Art and Soul, and he looked it up. He's like, oh, they're actually ranked number 1 in this area.
Yeah. Dude, I would
But-
love to. Yeah.
I would say, I mean, it depends, you know, obviously wherever you want it is where you should get it, but the outside of the arm
Yeah.
is the least painful
Okay.
place I've
How about the
gotten.
back? I'd get like a big back tattoo, maybe. or
one of
something like
the
that.
one of the most painful
No shit.
for me, but it also this all kind of depends on like who the artist is, how good they are, how light they are. Because like
Yeah.
I've heard horror stories
getting a
about
haircut,
rib
just getting-
tattoos. Yeah, like people tugging. I've heard horror stories about rib tattoos, but like
Yeah, jeez.
the not. I mean, I have one on both sides, but like the one that I have on this side, it was done by like a novice. Like he just started, and I sold my motorcycle, and then I put my
R.I.P., man.
motorcycle jacket on Craigslist for sale, and he was like, "Hey,
That's
I do tattoos in Three Rivers. I'll like give you." I think I had it for like $170 or something is what I was selling it for. He's like, I'll do a tattoo for you, and I'll give you $70 if you can make it down.
Oh, cool.
And so I
You're
was
like,
like,
"Oh, yeah."
cool. I
Yeah.
had no idea like what I wanted, but just showed up, and so he was new at it, but it didn't hurt at all. Like
That's cool.
maybe one of my least painful tattoos.
Nice.
So I think it just really depends on like who's doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are certain places like I don't have any on the top of my feet, but I've heard that that's awful.
I feel tough right now, but like, boy, when that sucker is just pegging
I want
my
a
side,
matching
I'd be like,
tattoo. That's what I'm trying to convince Brian.
Yeah, Kirsten and I got the little
Oh, nice.
hearts on our
Cool.
honeymoon.
Yep.
Trying to get
Hers
some
has
like
blue
mountain.
and-
yeah, I just haven't had a tattoo that's like, yeah, dude, I need that.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
the matching ones with me.
Exactly.
What tattoo is your dad gonna get?
It's a bicycle of some sort, just
Okay.
like a silhouette of a bicycle in some way.
Dig it.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was gonna be like Greg LeMond riding a mythical creature of some kind.
There's so many fun
That-
two-wheeled horse.
He's like it's a back mural of the Tour de France, and everybody's riding a bike
Tour de
except for
France,
Greg
okay.
LeMond, who's riding a mythical beast
It's a cup,
in the lead.
a cup of Lance Armstrong's hot piss. Yeah,
Dude.
I already know that it like whenever I decide that I do want to get another one. Oh, that's the wrong shin. I just want to put like more jungle foliage
that'd be
around the
cool, yeah.
elephant,
That'd be
so
cool.
he's like popping out of
Sure.
the jungle.
Sure.
And I thought about that years ago, but I just haven't had like, I don't know. I got a ton of them in a short amount of time, and then like I guess my drive to like keep getting them hadn't been as strong. But I mean, I'm certainly not opposed to getting more. I just haven't had like as many ideas roll in as they did early on. And I mean, I remember Brian Lyon with like
Yeah.
the
But I know that should be Brian's first tattoo.
Hell yeah.
or the Triple H.
Dude,
Brian Lyon, then Jax,
Dude, I
then
drew that
matching
shit
mountain
out.
tattoos.
There's a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's really it's not that bad. Like the thing to consider is like if you want it to be super detailed and it takes a long
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
that's when it
Yeah.
really hurts. If it doesn't take that
Yeah, if it's
long,
a simple
Dude,
one, then it's
yeah.
just
What's
like a
home away
short.
from the UFC? Cody
Garbrandt.
Yeah, dude. He's I mean, I just digged all of his tattoo. Like I like that. I just don't think I could pull that shit off. I don't
He's
know,
got a
but,
ton of
oh, dude.
tattoos, so
But that would be next level. But I would love to do at least the half
Just
arm
a
or
simple
full sleeve.
mountain
Yeah.
tattoo is what he
That-
loves.
Yeah, she's going so simple, and I'm like, let's just go full out, full bore,
yeah.
First tattoo.
prison break tattoo or something.
I'm
Yeah.
probably just gonna tattoo you in your sleep. So
Yeah.
I'll let you borrow mine.
Did
My
you ever-
tattoo
did
gun
you
that I
ever
use on
feel like-
Eli.
perfect.
Do you feel like it was like addictive sometimes?
Let's talk about that later.
Yeah, for sure.
Remember that
yeah.
shit on
Let's
MTV?
connect on that tattoo gun.
MTV where like they followed those people who were like True Life, where like they were addicted to tattoos and like they were like
Yeah.
got drunk, and then they were like, I gotta go get a tattoo.
True Life might be one of
Do you
my
remember
favorites.
that?
Yeah.
No,
Do you
I
remember
mean
that?
I don't
Good.
remember that specific episode, but like True Life,
dude.
and I use that phrase often. True Life, I'm addicted.
I
to.
miss True Life. So
For
I,
sure. I mean, it's
True Life, I eat soap. I mean, there is.
oh, dude.
yeah.
There
were
was some
all
weird
sorts of
episodes.
Oh my
stuff.
gosh.
Eating all
True Life,
sorts of
I'm a
stuff.
hoarder.
I don't even
Yeah.
know what they were eating, but it was cracking me
I'm-
up. Oh my gosh.
I mean,
All sorts of stuff.
people eat weird.
Couch
I mean,
stuff.
I love dryer
Gravel.
sheets.
Grab.
I don't even
Yeah.
know.
But yeah, I do think so. Like, especially after I got my first one, I was like, all right, like the balls rolling, let's go. And I think I
do
got
this.
like a tattoo every 3 or 4 months for
Sure.
a few years. You know, I have like 20 of them.
Dude.
I was gonna say, how
Oh,
many
yeah.
do you have?
A lot.
Dude,
So first one, Brian should get a forehead tattoo.
yeah.
Yeah. Teardrops.
Oh,
Naturally.
dude. That's what I was thinking.
Also, though, are you going to pee?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to pee. You want to pee first?
I
though?
could pee. I could pee.
You
yeah.
pee first,
So,
I'll pee after
Yeah,
you.
can you guys hold
I'm
this
proud
down?
that I'm.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
proud that I'm holding
Awesome.
it right now
Yeah.
because I'm an 80-year-old
Liter-
bladder.
no.
Less, yeah.
For
Worse
real,
than,
dude.
Worse than a pregnant woman.
I'll be
He
honest.
pees more than a pregnant lady.
Yeah, it happens. It happens.
Have you actually
Peed my pants?
no had a competition with a pregnant lady?
Have you ever been pregnant?
No, I've yet to have that pleasure.
Good luck.
No, I haven't had that, but dude,
No, but it's very comparable. I mean, I know pregnant people.
sometimes I surprise myself. I'm like, man, I haven't peed in like a day. I'm like, what the fuck? But,
Sometimes I think sometimes you just give in to the temptation of like wanting to like
The
your
convenience of peeing and the relief.
Yeah, that like instant like, oh, I have to pee. You're like
that natural feeling.
like I feel that feeling.
You know.
Yeah, which is probably good. Like you listen to your body, but like I feel that feeling. Then I'm like, I could wait another hour.
I listen to
I
my
do the
too
same
much,
shit.
though.
I'm like,
and then you forget about
I'm
it.
busy.
Yeah, and then you forget about it, or
I'm
like
like-
you just can't. And like Brian honors, like as soon as he feels like he has to pee,
But then we're like in the middle of the highway, like where the next stop is like
800
5 hours.
miles.
Yeah, I'm like, dude. And then I'm like struggling because I gotta go
but
just
then
pee on the side
I know,
of the road.
yeah. Oh, the struggle.
It
like
is
you can
hard.
literally
It's
just like
hard
turn
for me.
around and like
I know it's hard.
these are the reasons why. Like
I get out of the door and I just one zip and I'm done. I'm there.
I know. See, I often
hard,
think
though.
like, what would it be like? I didn't have to squat. every
You've
time
never
I
used
go bathroom.
a Shiwi before?
I have one, but
I bought her
honestly,
one.
it seems
I bought her one.
It honestly seems like more work for me. Like,
Yeah.
just squatting becomes your thing. It's
Yeah.
just not. It's not
Just like-
hard.
The Shiwi itself
It's
is
just
funny,
not incognito. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like, you could literally.
Just got pegged.
Tucker's like, why are we squatting?
Hey, what are we doing?
Why you at my level? I feel like,
Bro, these dogs are crazy right now.
you know,
You stay.
squatting isn't incognito, but it's convenient. Like, it's just what I'm used to. So I don't want to change. I don't want to change it up. But I totally wish that I could just like turn my back and whip my dick out. But
Yeah. Well, you can't all,
can't all do that.
Also, less of a mess though to be able to just sit down, And there are, there are guys who accept the squat life just for the sake of.
I do it in the morning sometimes.
Oh, like sit.
Yeah.
That's different than squat, though.
I'm just so tired.
You don't have the muscles to squat.
Okay, I missed.
Oh,
I
sorry, I was talking
entered
about peeing
into
in.
this. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, you peeing in a toilet or you peeing in a toilet?
We're talking about non-toilet.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry,
okay.
I was peeing in
Yeah,
toilets like normal
okay.
people.
Sorry.
Like normal people. We were talking about like outdoor. You were talking about like when you can't make it to the bathroom and you're like, oh, I gotta pee outside, and I'm like, oh.
Oh well, yeah.
So hard for you.
It's such a thing. And then there's like, sorry, but there's like the wipe for ladies, right?
Yeah.
That we don't have to really
Get a
deal
little shimmy.
with either. Yeah, just like.
I don't know.
dry it
I'm a
off
fan.
In your
Yeah.
boxers,
Scold
who
it.
cares?
It's
Yeah.
like you can't tell a woman to shake. It's like.
I don't know. I'm a bit like.
Come on.
I mean, shout out to Liz. Shout out to Liz. But like Liz is always like so kind. Like when we pee outside and we're camping, and she's like, "Do you want some toilet paper?" I'm like, "Nah, I'm good. Like I'll just
No.
drip dry."
Hey.
Yeah, I'll just
Hey.
stand
Just gonna
here
air
for
this
the-
one out.
I'll just be here for a minute. Let the wind.
Yeah, I'm gonna run really fast.
I'm gonna run really fast with no pants on. See how it goes.
I'll be right back.
I don't know. I mean, because I'm trying to make it. I mean, I don't want to pocket the toilet paper. I don't
Everything
want to bury
changes
it.
when
I'm
you're
trying to be
camping.
eco-friendly, to be honest. When I'm like,
when you're camping, dude, everything changes. It's like
yeah, I'm
wow.
trying not to have as much waste or as least waste
It's
Sure.
as I
impressive.
can.
If we are able to, I would love to go back to that camping spot that we went to. I don't even
In
really
Ned?
Is that where
Oh,
it
dude,
was?
yeah.
And
Gordon's
then,
Gulch.
like 4th of July, we like
When
years
we went
ago.
With, no, it was like when
You-
we went with Mike,
That's a good spot.
Liz,
I've been over
Jake,
there.
and Jake and Rebecca slept in the van or whatever.
We were in Rocky Mountain.
Is that
I
where
can
it
totally
was?
book one of
Oh
those.
yeah, that was super
That's-
fun.
That was a
Spot.
good. No, I will book
Dude.
that
That
spot.
spot.
Oh yeah, that one.
I
spot.
would drop the spot name, but
I wanted
No,
to
we can't.
podcast from
We
the
can't.
spot, and
Yeah,
oh my god,
it's
gorgeous.
Nick, you would have to quit your job or take the time off.
There's like
or
2
whatever.
spots under.
You'd
There's like,
have to quit your
there's like
job
2
or
spots-
hope for another snowmageddon that doesn't happen.
Dude, there's like 2 spots lower.
could be up there
but
right
then there's
now.
A spot up top.
Well, that
there's like a
would
spot up
suck,
top
but-
that you like
What?
travel to, and it's amazing.
Maybe
It's like
not.
This is in the park.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
in the
we were
park.
we
So
were in
you'll-
Marine Lake. I'll
yeah.
drop that, but
You'll park right
site
there.
number.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you'll park right
they
there,
won't-
but
I
then
mean,
there's like 3
Michigan.
spots.
We have a lot.
All right, fine.
Sorry.
Oh,
we,
no, yeah.
we have a lot of listeners in Ireland randomly, so
Oh,
they're
fun.
probably
Oh,
not.
dope.
They're probably not
All
coming.
right,
out
fine.
here,
Site 86.
but- Yeah, but yeah, the spot.
What up,
Marine
Ireland?
Lake.
Sorry. Go.
Right now, there's people in Ireland.
Okay, so
I've been
this
reading
is-
a lot of
this is
books
odd.
set in Ireland. So.
What's going on?
Kind of odd, but yeah. So I mean, obviously, people
dial
in
it
the
in.
U.S. listen most. Then it's Ireland. Then it's.
I wanna go to
I'm sorry,
Ireland.
it's either Australia or
Give
Russia.
me all, yeah, give me
No
all the
shit.
tips.
So we have Ireland, Australia, Russia.
Super fun.
Germany?
It's a lot of Eastern Asian countries as well.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Well, hey.
like the
Korea.
Philippines.
Hope you can
Vietnam.
understand me.
Yeah.
Arse.
yeah.
Guilo. That's white people.
Oh my god.
I'm a hard to approach person to understand.
Mahalo.
Mahalo.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah.
But we should
so
go
the
back
spot-
there. It was great.
Yeah, like the view from the
Yeah, 'cause
because there
someone
was
left
somebody
early.
camping.
Someone left early.
Yeah, and we just went up there, and it was like the night before. I think it was really you and I for a long time up there because everybody else went to bed
Yep.
early.
We
that
got
night.
schmammered.
Yeah.
Early
And-
on.
And there was a great video of us all dancing at that campsite.
What song
using,
was
like,
that? That was a good one.
It was something with Offset, probably.
Offset?
Yeah, and then like the N word dropped, and Brian was like, "Oop,
Oh,
let's start it over." But Mike, I remember Mike the next morning, like, I was hoping you guys would be awake, but like he came to our campsite later on, like he woke up and came up there, but we were just hanging out up there.
we had breakfast up there.
yo, Jake and Rebecca slept in their car. I'm gonna call them out.
Yeah. They were like,
hilarious.
it'll be more comfortable than sleeping in a tent.
But it's
properly.
not.
It's
yeah,
not.
I'm gonna.
I do that.
He's gonna listen to this.
I sleep in my car. I mean,
Do you?
I have an air mattress. That I
Well,
Yeah, well, that's
It's-
different.
okay,
you have
yeah,
the
but-
setup. They didn't have
They've
like
got
a
like
setup.
them like
They put the
where there's
seats
like in the
back.
backs.
Yeah, they like literally
30, 40,
nothing.
30, 40
Yeah, I
bucks
couldn't
on
do that
Amazon.
shit, yeah.
30, 40
I
bucks
know.
on Amazon. Get yourself a nice little floatable thing or like a little deal.
Yeah, but
Oh.
that spot. Well, I mean, the view from it too, and I actually packed this and
Yeah, we were gonna
microphones and
podcast
everything.
right
Oh
now.
yeah, that'd be fun.
It was really
Yeah.
great we didn't, though. I mean, if we would have done it in the morning,
That
it
would've
would have
been
been
an
fine. But
I don't know. I mean, how much different is it than doing it right now? You know.
I don't know. It was pretty schmammery.
Yeah, I was a couple of extra notches.
Couple extra notches.
Couple.
Fair enough. Okay.
But we can get there if we
Yeah.
wanted to tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, we might.
That was
We might.
that was when I had it really simple. And shout
I
out
want to test your
to
limits.
early episodes of
Remember that
Taking the
shit?
Credit when I just used this really cheap camcorder that I bought from a pawn shop.
I
It
remember
made it
that.
Very simple, but yeah.
But we should go. I can totally. I'm a little obsessed with reservations. So.
Mm-hmm.
Now's the time.
Native Americans.
Now.
Yeah. 100% Cherokee.
Yeah. Gambling.
Shout out to Blackhawk.
Yeah, for real.
Yo,
I've
that'd
never
be
been.
fun.
I've never been. We
That'd
should
be
do
fun.
that.
Driven through it, but yes,
I would love to
like
throw-
do
They're
that.
throw some
probably
down.
open.
Play a
I
little
think they
roulette,
are.
Russian roulette.
Yeah. Actually, and when I say I think they are, I know for a fact.
They 100% are.
Yes, I know for a fact they are because I know people who have gone there
I
recently.
don't know,
Fair.
man. I'm ready to. I want to gamble. I'm ready to gamble. I don't gamble very often, but when I do, watch the
Never-
fuck out.
But
I've
when
never done
I
it.
do.
I'm
You've
gonna-
never
I'm
gambled?
gonna put 500 on
Isn't
black.
life a gamble, Nick?
Every day I wake
Wow.
up.
Dude, if you can like just do like, I'm gonna
Put it
spend
all
a-
on red.
No, just like do
Deep.
like I'm gonna put $100 down tonight. Let's just see where this goes and just budget that. Know
I
that
mean,
you're-
Brian and I play rock, paper, scissors every day, so
Wow.
we could.
that's a gamble.
You could double that, triple it.
I'll put $100 down
But-
in my drawer, close the drawer, go to sleep.
yeah, that's a good game. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
What?
Oh,
That's
Popo.
just snow plows.
Oh no.
Aw, I thought your neighbors are being arrested.
I know that would have been fun.
They're questionable.
Are they?
No, I don't know.
They're actually really nice.
I was like, do tell.
They look
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, they are.
Duty calls.
But
Oh, it's your
yeah,
time.
Black
Can you
Hawk.
get over this?
Listen
or
to
you
your
need to go
body,
behind
Brian.
me? Yeah.
Listen to your
I was
body.
waiting for him to like fart right in the microphone.
Oof.
That would have been a
that's-
Soon.
perfect.
Yeah.
Soon. Well, he's got
Ah.
to get the cartwheel. He's got to stretch and limber up now.
Wait, I want the
He's
microphone.
31.
Yeah.
Just
Pulling
can't pull a
me.
cartwheel without stretching first.
Good idea. You can put the headphones on that side too
Yeah.
if you'd like.
I
and,
feel all entangled.
Get it through here.
Actually, I kind of want to take a spot.
Ooh.
Go for
I
it.
want to lean. I want to lean.
Yeah.
He's got the good lean. side.
John.
Oh, but there's so many chords.
I know. Sorry.
No,
This is.
I'm gonna do this.
It's not normally how the setup is.
Wait,
we
we're gonna
just
just-
kind of
we're
keep
gonna
everything
go-
in the same.
I got this.
Same
Nobody panic.
position over there. but,
Everybody
uh,
relax.
I am glad that I started by using this, and this is what I
Lucky.
use for story to record because it's obviously mobile. But now we have this whole setup over there, and it's kind of nice to know that I can like do this and not have to like unplug anything over there.
Yeah.
Like it's not messing with
I did it.
the normal podcast arrangement. So
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
I'm here now.
Nice.
Mobile.
Welcome
It's
here.
good to be here.
Yeah.
Welcome
and
to-
again, I appreciate you guys doing this. Like, and Nick, that includes you as well. I mean,
No one
you-
cares about me.
Yeah, that's fair. Except
I'm
me,
just
a lot.
kidding. Except me. I also really care about Nick.
No.
Ah,
Oh, that makes
good
two
guy,
of you.
Nick. Good
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
If only I cared about myself any.
Mm-hmm. God,
Ah.
it actually would be kind of cool if you didn't care about yourself and then you just became Fat Nick, like super Fat
Ah,
Nick.
Yeah.
Fat Nick.
Yeah, that would be swell to see.
Yeah. I
That'd be a
wouldn't be
fun
able
thing.
to. I mean,
Oh, Jude on the
I don't
mic.
know where I would hang out. Like if I got
really
to be
wanted
like,
to put
you
the
know.
headphones on.
She,
Join in. This is Brian now.
she wouldn't mind.
Brian, what big teeth you have.
Well.
Wow.
Well.
Hey, Bri. Tucker really wants to go outside.
Ooh.
And you're up and you're about.
Oh, Jude will totally follow. If you okay, nice. Okay.
Jude, leave the headphones on.
Yeah, you never know when that excitement of going outside
I
comes.
know.
It just
I wanted to sit back, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Also feel
You
like I'm
can.
taking up a lot of room with my knees
Yeah.
here.
Oh, is it the headphones?
It's fine.
Sorry.
I feel like if I just.
I've got
Proper.
some,
Yeah, and I'm slouching again.
I know,
could
I'm a
use-
sloucher, and I'm going to look back on this and I'm only gonna listen
Critique
to the
your
first
posture
25
for
minutes
yeah,
that I wasn't
An hour
on the
and 19
screen.
minutes.
Yeah, but 25 minutes of that was not screen recorded.
That's true. So
It'll
So
be a
that's the 25
screenshot.
that's
And
the
I'll choose a
25 minutes.
screenshot with you having terrible posture.
No. Choose one with great posture.
Okay, fine.
Choose the shot of me talking about manatees. I feel like that was my best.
Oh, wow. Really? You recall that?
Yes.
do you often find yourself kind of capturing little moments throughout the day? Like, I had really good posture at that moment.
Yes.
I had really good posture
Absolutely.
when I was getting that coffee earlier.
Yes. Because you think about it. You're like, oh, tighten up.
So it was all about like loosening up.
You know, yeah, but I'm too loose.
Yeah.
Too loose all the time.
I can't do that. I find myself clenching. My body's just like clenched most of the time.
I'm literally all.
Tucker.
Oh, too low.
She's got a snowball.
Switched.
Yeah,
Wait, is that a snowball?
They all did their business. I don't know. What
Nice.
He found a snowball. He's building a snowman.
He did find a snowball.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Wow, nice.
So he's got a Frozen 2 going on right now. don't they?
Postmates.
They have a. I think Frozen 2 came out 8 years ago.
Whatever.
Get in the loop.
Yeah.
Fucking
Get in the
nerd.
zone, auto zone.
Oh, so it's my money,
Sponsor
and
us.
I want it now.
That Wentworth money.
JG.
I get that commercial stuck in my head often.
That's a good one. I know that we should probably still make food after this
Yeah.
because we didn't do that.
Dinner.
But is there anything else that you guys want to do tonight? I mean, I know we're just kind of chilling, but
I'm trying to rob a bank.
wow.
Yeah.
Trying to.
Who would
Who's gonna do that in a blizzard?
would you
Is it even,
would you wear a
it's probably not
disguise
even
robbing a
snowing
bank, or would you
anymore.
go
We could watch.
just Brian Hess all the way in? And if you were to wear a disguise,
Well, I mean,
what would
everyone
it
wears
be?
a mask now, so
Ocean's
you
14.
just really fit in.
Fair enough.
like the
Just wear a bandana.
Colored
call it a
contacts.
day.
just like the
Bandana.
DVD in
Contacts,
front of your face.
bandana.
I don't even know what I would do if I tried to rob a bank right now.
That's a good memory from Nick.
What's that?
Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
We don't want to go into details of how I'd rob a
Okay.
bank.
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, we crashed headphones. Sorry.
yes, that first.
Nice. Yeah.
Ow, my ear.
I don't remember entirely who this. Kurt Angle.
Will you pass me?
Kurt
Hell
Angle
yeah.
has colored contacts.
Is that a real name?
Kurt Angle is a professional wrestler.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Have we talked
Yeah.
about this?
I'm sorry. You didn't.
Oh, I thought you said
You'll know.
Kurt Ankle.
Close. He did have the ankle lock,
Yeah.
lock,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
he did an
I
ankle
was
lock.
thinking
So
I still don't know who
Till they
Kurt.
got sweet changes.
I still
make
don't
you
know who
tap.
Kurt Angle is.
you're not far off. He was an Olympic gold
Right,
medal
right.
wrestler who
Alright.
then became a WWE superstar
Oh.
wrestler. And
Just see the
People
size of his
okay?
traps, dude.
Yeah.
It's freaking.
That's
he
not where
actually
I thought
broke
you were
his
going.
neck, and so he can't move his neck at all. So anyway,
Oh god, that sounds like the worst. I mean, honestly, when I see people and like even their muscles are too big up there, I'm like, ugh, how many massages do you need?
he's just like
it's actually a dream of mine to have lats that just
yeah.
don't quit. And
Are
yeah.
you kidding?
Actually,
I actually do too.
shithouse
Kristen
Uh,
reacts like that too.
I know, it
Lats
makes me
make
feel-
you bigger. for
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, if
All
I
right.
could
That's
just kind
Kurt
of go like
That's
from
Kurt
my
Ankle?
ear
Angle.
straight to my shoulder,
Kurt
I'd be a
Ankle
happy guy.
is
And like,
Yeah,
you
look
just
at that.
Google Kurt
Hell
Ankle
yeah, you did.
and see what
He's Kurt
pops up.
Ankle.
Look at that shit. Look at the Americanness.
That's America right there. Now who's Kurt Ankle?
You should, there should be a
Oh, it
picture
still
of
comes up
Kurt.
as the same guy.
Did you mean Kurt Angle?
It's
Yeah.
kind of,
No.
I meant
well,
Kurt
I don't.
52
Ankle.
years old.
I don't think our fans need a refresher on who Kurt Angle is.
well,
so-
Chelsea does. That's right.
Yeah. I mean,
If they
He's
don't.
52, huh?
Yeah, he's 52 years old.
now, but
I ran today
Oh,
in
yeah.
a
He's
running group
choking
with a
out
man
Shawn
who
Michaels
is
in this picture.
80,
Yeah.
and he fucking smoked me, guys.
Oh.
He's got 52 years on me,
Oh wow.
and he smoked my ass.
Dude.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just
He
it's
is
just
as balls
training.
as propulsion.
Because like when we did that one half marathon, dude, when that one guy beat me in sandals,
he.
homeboy was
Okay, I've got two. Yeah.
45.
Somebody
Jesus.
beat us in
freaking
sandals.
sandals.
Nice.
They weren't even sandals
then
with the
no-
shit around your ankle. Like,
It,
you
like
know,
he
like,
basically ran in Tevas.
not
Tevas?
even, no,
Tevas?
not even
Tevas.
those, dude. Just straight
Yeah.
up, they look like sandals. They didn't even have the back strap for your ankles.
It's like flip-flops?
13 miles
Some
an
shit
hour.
you'd
I
wear
don't
to the
know
beach?
if he just was like unprepared or if he
yeah.
was just like, listen, I want to fucking put all these people
I don't know that.
to shame.
It was like
Yeah.
our first half marathon out here in Colorado.
Winter Park.
Maybe my first half marathon ever.
Winter.
And like,
No, it was our first half marathon ever.
Winner.
The elevation was bonkers. I got on the first, like I started off the first line.
You guys were
The
so
first
high.
mile.
Dude, the first mile was
Yeah, we definitely-
ridiculous. It was ridiculous.
I'm pretty
Straight
sure
up.
we did hit the pen in the morning though.
Probably.
Fair enough. Yeah, I gotta get
You
started.
gotta commit.
Full disclosure, they had those bagels and donuts out there at the starting line, and I was like, "Why did you put this here right
You gotta
before
get
our
those
race?"
carbs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, we had a donut.
"Let me grab this Long John real quick before I go out."
Yeah, but some guy passed us in like 30 seconds in.
Oh yeah, no, not that.
I'm gonna rub one out before this half
Oh
marathon.
my god.
Gotta grab this Long John.
I'm talking chocolate frosting flakes.
We know.
Oh. Yeah, but he smoked us in sandals.
Wow.
We still finished. I finished strong. We
Smoking
finished
in
strong.
sandals.
That's impressive.
We won't talk about Moab.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
don't.
That's another time. Like mile 7, my
Don't.
hips gave out. Mile 7, or
Oh,
something like that.
wow.
I like decide that I'm gonna go run in a half.
I can't hear
marathon.
Ryan in here.
Yeah, sorry. Brian got real loud for a second, so I turned it
my
down.
Oh,
a
wait,
little
is that
bit, but
me or is
it's
that Brian? Because we switched positions, but not Mike's.
not
Ooh.
Mike's?
I can
No,
hear
I
myself.
know.
Okay.
He's 3, you're 4.
I'm just a little faint.
Little
Speak
faint.
up.
Speak up.
I don't know. I was just
Speak up.
basically.
Speak.
I don't even want to talk about how bad I was in that run,
No disrespect, but that lady in
bro.
the...
I didn't.
All right,
I
all
didn't
right.
train. I just got off the couch and was like, I'm gonna go run a half marathon.
That's
and then
how
my
you
hips
did.
almost gave
That's
out
how you did
at
each
mile
half
7.
marathon.
I'm not proud of it, man. I'm
I
trying to
couldn't
work
hit
myself.
mile 7, so...
Okay, in his defense, I was just convinced him to do these things, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this. Come with
I'm
me.
not a big runner. I want to be so bad.
Yeah.
And I want him to be.
I don't.
I want to be a runner, but I'm not.
It's overrated.
I signed up for whatever that one race was.
What
Then,
race?
I don't know. I gave the ticket to your sister or something. I was like,
Oh,
yeah, you know
listen.
what? You know what's more realistic? Me
color
not
run.
gonna-
Oh my god, that 5K
Something
back
like that.
in.
Was it
Yeah.
color run?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah,
a
that
color
sounds
run.
right.
Oh
Yeah, that was
yeah,
fun. That
I
was a
forgot
good-
about that.
yeah.
You would have had fun. That was a
No.
fun one.
I had more fun not doing it.
Getting
And that's the
blasted in
honest
the
me.
face. You know?
I lift weights.
It
I
was
don't run.
Just like
fun.
run
Yeah.
for 3
See,
miles and get
that's
blasted
Brian's
in the face.
thing. Like Brian is like, oh, you
Dude.
should lift weights. I'm like, you should run.
I'm trying to like,
Yeah.
dude. I'm trying to go into a different zone, lifting weights.
I would love
that
like if
80-year-old
mine.
runner is.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, but I wish that was me.
I
like,
want the
if mine,
fucking traps. You
Yeah,
know,
dude.
we just had this
Oh.
conversation.
Ow.
I'm trying to.
I'm going
I
beast.
wanna
I'm
massage
like,
it
I'm
off.
like
my
in,
roof
I'm
and
like
go
in-
like this.
I want to
and
run
just-
100 miles. Like I want to be like an ultra
Your
runner.
nasty
If-
ass feet. And
if my knees would allow,
She
it's not
could,
even my
yeah.
feet. If my knees would be like, you can run 100 miles, I would run.
Mm.
I'd want to be a long distance runner.
Well, she's trying to keep up in that group today. You got a bunch,
I'm telling you, that 80-year-old
Yeah.
smoked
bunch
me.
of older folks just
Yeah.
crushing
He
it.
also made green cookies for St. Patty's Day, probably
But that
this
should
morning
give some hope.
before he smoked
got
me.
hope?
In the...
Fair enough. Yeah, Obama. But back to Kurt Angle.
Oh, Kurt Angle,
Yeah,
yeah.
So the reason why this all kind of started was once upon a time I was watching wrestling. This was certainly before we ever moved out here, but Kurt Angle was playing some character in which he had colored contacts in his eyes. And so I said to Nick, Kurt Angle has colored contacts. And Nick said, he has black friends?
Jesus Christ.
Naturally.
Classic.
Was this white Nick or black Nick?
Dude. Dude, that was the dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
keyframe
God.
right now
Yeah.
because I need to
Wish
put
we-
in a picture of.
I was
Oh,
going to
dude,
say, if
for
we could bring
real.
up a picture
Yeah,
of black
I
Nick.
can. I just need to do that because, yeah.
There's-
so wonderful. And don't
If
get all
Nick
sobby.
ever called me, that's what
If
it would
anyone's
look when he
at
called
risk
me.
of losing their job, it's me.
Oh, dude. No, it wasn't even. It's not even like that. It's just. It was so perfect.
I'm going to get fired.
No, it was.
No one's
it was
ever
such
going to
a
let me watch
perfect.
their kids again.
Yeah, nobody's gonna let me talk about their mental health
Nah.
issues with them.
Just don't.
One, after they
you
see
know
that
what?
picture, though, they're gonna be like, "Oh,
Yeah, I get it. I get it. I see it. I mean,
And it was, and shout out
and
to
if you
you.
don't,
I don't know where it
believe,
was.
get
It was
off
on
this
some
podcast.
It
random-
was,
I
it was
took
a
a few-
Kendrick Lamar documentary or something.
yeah.
that
noisy.
you
It was a
screenshotted.
noisy
It was.
documentary. I
Yeah.
remember this.
Shout
now.
out.
Yeah, and I
Mhm.
never even saw it. You just like screenshotted it. You're
Dude.
like, this is where it's
That was
from.
a good documentary.
Long Lost Twin.
The only difference was
far as
a
I'm
nose
concerned.
piercing.
Oh yeah, nose
Yeah.
piercing. That was it. Maybe
You should get your
just a
nose
little bit different
pierced.
hair, but that was
Nah,
it.
I'm good.
You could rock it.
Nah.
Nah.
I don't know.
Goose poop
Unless,
dreads.
yeah. or if I got like the fucking, what do you call it? Like the bowl.
Yeah,
Hell
no,
yeah.
but he had the
The
side
knocker?
one.
Yeah.
You should go film.
I don't know, man. My ear piercings, I can still feel my ear piercings.
Yeah, I'd probably get a nose before I did.
It's so wild though.
I always, well, not always.
I'd rather get
I remember
like a monocle that just hangs from my eyebrow.
I was in 3rd grade
I'd rather get pierced for
in Decatur,
Yeah.
and I was friends with Zach Palumchuk.
Hey.
Shout out to Zach Palumchuk, who lived on a farm with his family. They ran a farm, hard work, walking in poop, shooting BB guns.
Hell yeah.
Not so bad.
What a life.
Not so bad.
And
for
then
sure.
we'd play wrestling on N64, but only like when I was there because I was the city slicker, and like the parents were like, "Oh, he doesn't have a work ethic because he's not a farmer." Anyway, Zach had his left ear pierced, and I remember hanging out with him, and this was 3rd grade. I was like, "Dad, I really want to get my ear pierced." And he was like, absolutely not. There's no way in hell I'm letting you get your ear pierced. Meanwhile, my dad's ears are pierced. And he wore at least his left one. But he would, like, he had a Nike swoosh earring that he wore all the time. But yeah, for whatever reason, he wouldn't let me do it. And so I never got it. But
actually, if you lay there, you can be my
I wanted that. But at the same time, I at a certain age, I felt like I missed
Lay
my
down,
window. I missed my window because
Yeah.
maybe I could do it now, but what would I do? You know, what I really wanted was the big diamonds, the ball and stuff, and I wanted a lowrider.
I was like, is that Nick or is that Tyler?
It is.
It's me thinking about Eli getting his ears pierced.
So turned on.
Tucker, you're so
Oh
fat.
no, he's got to get over there to
my
Eli.
bits.
He has to. He has
Say
to
hi to
see
Uncle
him.
Eli. Yes.
Oh, kiss him.
I come to
But
you.
then he's so cranky with the Judes.
He's a people guy.
He is a people guy. It's not Jude's fault.
I know. And Jude's like, why don't you love me?
Jude's a wonderful woman.
Jude gets really excited that you're going to come over, Tucker, and then you're mean to her. And I don't understand why she even cares that
She's
you're
cranky.
She knows him so well too. Like
Oh,
last
yeah.
night, we're like, just like a little whisper, and she's like, you haven't seen him in however long, you know, but
Yeah.
she's amped.
here. Yeah, he's
Now
just a
she's
people guy. I
Yeah.
mean, he tolerates dogs. Sorry, Jude.
Yeah,
but
dude.
Yeah.
like, if you've got more than 2 legs, he's not a fan.
Yeah,
If you can't pet him,
I get it. I mean, but she's so
except he
like,
really likes octopuses. So.
oh, octopi.
Octopi.
Jude has a really good. Oh, do you
Is
mind
it still
pulling
snowing?
that the right? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the
Yeah,
right
I got
drawstring.
Yeah, we can check if it's.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, see
Yeah,
ya.
I mean, I kind of set you up for failure
Yeah.
there.
That
Nick,
was a
can you do
trick.
that?
I can.
Hold up, I think
Oh,
we're,
is it Tuck?
He's got it. Oh, wait.
Tuck's
I got
got his
it.
elbow right on my bits.
Nice.
I might
To
have
the
screwed-
right.
Yep.
To the right.
Yep. To the right. To
I
the
might have
right.
screwed all
Perfect.
this. I might have screwed all this
Hey
volume
guys,
up.
there's.
Oh,
like
you're
a-
good.
There's a good
Can you
half
not hear?
inch.
Oh, okay.
There's a good half inch out there.
Let's see.
Snowmageddon.
There you go. Can you hear
Word.
now?
Tucker, you
test.
just got your teeth cleaned and you still smell terrible.
I think I'm like number 2,
You're number 3.
number 3.
You would be this one. But I when you talk, I can see
Oh,
that you're
cool.
registering. But can you not hear it at all? Maybe it's that part.
Oh, here we go. Yep.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool,
she
cool, cool,
she
cool,
likes
cool.
that spot. But on the weekends when I get to walk her, when I have anyway,
More free
on the
time.
weekends I have time, so I get to walk her in the mornings, and we go to this park that's a couple of blocks down, and it's nice because I can let her off the leash, and I can see like the closest place for somebody to just appear. They still have to cross a bridge to like get to us.
Yeah.
And there's like a little river in between. So I can let her off the leash, and I know like somebody's coming. There's plenty of time to like get her back on a leash. And so I can like also scan the area. Also, I wake up pretty early, so usually no one else is around anyway. But there's one property lot that's right next to the park that shares this long fence next to this big field. And they've got a lot of property, but on that lot there's a black lab. And she never really cared before, but like I guess I've always kind of kept her away from it before, but now it's like I just let her, and she like looks for him all the time. And he's an old boy, but she'll like run up to the fence and just like stare at him on the other side of the fence. I have pictures of this. Maybe if I remember and if I listen through this far, I'll put pictures of it in. But that's like that's her best friend in town now. Yeah. So she really looks forward to. I don't know his name or anything, but Huxley, yes. Right, Huxley will just come up and like stare at her through the fence.
This is Tuxley.
And the most
not to be confused with Huxley.
Last weekend when we saw him, he hadn't been there. He wasn't there this morning. He wasn't there yesterday
he was busy.
Morning. Yeah, he was probably inside sleeping or something. But
being old.
Last
he had
weekend,
priors.
Yes, engagements or misdemeanors.
That's.
But she was staring at him on the other side of the fence. And at the very corner of the fence where the park is, it's just barbed wire. Not really like hardcore barbed wire, but it's just like the
hardcore enough.
Hardcore enough for sure, yeah. And it blocks like other properties that are on this side. So
probably rusty.
So he shares this long fence, and then this fence is like this one's just like a normal fence. This one over here is kind of that crappy barbed wire stuff. But in the corner, there's an area where she really could squeeze through if she wanted to. And it was so funny to see, like, they were both just, like, staring at each other for a while and slowly walk down towards this way. And same on their property. It's that same sort of barbed wire extending across their property as well. But I saw, like, she started to, like, try to go under it. And meanwhile, he was on the other side, old boy, like trying to climb through this like barbed wire fence so they could meet in the middle. I just shouted. I was like, "Hey!" And he was like backed his way out and just turned around and started walking. Luckily, she stopped there too. But at least she has a friend in town, and
at least she has someone close to her.
She does. But there at the same time. Oh my God, you're so cute. I love you so much.
Is this the park with it looks like a train playground?
No,
right there?
Not this one. It's a few. It's actually just like if you take this street.
I go there
a few blocks down. Right here.
Yeah, that's what I texted you guys the other day. And I was like, I'm at the park next to your house. I was
gonna say that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about where you go ice skating or something.
No, we were right there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I could literally passed your house.
Wow. Well, I wasn't here when. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
I work out and about, but yeah.
I creepily did not see your car here. So.
That's fair. Well, it's nice of you to even reach out to us when you're in the area.
When I'm creeping.
If you go if you cross, you pass the school down here and go like another block or two, there's another park over there that it's called, well, just kidding. Not going to tell you.
Not gonna tell you.
Crazy Irish fans.
Yeah.
But you'll stalk him.
Yeah. But the last time,
secret spot.
Usually he is
shout
the
out to
one.
The train park.
Yeah, shout out to the train park. Usually the black lab is the one who calls it quits first, and so he'll like just walk back towards whatever the house or something. And the last time that happened, it was so sad. But she just did like window love. She just like cried and just like put one paw. She was standing up, but she just like put one paw up against the fence.
Come
like
back.
Yeah.
Please love me.
Yeah.
I know. Poor Jude just wants love. Though.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
She's a little aggressive about her love sometimes.
She likes to give love.
And like Tucker's aggressive about his love, but only to humans. Like
and
I'm telling you, he's a no new friends kind of guy. He had one friend and one
elbow
friend
to
only.
the jewels.
Yeah. And I mean, we had. Yeah,
and he'll never have another friend
we took
again.
her to dog parks like when she was a puppy, but it wasn't, we didn't like actively like engage her with other animals, but at the same time, like we are so loving toward her, but she gets so pumped like when another dog is willing to play with her. So I mean, at least Kirsten's mom has dogs, and so she'll go like she can be herself
Such
with
a cool
them.
spot
They're
she's
fine
got
with
there,
it.
man.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
She's basically
Dog
like a
heaven.
big cat.
Dog heaven out there.
That's fair.
Big cat.
Squirrel cat.
That's fair.
Squirrel, big cat.
Tucker's been kind of decent around. I mean, he likes dog parks, but
He likes the balls. And
Yeah,
he
I
likes
remember
people.
that
certain
from
parts.
We
Literally,
went together to the Velmont one.
Yeah, Velmont. He will walk around. I mean, he hasn't been in years, but he'll just like go around and like pick up balls, and then bring them to like other people.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Jax was hit or miss too, though, because I was like, I don't know.
But see, that's the thing.
He loved to fetch.
Tucker loves loves Jax, and that's
Oh, yeah.
it. Like he's a.
But then like when other dogs came up to like them or Jax or whatever, I was always a little nervous. I was like, what's going to go down?
What's gonna go down?
Because there's always that
Yeah.
fucking husky or some shit or something that came up. And
Yeah.
wanting to start something, but
That's the thing too. Is just like you never really know.
yeah.
But
He was always really cool. As long as I had like a tennis ball, those guys don't give a shit. It was always a good time. Yeah. I miss that one dude in what was it, Inglewood or Inglewood?
Compton.
Kurt
It was like 1,000 acre. No, yeah. It was like 1,000. Yeah, right. It was like 1,000 acres dog park. Remember that before it shut down?
Oh, that was up in like
Respect.
Evergreen.
Evergreen. That's what it freaking was. It was Evergreen. Yeah, it was 1,000. It was 1,000 acres, and it was like literally the most.
I'll put that in my stand-up comedy.
What? Oh yeah.
Nice.
I'm currently writing jokes. If you guys want to.
Yeah, inspiring comedian.
Yeah.
There's a guy whose name is
I think
Matt
I'm funny.
Plantinga, and Matt
I'm my
Plantinga,
biggest fan.
he lived like 2 blocks away from where my mom lived in Kalamazoo in Oshimo, like the house that you guys remember.
Oh, yeah.
And he worked at a Big B Coffee, but for what I mean, okay.
Shout out to Big B.
Yeah. I had a very vivid dream the other night where I was on that yellow quad. Hardcore. But anyway,
Just like the microphone.
I don't know if you remember, but I had a friend named Jen who
Yes,
lived
you.
like somewhat close by, and we took the quad like over there. I don't think we like hung out, but like anyway.
Yeah.
I met Jen through Carla. When I was dating Carla, for whatever reason, she knew Jen, and Jen lived in that neighborhood. Jen introduced me to Matt. I became really good friends with Matt, and he lived even closer to where my mom lived. But I was hanging out with Matt, and
Not Fart Matt.
not Fart Matt. It would have been way better. If
God,
it were,
so many Matts.
yeah, it would have been way better if it were Fart
Just
Matt.
clarifying. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, no, I just gave like way too much backstory to where I forgot where I was even going with this.
Story of my life. Story of my life.
I totally forgot where I was going with that. But shout out to Matt.
Yo,
shout out
dude.
to Matt.
Matt rhymes with.
Man, if
Carla
only
used
I
to
could,
live
like-
behind me.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Remember that shit?
yeah. That's when we started dating.
Yeah, man. And
When
now
you
it's
guys, wait,
like
when
when
you
we
guys
dated.
started dating?
I'm gonna call
Yeah.
these people out. I'm
When I
gonna
dated
call these people
Oh
out.
no, I thought you meant when you dated Brian.
So the folks who moved into Carla's place, they've got this freaking backlight that stays on now.
Oh really?
And it
Ooh.
shines.
Oh, you're talking about your parents'
dude,
house?
Oh, that's
dude,
frustrating.
dude.
I'd shoot a BB gun at it.
It shines like
frustrating.
so. They like got this new backlight that just stays on 24/7. It just shines right into our living room. You're
I'm
like,
surprised King David
Right,
hasn't.
no, he has wanted to
Frustrating.
like 300 times, but my mom doesn't want him to go do that kind of jazz. 'cause
And now at all
who
times,
even knows? You know,
your
it's like
mom
how do
is- they're both retired, so they're both watching each
it's
other.
like a floodlight, so it's like a
At all
security. It's like a
times.
security thing too. It's like, what are you gonna do? Go knock on their door, and be like, hey, can you turn down your security light a little bit? So like, it's
No,
not
I would
all
just
up in
break
our-
it and hope they don't know.
But like, yeah, though, too, you know, like make
Yeah.
it motion censored at least.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go. So
dude.
it turns off and on. Yeah.
Yeah, so I've been trying to figure out like a play way to just.
Honestly, isn't it the same neighbor that like smokes cigarettes like secretly in the back corner? I think it's the same neighbor.
No.
Yeah, because they're new. I think it's the same neighbor because he tosses it.
Maybe there's
So
a couple
I would
neighbors
go-
who smoke ciggies on the low.
Okay, but I would go up to them and be like, "Listen, I will tell your whole family about your ciggies on the low if you don't fucking fix your
Yeah.
light problem.
Yeah. You know.
You have to come up with these
Maybe they
things.
don't know.
ultimatums.
Maybe they don't understand or they don't. I don't see why they could, but
Sorry. I remember why I brought up Matt.
nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were like, "Ooh, ultimatums."
Yeah,
It's the
no.
floodlights. It's the
But,
floodlights.
yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
So
consequences.
Matt approached me one night at Shakespeare's after I'd been drinking, and he's like, you know, I've known you and your brothers for a long time. I think it would be really interesting. And this was when they reopened. Ooh.
Hey.
Ugh. They reopened up Shakespeare's lower level, and
He had
they
to.
like had the stand-up comedy stage there.
Oh, I
Been a
remember
minute since I've
that.
seen that, yeah.
And he was like, you know, I'm really interested in making a project, and I think it would be really cool to record like you and your brothers and a process of coming up, like each of you coming up with a stand-up routine. He's like, I think you're all really funny in different ways.
Yeah.
It would be awesome to like record you guys doing stand-up. And at the time I was like, no fucking way. Like I have no interest in that. But I do think about that occasionally, and I wonder like if I had taken him up on that, if things would be different. Because, honestly, it would have,
Could be.
I think about it now, and it's like, man, I missed an opportunity to potentially, like, try something. Yeah, try something, like, totally different. But,
It's not too late.
yeah. The pandemic makes it.
Yeah, that's a
too
weird
late.
time. I know.
But, yeah.
That's why I haven't started.
I also don't really know, like, how
Timing's
that would go.
off.
Yeah. But at the same time, I guess if anyone here is interested in doing an open mic, I have no idea what I would say, but I would be more than willing to put myself in that awkward situation.
No, you know how most people I don't know what you guys do in the shower, but like
I wash myself usually.
That's
people, like,
that's going to be episode 78.
Yeah.
people sing, people like think. I honestly I feel like I like pretend that I'm like making jokes for people.
Really?
I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, if you're motivated to do that at any point, let me know. And
But I
your
feel like I
birthday,
couldn't.
where we went to the comedy club in Denver.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I don't know. I don't know if I could actually do it, but like I think that mostly I make myself laugh, which is a talent
just as
in
important.
itself.
Yeah, I just think that there's definitely something to that, and just like being able to like it doesn't. You're not gonna be Richard Pryor on the first try either, so it's just like whatever.
I mean, part of it might stem from the fact, and like Brian and I talk about this often, that like my dad and I have the same humor, and he's very much just like wants to make jokes all the time. So I feel like, oh God, Tucker, this is gonna be.
Yeah, don't do it, Tuck.
Oh,
Go back the other way.
Just don't even.
Uh-oh, Jude.
Oh God, there's two of them.
Okay.
That way.
Yeah, you can approach from a. Oh, nice.
Hey,
Good
Tucky.
awareness. Oh my God, I love
Okay,
you. That
I think
was
you
nice.
can do it. I think you can do it.
That was
But
so
yeah,
good.
I
Good
feel like
job, John.
my dad would, I laughed at his jokes, he laughed at my jokes, and I feel like that's the thing. I definitely still sing in the shower. It's not great, but.
Yeah,
What do you
just
guys do
having
in the
that
shower?
space, like feeling you're free.
Other than
shower,
wash your
World
shelf.
will never
I mean,
know.
your
Wash each
shelf.
other.
Your shelf.
Your shelf. Help him.
Well done.
Wait, before you do that, help him exit. If you take this.
Yeah, I mean,
What do you do in the shower, Brian? Do you
Crank
do you
down.
sing? He practices his cartwheel farts in the
impressive.
shower.
Just standing in one place.
Because I mean, if you can cartwell fart in the shower, you can pretty
do
much
anything.
do it
True,
anywhere.
yeah.
What don't I do in
Oh.
the shower?
You're like Ip Man. Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
Sometimes I
that's
sing.
my deepest thinking happens in
yeah.
the shower, and then I end up in there for
want,
like
like, a
way longer than I
waterproof
planned, because it's like
notepad.
the only place where I feel like I really just like have that space to just. I don't know. I mean, I don't really feel like there's anything attributed to it, but it just something about the water
thinking.
hitting my
I'm
head or
quick.
something.
Quick in the shower.
I
Oh,
can be.
I am
if
not
I'm
a quick-
very purposeful about it. but-
I try to be eco-friendly in other areas of my life, because when it comes to a shower, like I'll be like, this is a quick one.
I think more on the John.
30 minutes is like a quick shower for me. It's not good.
Yeah, I would think more on the John than I would on the in the shower.
Yeah.
See, that's where I'm quick.
Oh,
Because like
I've never seen anyone quicker than you taking
I'm
a
kind
shit.
of quick.
Thank you,
We
dude.
could
I
have some-
really
Thanks.
appreciate
I
have
you
a
It's
saying
impressive.
that.
Like
Really
you
appreciate-
shit faster than I piss. It's
I really
amazing.
appreciate you saying that. And I mean, like,
Poop.
I love
In
that
and
about
out,
you.
in and out, efficient.
Yeah.
see, I know when I have
Love
to
that for
go.
you.
I know when I have to go, and also I don't, and I can't hate on anyone, but I also don't understand the purpose of like sitting on top of your shit, like
Okay.
just like
Yeah, I see that. I see that.
for a long time. I'm just like, okay, let's get this away from me.
Self-deprecation, man.
Unless you're having some like constipation issues, like then it's like okay.
I don't
you're
get
there.
that,
I
though.
don't either, but like
Yeah.
I'm like boom boom and I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm a fast
that's where
pooper
I'm
too.
at, yeah. And then the my tushy.
The longest
shout out to
part is
my
washing my
tushy.
hands, to
Dude,
be honest.
Could be
the
argued.
bidet has changed our life.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
the
Same.
bidet
Nice.
is.
Oh, yeah, when I was checking on Floki the other day, I walked past the bathroom like, nice.
Bidet.
Yeah, did you see that shit? Yeah.
That's a new. That's a
But
new.
I like-
That's a new 20.
It's called a butt buddy.
Yeah.
Butt buddy.
Yeah, that's what it is.
2021.
Holla at your boy, 30
brought us
bucks.
a bidet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, okay.
I want to
so
get the
it's very
tushy
recent.
though.
It's very recent.
Yeah,
Well,
I want the tushy.
no, it was before Christmas.
Do you guys have
2020.
the
2020 brought
the
us.
warm option?
No, it's
I
straight
wish.
Did
cold.
you say worm?
Yeah. Warm.
And then if you,
Deworming.
Worm option?
we got a front option
We have a
too. We got a
deworming.
front option and a back option, dude.
Oh, so you can hit your balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hit my balls,
I hit
but it's
mine,
supposed to
too.
be for the feminine side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just shoot it straight at my dick, please.
Yeah.
I mean, it
yeah, it's like,
honestly, it depends on where you sit, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes I
that's
gotta
fair.
get a little bit
It's
of
your
angle
seating
in there.
Yeah,
position
same.
that
Yeah,
matters
Oh,
most.
okay, you do a
gotta,
little
like,
shimmy.
Yeah.
Slide to the side.
I know
and
we
make
just
sure I'm
kind
not
of we
hitting
set the
cheeks.
angle on it and set
So
it
I
and
wish-
forget it.
I
Bronco.
still kind of use the same amount of toilet paper though, if I'm honest. Like,
Honestly, I just wish that it.
I mean, I don't use as much because I feel a little bit cleaner.
I wish that the
you know,
like toilet
if I
seat
full blast that shit.
itself was heated. That's what I wish.
Yeah, that would be nice. But
If I could
to
have a
your point,
heated
Brian, I
toilet
think
seat.
it's even if you use the same amount of toilet paper, it's more for the drying
Yeah.
than for like pushing and smearing poop all over your.
Yeah,
ass.
now we
So
got the
true, so
cleaning.
true. I don't like
Yeah.
that smear part. That sounds just bad.
And that's what we were doing for.
Poop and
30
smear.
years.
No.
Yeah, man.
I don't like smeary poop.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Especially on the.
Yeah. What am I, a bagel?
Basically,
An everything bagel.
an everything bagel. Ooh, you've ruined it for me.
What am I, a fucking
I'll
bagel?
never eat a bagel again.
Yeah, you will.
No, I
And you'll
won't.
think you're gonna think about Eli wiping his ass.
Oh,
You're gonna enjoy it.
jeez.
You're gonna love every minute of it.
You're gonna fucking
Never
love
spreading a bagel
it.
again.
You're gonna remember this conversation about
Yeah.
blasting butt.
I think that's the big. That's the big.
Butt
That's the big
blasting.
one. Yeah, just knowing that it's like actual. You're just drying. It's more like you're using this to do the drying part rather than like
Yeah, I mean-
the whole thing.
I thought the whole bidet thing, man. The first time I saw a bidet was like in Mexico when I was in like a nice hotel. I was like, oh wow, this is for like the ritzy folks. Like,
This is for only the affluent.
Yeah.
The
We're
affluent,
pretty rich now.
I guess.
All inclusive.
Now I can splash water
This
on
is for
myself.
all-inclusive folks.
You know, at
No,
the
yeah, I'm
the
serious.
off resort option, you know, you got a guy. If you give him $10, he'll shoot you in the
spray
butt
your
with a
butt.
super soaker if you want.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I thought
From his
I thought it was a rich thing, and I was like, yo, now I can have it in my own
Like a
home
fish.
for $30. I was like, fuck
Yeah.
yeah,
I
let's
got
go.
this.
30.
Nice.
Nice.
It's pretty.
price,
Yeah, I think we
That's
got like a Black
legit.
Friday
we
deal.
splashed the cash.
Yeah, and I gotta.
Splash.
I mean,
Well, I mean, I want the tushy because it's better and it's got that bamboo.
Oh,
Bamboo.
See that
you
bam-
can
those
choose.
bamboo
Yeah,
nozzles.
you
Yeah,
can
we got
choose
those
different
bamboo
knobs.
knobs.
Upgrading.
Those
You
are
can
some
choose
nice.
different
Those are some
knobs.
nice
Going bamboo.
knobs.
Yeah, we felt pretty good about the bamboo
Fuck
shit
yeah, dude.
choice. But I will say, and I'm kind of disappointed. Like I
I
listen
can
to
do
a lot
it.
of podcasts, and
About poop.
About poop?
I listen to a lot of podcasts, and the thing is,
I'm really
they.
stretched to the extreme.
Oh,
here.
yeah, sorry.
We can also do this.
Oh,
Oh, that's nice.
you know.
fucking game changer.
Yeah, you know.
I just hit something.
I mean, after an hour of
gonna go like
pretending
this.
like I
I
have
hit
a
one of
good
these volume
posture.
guys.
Oh, that's okay.
Okay,
That's
cool.
just,
Edit
that's just
me
how
out.
we hear it in our
Okay.
headphones.
Oh, now I'm good, dude. I could
Yeah.
talk for a whole another 3 hours.
I know.
There we
We're
go.
almost
Can you
2 hours.
edit me out the first hour?
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna start over, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we weren't fucking recording.
Ah,
Yeah, that's
We're
okay.
the best.
Yeah, it's Steve Jobs audio only. But yeah,
If Brian could demonstrate a cartwheel fart real quick.
that would be great.
You never know, man.
The I listen to a lot of podcasts, and a lot of them are sponsored by my Tushy. So I wish I would have had the wherewithal to punch in a discount code
Hell yeah.
before we. But I mean, you know,
Fuck
it's
yeah.
negligible. We split it halvesies. We
Can you do it? Can you do it after the fact? Can you be like throw in a little tushy
right
link?
now probably not.
Just
But it's okay.
Just
I
in
mean,
case the tushy link will be on the description.
Just in case.
I'm
Right there.
I don't need the discount.
Check the link.
You can PayPal me.
Yeah, but I mean, it's definitely a game changer. I had no idea what I was missing until the bidet touched.
It's
my
a nice.
rumper.
Yeah, it's a nice touch. Let's put it that
Oh,
way.
bidet
I
in
remember
the
the
butt.
first time we ever. Where was I?
It's a little different
was your
though.
first
I mean,
bidet?
it's like why would I
Here,
splash
remember.
water in there? It's
No,
just,
it was
mine was
one
here.
time. Oh, yours. I thought.
Yeah,
There
mine
was
here.
one time.
I felt different, dude. I was like,
I did
what
the
is
weak
this?
stream. The weird one is like when you put the full blast and it goes like in your butt, and then you like push the
Oh,
water back
yeah.
in your butt.
My first one, I had Joey and Alicia.
kinda
Their
like it.
first one, they had a
Yeah,
heated
that's
one.
fair.
No,
Full
that
blast.
that was in Mexico.
Was that in Mexico?
They had heated ones like legit in the lobby.
Yeah, that's true. In the
That was
lobby.
Cancun.
Never mind.
Wait, they had bidets in the lobby.
Yeah.
What?
That's
Like
what I was
no
saying.
doors.
That's what I was saying.
Hold door.
Yeah, hold the door. Hold the door.
You know, like in the lobby bathroom, they had bidets.
Oh, not like
In the
lot.
yeah, literally at the
Dude,
front desk.
I want to go back to Mexico so bad.
I'm not going.
Just
Sweet
for the
travels.
bidets.
Yeah, you gotta take the doors off if you want me to show up.
I'm gonna sell bidets to airplanes now.
Speaking of traveling, though, Hawaii.
Yeah.
yo,
going there in May.
yo, that's what's up.
Secretly want to murder you.
Yeah,
but
dude,
it's
me too.
fine.
You can.
Me too. We want to go with you. It's
Yeah.
bullshit.
There's
Put
been
us
some
in
depression
your
lately,
bags.
So if you want to kill me,
Yeah, well,
There's
we can
been.
depress
Race
each other
me
in
to it.
Hawaii.
Well, honestly, if
Kauai is.
if COVID stole one thing from me
It was Hawaii.
upon multiple,
Well, we had our
things, fuck you,
freaking Airbnb.
COVID.
We had everything ready and locked to
But
go.
they stole because COVID's people.
yeah.
They stole Hawaii.
No, it
from
was
me.
that quarantine that did it because we
See,
couldn't
that's-
afford 14 days.
Yeah, we're
somewhere.
like, we
It's
can't be there for 18 weeks.
See, we do
Oh
have,
my-
we do, and Kauai is different
Because
than
it's
the
small.
other
yeah,
islands.
they have different rules.
But we do have to bubble for
How
3
many
days.
3.
Oh,
it
do
used to be
ya?
14.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even get
It
that.
was
yeah,
it was
okay.
14 in August when we were
That's
supposed to
wild.
go.
Yeah.
So what did they do? They just been like, okay, when you get
They
in there, just
choose-
kind of just.
There are like specific hotels.
Yeah, you
that
have
they use
quarantine
as
hotels.
quarantine
Oh.
hotels. So you test before you fly, you test when you land, and then you go into this.
So if
bubble
you test,
hotel.
why do you have to quarantine?
Exactly.
In case.
I
Ju-
mean,
just to
I
get-
don't know.
well, I feel like
but
those
it's
rapid
it's
tests.
a Marriott, and Kirsten.
I thought you were
hooked
gonna be
it
like,
all
"It's
up for us,
America."
so-
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't
Yeah, no,
matter.
I get
What I'm
you.
really excited about is just being able to take, just to.
Oh
For
yeah,
sure.
no, for
So-
sure. I mean, I think our whole thing was when it was like really like hardcore.
Yeah, this was in August.
Sorry, I was like when it was
Brian fell asleep.
yeah, no, yeah,
mid-sentence.
yeah.
He has narcolepsy. We
Yeah.
haven't talked about it yet.
But it was really hardcore. I didn't want to
It's
spend
like
so
some
much
dead
money.
people.
No, I was just saying I didn't want to spend so much money and then have to wear masks, like and be like so crazy.
And
not
like
even
there
going out
was
to the
no.
restaurant. Is something funny? Is me falling asleep? And it's
No,
something.
I think you slept through.
Oh, no,
joke.
Oh.
Oh. No. Sorry.
No, it's the
Yeah,
quarantine that got me.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll still wear. And even if we're wearing masks, at least we're like, not working. That's the
At least I'm
biggest
not a worker.
That's the biggest thing. It's gonna be good, and we're going with her mom and her brother too.
Oh, cool.
So it'll be like a nice
Very
And
fun.
with
family
Brian and
trip.
Chelsea.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, next
Sign
time,
us up.
right.
Where are you going, May?
Yes. I don't know exactly the dates, but I also don't care.
probably
I'm just
hit up
gonna
Mexico
disappear
first.
from work.
Tulum?
If I'm still
Tulum.
working, I'll just quit.
Tulum, Mexico. That's where we're.
Tulum.
Tulum.
Dude, I love Mexico.
That's where we're
dude.
going next.
I love Mexico.
All inclusive?
Yeah.
I
A barrel
hope
star,
so.
maybe.
Bidets?
You can only hope.
Everything bagels.
I'll.
Continental breakfast.
Cream cheese.
Honestly, I never
please.
want to eat a bagel again.
Yeah, you're gonna forget about that the next time you go to order a bagel. A
Oh,
week from now.
God.
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks. 2 days.
Tomorrow morning.
I don't know. That's one thing we do
Oh,
right
yeah,
is
everything we
vacationing, though, man.
What we
Yeah.
do right.
Oh yeah.
See,
Oh
and
yeah, we're
that's-
good
yeah.
vacationers.
For sure.
Yeah, you guys just went to Florida last
dude.
week. You
Yeah.
know,
Love it. I love
Oh,
it. Shout out to
yeah.
Brandon.
I haven't been anywhere, and
I know we've gone rogue.
like I haven't. I mean, and
Everyone
I
was
guess,
like, "I'm so
it's
jealous."
Not,
I'm like,
it's
"I'm
not
so
crazy.
sorry."
It's not crazy. It's not crazy.
but
It's
it's
not.
also
We're alive.
It's also something.
It's not
It's
crazy.
just something different. Like, I you know,
Just
I
seems so awkward and frowned upon right now that it's not.
well,
fun
especially when you
talk
go to
about.
Florida. It's
Yeah, Florida. Of all
Florida
places.
seems to
We're
have this-
So
Yeah.
sorry.
Florida seems to have this notion that like I
like
don't know.
Texas. Like
Yeah.
It's Wild West.
Yeah, it's like the Wild West. down
Don't
there.
tread on me.
But to be
Nice.
honest, it was like a flashback in time.
When I
was
talked to
kinda
my,
nice.
when I mean, I guess
Chongus.
it's been a while. Like we did Zoom Christmas with my family in Michigan, but like I think she just wants to make it up to her perch.
No, she wants to give up.
Careful with the wire there. She's probably gonna pull your head. Oh, okay.
What are you doing? What are you doing, John?
Careful. What are you doing? Oh god. Oh yeah.
Good save.
Oh nice.
Good save.
Very good save. Oh my gosh. Wow.
John, what are you doing?
Yeah. Sorry.
Chongus.
She's all over the map, but she just
Get in
wants
your
the
spot.
love. She just wants the love. Yeah, like the last time I actually had a serious conversation with my dad about it, it was more just like, don't come home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's how part of our family felt, and we're like, we're doing it.
Yeah.
You can love us or you can't.
I guess, there's
Then they couldn't resist us.
part of me that's just like, I'm not really missing out on too much by not going to Michigan right now. But with that said, Jordan is very interested in making his way out here sometime this summer.
Oh yeah.
Which
Dude, I
would
love
be
Jordan.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
Such a
there's
good
plenty
dude.
of his shit in the garage that he needs to move. So.
He needs to get, so.
And Jordan, I love you. I think he's a regular listener of this podcast.
Dude,
so
he's
if you made it this far, don't worry,
Dude.
man.
Shout out to Jordan.
Jordan's my boy. He hooked us up. He's my dude.
Yeah.
I do love Jordan.
Yeah. I love hearing that too, because it's just one of those things that I really
Good dude.
identify with, whereas like in terms
Genuine-
of the Bentons,
Yeah.
Peter's
Genuine
like
guy.
my guy,
Sure.
whereas like the masses are like, oh, Alex. And I love Alex
Oh,
too.
dude,
I mean,
Alex and
shout out
Peter,
to
man.
Alex, but
I
like
love 'em both.
Peter is like that real shit, and when I
Yep.
think of Peter, I think like that's like Jordan, and when people are like, I love Jordan, I'm like, yeah,
I mean,
get that.
yeah,
Real good
even
dude.
Alex,
Yeah.
their parents even are super cool.
For
you know,
sure.
it's like everybody's real
My
legit.
dad was good friends with their uncle
Okay.
in
Yeah.
college
Cool.
before we ever moved to
Oh, wow.
Portage,
Oh,
and
shit.
they
Small
were my
world.
first friends when
Small
I
world.
moved to
Oh,
Portage.
that's
And
wow.
he was
weird.
like, "Are they related? Is he related to Pat?"
Yeah.
And wait, no, that's not right. Pat is their dad. I don't remember. Tim.
Yeah.
Are they
Okay.
related to Tim? I was like, I don't know.
Tim
I asked him, and
Benton.
they're like, yeah, that's our uncle. And Tim looks
Tom?
just like their dad, too.
Dude, that's
but-
so crazy, man. To think
That's
about
wild.
like us and like the friends that like our parents have had. Like Joe Hackelman,
Yeah.
my boy.
I actually,
dude,
Okay.
he's so cool.
yeah, I got
Yeah.
him into fights
Been
a
a-
lot.
It's been a while since I connected.
His choice.
Oh, dude, it's been a while, but like his dad and my dad were friends at one point, and it's just crazy to think that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I like Joe a lot. He's a
Yeah.
great dude. I see him stunting on Facebook
Hell yeah.
nowadays. It looks like he's in some sort of like jail or something, but whatever, dude. He's stunting.
Dude.
And I love you, Joe.
Yeah,
But
he's always
when
been
we
a good
were in
dude.
middle school, he was like, he would say things like, shove me into this kid so I can fight him. And I would. So I would like push him and he would run into somebody else and then he would like blame it on them and then start fighting. So that was, I
Dude,
mean,
the
shout
cla-
out to
the-
Joe
the
though. I
classic
mean,
stuff, yeah.
with that said, he must have had a tough time like growing up. I
Yeah.
mean, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
Being an adult.
only answer
Oh, dude.
for that.
Oh,
But
yeah.
but he's a super dope dude.
Yep.
So yeah, I get that. I get that. But it is interesting, and I mean, I guess especially because I didn't live in Portage growing up. I just
Same.
appeared in Portage, and then I just
Same.
For sure.
just like Chelsea,
Yeah,
just
man.
became friends with Peter, and
Just-
just like Chelsea.
Yeah.
But yeah, to think like, oh wow, my dad was like good friends with.
Same.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've always had some cool. I mean, I thought we've always had cool people in our school too. Just like everybody has always been.
It is interesting. Yeah, definitely.
Everything's been pretty, pretty even keel.
Yeah,
I
think
can only talk about Portage Central Elementary.
Port Essential.
I didn't have any experience
Well, I
there.
got-
That was before my time.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, you weren't there in school, but like yeah.
I had, that's where my internship was, though.
Oh, okay, nice.
Taught second grade.
Yeah, I shadowed for like a day. at
Pretended to teach
Portage Middle
second
and
grade.
Decided I was done. It's like,
Same.
oh yeah, I
as
don't
soon as
wanna
I
be a
had,
teacher.
as soon as I had my internship, I'm like, well, it's too late. So
Isn't that the thing? Yeah, I
Ugh.
yeah. The internship
glad
comes
I-
at like
I
the
could-
very end
Why do
of
they-
the scholastic. It's for money.
yeah, I was
For
gonna say,
sure.
I know, I was gonna be like, why do they do that? Now I know.
Because
but
like the experience is the biggest thing. That's something I learned pretty quickly too, and just like going through grad school
Well, that's
and
the thing,
having
they
to
don't-
do an internship.
yeah,
just
but
like-
well, they make it like when it's on like paper or like in a textbook, they make it seem like it's something different. Like even with, I mean, I don't know what it is like for therapy, but for like teaching, it's like, oh, you write all these lessons plan, you have these like lesson plans and like freedom, and then you get in there and it's like it's fucking scripted.
Yeah.
It's literally like teacher says, student says,
See,
teacher says, and I'm like, I cannot be a part of this.
that doesn't go.
Yeah, and I mean, and it really takes like being in that position to understand. Like, what
I had to experience that, but I wish
Yeah.
that I wouldn't have experienced that after 4 years of
That's
very expensive college.
I know, and I feel kind of fortunate in that like I shadowed, but I was working at a daycare, and like even like during the summers I was working with kids middle school aged, which was the age range that I wanted to teach when I was going through undergrad. And I was like,
Is this TLC?
No,
The
Nazarene
Looking
We Care Center.
TLG. Sorry,
wow.
the Looking Glass.
Nazarene We Care Center.
Holy crap!
Yeah, you were there. You were at
The
Looking
Looking
Glass.
But you, was
I was
it
at
Chelsea?
Nazarene.
Chelsea Holmes.
Yeah.
Chelsea Holmes.
We just like
Was
met
at
each other in
TLG.
short buses. Like we would pick.
Okay,
I had
she
my
was at
short bus. She had
TLG.
her short bus, and we picked up kids from Madawan school.
Okay, I forgot
at the
about
same
that. Yeah, I
time.
forgot because I never overlapped with Chelsea, but she.
Yeah, but I worked at a different place, and I was like, oh, okay. Like once you get the experience, at least for me, that's when I was like, okay, that's not for me. But it took getting to that point, getting the experience, and that's when I was like, okay, so if I drop all of the education specific classwork that I would have to do, I could graduate a year early.
Oh, okay. See, yeah.
So then I was like, okay, I'll have this English literature degree.
See, mine was like, mine was like, oh, love kids, love doing this. I just didn't love the control of teaching. Like, it legit is like, you read this, they say this, you read this, don't actually care about the kid kind of thing. And like, and so then it made me, I mean, now I think about it, like I should have, I just didn't understand that there was like other things that you could do that were like kid related. Like, I didn't understand that like, maybe I could be like a good speech pathologist or like an occupational therapist or something down that line where I could just like work with kids. Like teaching felt like, oh, I could teach kids, but like teaching the way you picture it it's not really how it is.
It's one of my biggest resentments too. Is
And like
that.
Yeah, but like going through it, I'm like, I will homeschool my kids. I will not put them through this.
Yeah, fair.
And like I never liked school because it was just very like, follow the rules, sit still. Yeah. Remember this. And it was never about like what you care about, and
it was just all based on experience, and for me it was just literally
nothing
like
important.
I feel like it was all cursive, and I never fucking used cursive
Yeah,
again.
no one fucking cares.
No, I'm serious. Like half my like 3 through 5th grade was cursive, and I'm like, good.
literally
Graded on
only
that shit.
second grade.
Yeah, I
indicator
remember
was
them
cursive.
saying that shit too in 3rd grade. They're
This is
like,
gonna be a big part
you
of your
have
life.
to,
Yeah.
you have to learn this. Like all
You're
your
gonna-
papers in
Yo.
6th grade on are all going to be in cursive.
Oh yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
so
good luck with your
goddamn
You
thing.
need to sign your
Yeah.
shit in cursive.
Yeah,
And
that
then now
wasn't
it's all
for
like,
me.
literally I signed for something
I don't
today
sign
on
for
an
it.
iPad.
Yeah.
And I just fucking scribbled shit. And I was like, yeah, that looks good.
I was
It looks
thinking about
different
this
every time.
just the other day. When I was in 1st grade, I knew how to read. And
yeah.
Hell yeah.
And
Hell yeah.
and I don't know how that
Hell
came
yeah.
about, but so many of my classmates didn't. And so what I would do is when it came to the portion of the day where we were just reading, I would go to the bathroom, which was in the classroom, like just a single bathroom.
Yeah.
I would go in there and pretend I was Street Fighter fighting to myself.
To ignore it.
And one day my teacher stopped me as I was coming into class, and she was like, I recognize that when we're going through reading, you go into the bathroom and you stay there. I would really like it if you could stay in class. And for me, it wasn't that I felt uncomfortable reading. It was literally that I was pissed off that kids didn't know how to read.
Yeah, you're like, I'm above
I
this.
was like, you're stuttering, you're slow.
Today, Junior.
I gotta get out.
I want to throw Hayukins full force in the bathroom.
Just in there, like,
Much better.
It was Blanca.
get better at reading, motherfucker.
It was Blanca, just electricity filled and everything, and just like standing on the toilet, literally.
Oh
just,
my
like,
god.
And there were like 2 windows, which is actually kind of perverted and creepy.
2
but
windows.
Yeah.
One in, one out.
No, just like one up here and then like one mid-level. But yeah,
Periscope.
I remember that and just feeling like I don't know, like I don't need this, so why am I doing this? And
Fair.
I don't know.
Well, now
if
you're
I-
expected to read before you're 3, so.
Really?
Oh my god, it's insane.
And I probably could.
Kindergarten is not kindergarten anymore.
Honestly,
Dude,
probably-
kindergarten
It's
was
not the way-
daycare for me.
Yeah, it's not the way you remember it. I'll tell
Yeah.
you that.
we had like set.
You get 20 minutes
things.
to play on Friday.
I remember.
And I'm like, these kids are 5.
Mm.
Let them be 5.
Yeah.
There are.
But
I don't
also,
know. I would love to have my own. I would love to start my own
yeah,
school.
those
You're right.
5-year-olds would piss Eli off when they couldn't read. You know, so
Yeah, but like 5 is kindergarten. Like
I was
yeah.
4. I was always the youngest kid in my
Same.
grade.
Yeah, no,
so
I feel ya.
that, but still.
But even
yeah,
like kindergarten for me, like I remember having like playtime and snack. Like that's what I remember about kindergarten.
Yeah,
I don't remember shit about kindergarten except for playing outside.
I
I
remember.
actually have like a really good memory. Like I accidentally like knocked down our like bookshelf, and the teacher got really mad and made me pick it up in front of everyone.
Wow.
Scarred.
Yeah.
Public shaming.
Public shaming at its
Hell yeah.
finest.
Wasn't
I'm
that
all about that.
I mean,
that blue song? That blue I was.
that's why my
divided
motto
by or
is
something?
accidents
Eiffel
happen.
62.
It's about public shaming.
Yeah, dude. I remember that song came out around that time because we were
Really?
That was
I swear.
1997.
Sorry, what?
I think
I
we were.
swear.
I think we were in
Wow.
second grade.
Wasn't
Good
it?
It
memory.
was 1997 when that song came out.
Dude, it was
Jesus.
crazy
I
because
mean, also
Is that
for
second
you,
grade?
Nick,
Thank you.
crazy memory. But
yeah,
1997.
I remember that song coming out, and I remember like
I mean, some of us are older than others, but who's
I
counting?
don't know, that was the jam. That was the jam.
I remember Pokemon being. I think I was in third. Well, we would have been in third grade when
Not to
Pokemon
disclude
came
anyone.
around, and I remember like
Blue
that was
version.
like such a pivotal moment in my childhood. But yeah, like getting a Game Boy, playing that,
that's
getting
when you
the
learned
cards.
how to read.
That's when I learned how to read. Pretty
Push
much just
out,
whatever
push
was on the
out.
Pokemon cards. Let's see, Eiffel.
Yeah.
60
Experience
man.
is such a big thing, though. I think that's like really the main thing, and I try to
Whoa.
tell people that too. You know, like at least in the therapy setting, it's like people just put so much weight on these expectations to
Yeah.
just do the thing because that's what they had committed to at one point. But it's like if it doesn't make you happy, then what's the point?
For
and
sure.
really sticking with it. So
98,
100.
excuse me.
I feel very
98
fortunate.
degrees?
1998.
Yes.
Oh.
I feel
Nick,
very
what's your-
fortunate in that I didn't stick with it because for me, it was literally like, okay, my experience thus far is school. So it makes sense that I would want to work in a school. Also, my mom was a school counselor. My dad was a school counselor. They worked in schools. So all
like,
I
this
knew.
is what I see. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I thought the hardest time in my life was middle school. That's when I moved to Portage. I had a hard time. I got in a lot of fights the first 2 years that I was living there. Damian Tejada, rest in peace, but also
Crazy.
fought him a lot.
Crazy.
Like these were my experiences, and I remember just like if I remember thinking like if I had some sort of reason at that age, like if I had somebody who like really supported me and understood me at that age, then it would have helped a lot. So then I was like, okay, so now my goal is become a middle school teacher. What is the subject that I feel most confident with? English. So then become a
'cause
middle
you have to
school
pick-
English
You
teacher.
have to pick subjects.
Yeah. And it's not like, okay, I mean, shout out to Brian because you went to business school, right?
So, yeah.
Yeah. And like, that wasn't something that I would ever think of because it's not like I didn't have this idea that like I could use that, right?
Yep.
It's just my experience thus far was school, difficulties in middle school. I'm good at English, so I guess I will
This
do
is what I'll
this.
do. Yeah.
Yep.
But man, if I could
Well,
talk
that's
to
the-
myself, intercept myself, I would have
That's
gone
the
to
trouble.
community college. I would
But
have
we were
paid
also
way
17.
less. Yeah.
or you know,
Yeah,
17,
I was
18.
17 when I
17 at
moved
the
into the
time.
dorms.
It is very like I don't understand why we make these decisions at such a young age.
Yeah, it's just
That's
it's
crazy
ridiculous.
to me,
I
too.
had that
Such a child.
at one point in our life where we have to ask permission to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
We're
And then
like, I'm gonna do
2 months later, we're out on our own. We're
Yeah,
like, all right,
and it's like decide what you
figure your
want to
shit
do
out.
for your rest of your life. And like I get it. Maybe like the first
Yeah.
2 years it's like prereqs and shit.
take on this
I can't
40,
remember
50,
what
But they are
$60,000
still-
debt.
Yeah,
and figure
yeah.
out what
Like
we
I'm
wanna
just
do.
gonna decide this. Like, ugh, I kind of want to like.
I thought I
shoot
was smart at
17-year-old me
17.
behind the shed or something.
I thought I
but,
knew
like,
what was going on.
Yeah.
You know.
Same. You know,
You
and
know, I-
like
I
you're
thought I had a
supposed
clue.
to, right? Like
Yeah.
everybody expects you to know what
I
you're
mean, I
gonna
thought
do.
I was hostile. You know, coming into 18,
Well, and
you're
you
like,
think that you and that's the
I
thing.
buy
Like
cigars,
you
get
think
the fuck
that
out
you
of my
know.
way.
Like I felt very confident, and I thought that I knew. And then you get in these experiences, and you're like, no.
Yeah.
even
Hard
now,
pass. Hard
even
pass
now,
on
I'm like,
that.
holy shit.
But
there's
4
some-
years later, right? Like you're 21, and then you realize, like, oh,
Yeah,
I don't
hard pass,
actually
and I've already
know.
committed to a lot of this.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, this
Same thing.
is-
I just didn't realize there was other things.
But
This
I
is
mean,
a-
that your degree, at least, Brian, is useful.
Dude, mine's so basic though. You
But
know, just-
Yeah,
at
but
the same
still,
time,
like,
I guess,
General me into a
okay,
job.
if I could twist this around,
yeah.
if you decided at this age with a goal to go to school for business, it would mean so much more
Oh, yeah,
than like
Also,
just going
picture
through
yourself
the
now
steps.
with an elementary ed degree
Yeah,
and just walk yourself through life.
yeah, dude.
Dude, I would
Finger
have
painting.
done a lot of things
That's
different.
my life.
I would have done a lot of things different. I would definitely been a chiropractor or some shit.
Wow,
No, Brian should
I
go.
wouldn't have gone. I wouldn't have gone.
Brian
to
should be a
college.
chiropractor.
I would have done that.
It's not too late.
Cool.
It's
It's
not
not
too
too
late.
late, but
Still
it's
do that.
fucking too late.
It's just like it seems like a lot. It's
Yeah.
not too late, but it fucking's too late.
Yeah, and I mean,
It might not be.
With that
I mean, if
said,
I wanted
like,
to, you know,
oh,
get
sorry,
to
go
school.
ahead.
No, it's,
With that said,
oh, sorry, I was gonna just, you know, pull back the foreskin
Yeah.
and go to me again, but you know,
I feel like I want to sneeze directly into this microphone.
don't do that. He already licked the shit out of it.
That's sanitary.
Yeah,
He's
I
a dog
went,
and he's perfect.
Yes, he is. I am not discounting that. I went back to school because I had this professional goal. You know, I went to grad school, 7 years after graduating from undergrad, because I was told, like, if you finish this program, we'll promote you into this position that I really, if I had that now, I would have loved it. But, you know, the naivete led me into it. Come to find out, you know, you graduate and they're like,
just got
oh,
this-
just kidding. You know.
Yeah.
No,
You
100%.
know,
yeah.
100%. I mean, that's
And
how you
I
feel when
had
you
that-
graduate the first time, too.
Yeah. But I had, you know, I thought I had this like legitimate reason to go back, and I thought that if I did complete this, it would qualify me for this position. Lo and behold, my boss, who wasn't qualified for it, who had less education than me, was like, well, since I'm the boss, I can just go ahead and do it while you're in school. And then when you finish school, I already have like so much of this work that there's none left for you. So then you're kind of stuck. So, and shout out to my mom, who actually, I mean, cancer brain, but she called me out for
Yeah.
being naive for this. And so it's like, it really woke me up to like, yeah, what is all of this for? And I feel fortunate in that like I can do therapy for people, but it also like it didn't require 3 extra years of school.
Right.
It's just like listening to people and hearing them, and you know.
But sometimes you have to have that, like, qualification, though, right?
But also in Colorado, you don't. Like you don't have to have a master's degree. You don't have to have a license.
Yeah,
You can
Colorado's
take
pretty
tests.
lenient about a lot
Yeah,
of things.
They're
like,
cracking down on that, and like I guess in a matter of like 3 or 4 years, if you don't have a master's degree in social work or psychology, by then you're no longer able to do it. But like,
okay. They do the same shit with, like, dietitian versus, like, nutritionist kind of thing.
Yeah.
but I also like, I mean, and I'm very honest with clients about this too, is like, is this really like what I want to do for the rest of my life? Even like, that's not why I went to school. It wasn't to become a therapist. It was to like, you know, be a case manager for older adults and like schedule, to take people to appointments, older adults, take them to their appointments, report back to their families. Like that was my goal. But it just so happens that I had this internship in a therapy office that turned into
that direction.
And I like it, but at the same time, like if I could just do story to record full time, that's what I would do. So I don't know.
I love that.
That's what you care about.
I love that.
Yeah. So it's interesting that it seems like education is the way to get you to this finish line, but then you feel that way, finish line, and you're
but there is no finish line.
Yeah, this isn't it.
And when you show up, the finish line's very different.
It's such a checkbox. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm hoping to have that conversation with my younger brother Gavin, because he's going to be turning 18.
Oh yeah.
In August.
Black Gavin.
Yeah.
So, is he headed off to school? What's his plan?
Well, he
just seems like that's the thing to do, and then you do it.
Right.
You know?
Well, I want to, because I mean, my mom and my stepdad are, I'm sure they're like pushing him to go to college and to, like start making decisions. Because it seems like that's
what you should do,
Right. And like that's what their generation did, and I have kind of inadvertently shown him another path through kind of what I've done, and like I got an associate's from...
Put all your money into Bitcoin.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
I just got like an associate's, took my time getting it over like 3 years or so, and then just took off and like went and like...
No, you should absolutely do that. I think you should push for that.
I mean, I think you should, before you start making life decisions like that, you should definitely have like a better idea of who you are.
Yes.
And you're 100%. Not going to figure that out when you're 18 or 19 or 22 or 23.
No, and you're also
take that time.
Not going to figure that out like just going to college. Like I mean, there are some experiences that you're going to have in college, but like the experiences that you could get from like traveling or
just time.
Or just time in general.
Thinking about it.
Yeah,
how did you go? Because like, you didn't take that conventional route. And even though like we lived together, you didn't just jump into a 4-year college. Yeah. And there's like, of course there's some stigma to that in itself, right? But like, what was it that kept you from doing that?
My parents offered me, they said you can either go to Western or you can go to KVCC. If you go to KVCC, we'll probably just like end up paying for it if you want to do that. Like, and then you can pay it for the last 2 years. Whatever school you transfer to, that's on you. But we'll pay for your like associate's degree to a community college or something like that. And I was like,
smart.
Like, okay. Well, and I looked at like a lot of the instructors that were at Western were also at KVCC. It's like, and it's the same fucking classes. I was taking like I was taking like business administration or something like that, or like applied sciences or something like that. And then, I got to be like,
I liked KVCC. I would take a couple, like, I would find out which ones that I could take at, like, while I was at Western.
Yeah.
I could take this class at KVCC and then transfer it over.
Yeah, for like a fraction of the price.
Yeah, I do that. I would do that all the time.
Kyle Shawhan did it right.
I love doing that.
Kyle Shawhan did it right. He did 2 years, and he was like...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I know, right? You know that guy. Yeah. But for real, though, he did it right because, like, we were in Britton Hadley or whatever. We were always in there, and he was there, like, almost every night.
Yep.
He got free parking at that one fucking
his
campus habitat,
mom
and then he just
worked
walked
for
right there.
Western, right?
That too, yeah. But, like, he just did community college, and then he did all the party. Like, he got all the party aspect that he could ever want from us, or, like, from, like, our little deal there, like, because he could come right up. I mean, I loved having him there, obviously.
I was doing the same kind of thing, too. I was just, like, hanging out at the dorms with you guys.
Why not, though? Like, I would have done it that way. I would have done it that way. If I had some friends that were...
I would have followed your route.
My dad fucked it up.
Huh?
My dad fucked it up.
Oh, really?
He was like, I'll pay for the dorms, move into the dorms. I wasn't planning.
Well,
okay. So, I guess, like...
Oh, we love you.
I was fully planning on... when I got out of high school, I would move in with my mom, because that was my entire goal for my entire life, was to move in with my mom, live with my mom. So that was the plan. Live with my mom, go to college. I think Randallion the Stallion so badly didn't want me to live with my mom that he was like, I'll pay for you to live in the dorms. Like, you should do that. It's part of the experience.
Yeah.
So
Well, maybe
last
that was it. Maybe
minute, like, I knew that Alex was planning to go in random. I knew that Peter was planning to go in random. So I talked to Alex, and Alex was like, yeah, we could live together. So this was like
Sarge.
just a few weeks. I mean, that was
holy
yeah.
cow.
And poor guy got his toothbrush.
The brunt of
Rest
it.
in peace.
Yeah.
But
His toothbrush. I don't even want to know.
yeah, you don't. But
I'm gonna let's just
Yeah.
leave that one to imagination.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Nah,
That's
I'm
better.
leaving it.
Yeah, Jason Shoe. Anyway.
Rhymes with boo.
Boo-hoo. Crybabies. Go home. Yeah, so anyway, my dad was like very pushing for me to live in the dorm rather than live with my mom. And so I did. I moved into the dorm. I did that. And then I remember after that year, I was planning to move in with my mom. You had a very convincing argument for me moving in with you guys in the point, which is fine. Like
What was that? What was the convincing
I don't
argument?
remember.
Or the best?
I mean,
Like,
he was
we
going
should
to-
just rage, bro.
He was going to
We should
business
just
school.
live together,
No,
bruh.
literally,
Dude.
at least Brian. I think you were involved too, but at least Brian,
Nick
like,
was barely
I
there.
literally like had them talk to my mom about it because like I just wanted to like my plan was just okay. I
That was
did
our
that.
first time.
Well, she only lived like 5 minutes from where we ended up living anyway.
Yeah,
you
and
were-
when I
you were
was
right
in
there,
the
would've been
dorms,
right there.
when I was in the dorms, I got 2 misdemeanors. So I ended up every weekend. I wasn't doing anything, so I would just go stay with her on the weekends.
And you're like,
anyway.
joke's on
Well,
you,
and Josh was
Dad.
there too.
Yeah, right. And Josh
Just
was
play
there
video
too.
games.
And so I was, and he was working with Pfizer, and he worked like second shift, so I didn't really get to like see him much anyway
Hospital
at that time.
beds.
But exactly.
Hello.
But yeah, no, like it was. After that, I moved in with you guys at the point, so I never ended up living with my mom again, which was like kind of my dad's goal. So he was like, "All right, if you move into this apartment, I'll pay your rent."
Yeah.
So it was just like, I don't know for certain, but it seemed like his way of keeping me from living with my mom. But like,
Seems intentional.
I did kind of want that simplicity of like, okay, I'm just gonna live here, and like,
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about money. I just like
No,
wanted to
yeah,
live
no,
with
I
my
never
mom,
thought about
but-
money at the time.
But if only I had thought about money in that way, where I was like, okay, I'll go to KVCC as well.
But see, you guys all
Yeah,
live
yeah.
so close. Like that wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have went to a different college.
Especially your mom's was so close right on West Main there, right?
Yeah, I mean, close.
like you
enough
guys
to
all
it,
could have
yeah.
lived at home and been.
Yeah,
I did the first year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My freshman year, I just lived.
and then
My
your
parents
parents
had
were
moved
like,
out to
I went to a
"We'll rent
community-
you our house."
I should have.
I went to community
I
college
forgot about that. I was like,
for a semester.
No,
Never forgot about
I
that.
lived in this
It was
house
kinda
for
forced upon
long
me.
enough. Thanks.
It was not by
16 years
choice.
ago.
Like, next to nothing. I was like,
I went to
like,
MCC.
You're like, fuck.
No fucking way.
I don't know. I should have done it. got
You know,
the
I did Macomb Community College for 1 semester, and then I went to Western.
I got the whole experience.
But
spiel.
I
I
should
gotta pee
have.
again, please.
Yeah, no, I got the whole experience. Spiel,
I should've-
like you should experience this, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you know.
Well, there's definitely something to be said.
But
for
you
that.
lived so close. Like I would have got the experience, but lived with my parents. Like I mean,
yeah, but like,
but you don't want that at the time. You want your own spot.
Right.
You know?
You've been.
want that
you've been
independence.
Pent
I
up
mean,
in
dude,
this
fucking
house for 18
Brandon
years.
Sir-
With your,
It is.
Brandon Sir and
I
Kmart
will
lived
give it to
together.
you. Like
Yeah.
Hilarious.
it is. What did you say?
Brandon Sir and Kmart had a dorm together.
Yeah.
Myself
That's
and Bryce had a
fucking funny.
dorm. So like we were like, I mean,
You guys
looking
were
back at
sweet
it now,
mates?
it's amazing because we all
Well,
were
yeah.
just smashing out or like just
No,
playing
It
video
and,
was
games.
like the complete
Nine
It
freedom.
is.
nine
It is.
fucking
It's,
time
it's
ever.
okay.
Yeah.
It's freedom, but is it worth
Yeah.
20 grand a year?
No.
I don't know.
I mean, you could get that.
I mean, I'm
somewhere
gonna be
else.
paying off my student loans until I die.
Maybe, but 20. I mean,
No, I
for
will be
how much fun we
dead.
fucking
I will
had,
be
though.
dead before my student loans.
Think
get
of how
paid
much
off.
stupid fun we had though, like just
Yeah, no.
random stupid stuff.
But like,
Yeah.
that's the thing is like,
And, like, the
could I?
shared-
But
Maybe
no,
it wasn't
but, like,
20 grand worth,
But
but
could
like,
I, like, have lived?
we don't
at
got
an
pockets when we gone.
I mean,
Come
I
on.
know it's different when you live in the dorms, obviously, and like, I wouldn't trade the dorm experience. I do
Sure.
love that, but
It was
would
good.
it have been different if like from there on out I just would have went to like KVCC and like lived in an apartment near Western?
Absolutely.
And that's what I should have done. And that's what I would probably encourage our kids to do is like, hey, you take freshman year and you go to the dorms and then you get the fuck out for
Yeah.
It's true.
because you can't, like, you guys, not everyone has the experience that, like, you guys have of, like, oh, I have friends that go to Western, and so I'm going to do this, and my friends will go to Western. Like, not everybody has that.
Yeah, true.
So my experience of, like, going to a community college was still living with my parents and, like, still not, like, that's why it becomes worth it, because you get your own life.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And I went in random. That's how I met Liz.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So
You were sweet
I
mates
went
with
in
her?
random as fuck. That's how I got
That is
Liz.
so
That's how I met Liz Geese.
Yeah.
So fucking
that was
funny.
that was definitely a huge part of it because the only 2 colleges that I applied for was Western and
I actually
Grand
was
Valley.
gonna go to Saginaw Valley.
I applied the state, but
Saginaw Valley
Yeah,
is a
I
big
did
teaching
too. I applied
college,
to
actually.
state.
Nobody
And so
said
is
shit to me,
Western,
though.
Yeah.
in all fairness.
So
and
is
that's
Western.
why I
Really
was
happy I
like,
didn't do
okay,
Maybe I
that.
didn't
mean,
follow through or some shit. I don't know.
If
Maybe I didn't get.
if that's the real motivation, then Western's not
But you
so
know,
bad.
would have never
because-
met this guy. So
Yeah, I mean,
that's why
Me
I'm like,
either.
I'm so glad I am so far in fucking student debt.
oh my
Yeah.
God, I went to
I mean-
grad school,
For me,
so
she went into
You
debt
have
for
no
me.
I went
idea.
into debt to meet Brian.
Yeah,
I needed.
I'm her debt.
I have paid for. I have paid for Brian.
Meanwhile,
Yeah, I'm paying for this
meanwhile,
the
you
rest
don't-
of my
Let's
fucking
be
life.
honest.
you don't have that, right?
No, thankfully.
Yeah,
Thankfully.
no.
Shout out to
I
my.
can't even imagine.
I honestly
What is
can't
that
imagine.
like to not have?
Well, my
I want to
dad.
stab him in his sleep.
My
every
dad
night
gave
of
me
my
a lot
life.
of. My dad
For
gave me a
life
lot of
insurance, so
love.
you
I
can
do.
pay
I
the
was
rest.
paying.
Yeah,
I was-
exactly. I just
was
want to
paying
murder
on-
you so I can use the life insurance money to pay off my student loan.
I was paying on that though while I was in school. I was putting like $2,300 at that shit at some of my payments, dude. I was
Yeah,
trying
but
to
like
go
you
on.
also
golf course
had.
I dude. No, I did not
But you,
have
Hella money.
yeah, okay. I will give
I
you.
did not have
wasn't
money.
working.
I just
But I will give you that. But you also had help. Like
no. I'm just what I'm saying.
Oh,
Like
like-
my dad for sure. Like put a huge check. Like he paid 75% of my shit. So
yeah,
and but I
Thank you, David.
I-
yeah. My
yeah.
parents were like, Sally Mae.
But I did put a lot. Like I mean, $3,000 back then was a lot of money to fork at shit. You know.
Oh, for sure.
And I gotta, Randall
That's that
and
upper
the
middle
Stallion.
class life, Brian.
Well,
That's
so
that
much.
upper
No,
middle.
that was all my money, man.
I
That's
love
upper
all
middle
my money.
class.
I love Randall and the Stallion, but I do have to say there was always this thing growing up where my dad and then my mom didn't have anything to do with this, but my dad always said, "I'll pay for a third. Your mom will pay for a third. You pay for a third." He signed me up for all the student loans and everything. When it came down to me having student loans, he just kind of like,
You're on your own, son.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so he gave me this car, and we created this payment plan, the Maserati. Very fancy. The Maserati. He gave me this
Specialty
car, and we
headlights.
created this, yes.
Honda Accord
Xenons.
beforehand?
Yeah. My stepmom gave me that to me, but like within 6 months, that thing was completely dead. So
What happened to it? I can't remember.
the transmission. I remember I took a left
Unlucky.
from,
How many miles was it like?
I don't remember
Shit.
exactly, but I God, what is the street that Nazarene We Care Center is on that crosses
Yeah.
the highway there that crosses
Oakland.
94?
Yeah.
Oakland, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oak something.
Oakland. Okay, so I turned from Oakland onto Millam, and in that turn, it was like my car just decided to like stop and then just doom, and just like jet forward, and I was like, that's not good. So transmission problem that would cost over $2,000,
Comfy
which
seats.
I mean, a V6 too. It was actually pretty nice, but it just died. Yeah. Where was I going? With this? I was talking about Randall and
the Maserati.
Thank you.
College.
So he gave me the
Student
Maserati, and we created this payment plan, and I paid it for a couple of months, and then I was just like, I'm not gonna pay this because like the amount we had agreed on was like around $10,000 for the car at that time, and he asked me about it, and I was like, you know, you always said that you would pay for a third of my college, and that never happened. So how about we call it a wash, and I just won't pay you anymore for this car.
Let's call it even.
He never said anything. He was like, all right. So that was it.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, okay.
Yeah, well done.
That's it.
Fair.
Yeah.
The art of the deal.
that is so true.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, and I mean, again, I love my dad a lot. Of
Get
course,
out.
we've had our hard times when I was growing up, and a lot of that was because I just felt such an alignment with my mom. But, part of that too was probably because the year that we started college was the year that this Great Depression hit, and like he lost his job, and like
That's crazy. That's when it hit, huh?
2008.
Yeah, we were.
What the shit?
We
Oh my God, yeah.
just gotten into college. We were like a month or two in when the
Yeah.
recession happened. I remember
Yeah.
like being in
good.
Brandon and Kyle's room, and like the news was on, and like,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
we're fucked, and we're like, oh,
Good time.
See, I
to
don't.
get a
I
degree.
barely remember that, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
My dad.
See, I would
was
tell
like,
my-
on the same job
I wasn't
for like
paying attention.
17
I'm gonna tell my
years,
kids-
and then got
I wasn't
let
paying
go.
attention.
Like, if it came to student loans, like if it were like the situation that I was
I was thinking
in,
about video games or some stupid shit.
I legit would be like,
great.
if
yeah, I
I
gave a
were,
shit about it for like 10
Oh,
minutes.
dude.
I was like,
Yeah, it's like, oh, stock market's down.
ah,
What the fuck is a stock market?
I would just feel like if I was
crypto.
my parent at the time, I'd be like, just go out of state, just rack that shit up, because it's just no different. You think that it makes a difference because you're like, oh, in state is cheaper.
Yeah, but also, where would you go? Like
Just fucking.
I always wanted to
I
go to
would have
Florida.
gone right
I
here.
wanted to
Like
go to
if
Florida.
I see college kids, like I would have fucking came to fucking CU.
Ugh.
You kidding me?
I thought about the out of state.
I would have been a CU fucking student.
Wasn't it always so much more
Such a
money to go out
mama's
of state,
boy.
right?
Yeah.
You were a mama's boy.
So, I mean, still, rest in peace, but still, yeah. I mean, like, all right, and
Oh yeah, well that's why I never like literally. My mom is still amazed that I live out here because like I wouldn't like even in high school like I was like I'm gonna go home now.
You wouldn't stay the night at anybody's place. You wouldn't stay the night.
I go
No
home.
sleepovers for Chelsea.
I'd like stay as late as I could, and then I'm like, okay, bye everyone. I'm gonna go sleep in my bed.
there's legitimacy.
I
to
mean,
that.
beds
it's
are
like-
important.
I've gotten more like that the older I've
I
gotten.
know I've been that way. I've been that way my whole
My bed's
life.
calling me.
And the only reason I don't go home to my bed, it's just like safety reasons. Like I can't drive,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Smart.
Like I might sleep on this couch tonight.
There's also a spare bed.
I might sleep in the spare bed.
You guys can definitely use.
But I feel like I would be like, oh hey, you should go out of state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or go
I didn't
like
have
go
that.
to fucking Germany.
Yeah.
Don't pay for school.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a huge one too. But
Wow.
it's also something that's like not really talked about.
Well, my
Yeah.
Yeah, I never
Like,
thought about that.
you
either.
can
My
just
aunt-
do that.
That's crazy.
lived in Kalamazoo the last
Slut.
couple years. The last couple years of my high school
So
experience.
unnecessary.
Slut.
Just so uncalled for. But if she was in Kalamazoo, she was doing Lafayette Street.
But she was like, hey,
Insta slut.
move. Like, it was like the last like couple years of high school. So she's like, move in with me. And then you get the Kalamazoo promise.
Oh yeah.
Highly regret not doing
Wait,
that.
can you? Is that
Oh yeah.
like
yeah.
you would have had to go through high school there though?
There's some sort of, it's like 2 years or something. It's like there's some sort of
When
rule.
they started it, I think it was like
At least
I think
high
you had
school.
to put in like a longer amount of time.
Yeah, so it might have not have worked out, but she was like all about it.
Yeah.
Real talk, I
thing
heard
was
that's still going
legit,
on.
Though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kalamazoo
So.
Promise is
It's
still
there's-
It's
happening.
like a
That's
Pfizer funded thing.
Fucking
Bro.
crazy.
They're still.
Yeah, I'm sure like
Pulling.
'Cause we were
it's
home
like the
for-
family that owns like the Upjohn family and like the people that
Yeah,
own
we-
Stryker. And,
We were
like,
home for Christmas.
I'm just
and
gonna pay for everyone's tuition.
We were
That's
home
my
for
goal.
Christmas and
That's-
we were
It's
looking
fucking
at
amazing, man.
What the fuck?
houses because like Colorado houses fucking blow
Yeah.
day.
Oh
It makes you
my
feel like
God.
complete shit when you're looking
Housing
for a house.
Hunters is not. It's a scam.
It's a scam.
That
Housing hunters?
or no or how like HGTV. What am I saying?
No,
here?
it's not a scam. It's just dependent on the area.
It's a scam. They pick their house out first, and then they go and act
That's
like
not
they
a
got three
scam.
houses.
Oh, the
no, that
three?
is the show.
The three?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already have.
I thought they were just like, oh, in a weekend I'm gonna find 3 houses and just
Also,
Brian,
twirl
it's a
my thumbs and pick from.
Brian, it's a
It's
TV
hilarious.
show.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know,
that's
Way to-
the
hey,
thing.
hey,
Way to
hey,
Don't
get-
get people's
hey.
hopes up, Kate.
Yeah,
Way to
it's
get
a TV
got.
show, but I'm the populace here.
That show is hilarious. So the
Way
idea
to
that
get
your
got.
realtor
Oh, yeah.
picks 3 places and you choose
From
one.
3. This is how
They're gonna go home, eat their-
buying
fight for a
works.
They're gonna
whiff
eat
of a
their
house
they're gonna
out
eat
here.
their dinner, love their life, and then be like, yeah, let's just throw in an offer.
No,
Let's
so
see
my
if we get
friend,
it.
my best friend
Got it.
from high school, her parents were on House Hunters.
Oh.
And they had bought their house like 6 months before they were on House Hunters.
That makes sense.
And they went and saw other houses and then obviously saw the one that they were going to get.
That's
And so this is what has ruined House Hunters for Brian.
That's
oh,
fair.
dude, we'll throw in offers and
I mean,
50K cash.
Yeah, I mean,
above
this
our
is
offer.
a
I'm like,
different story, but
oh, sorry, I'm still bitter.
It makes a lot of sense.
If you just
and
mentioned
Kyle,
the word house, Brian,
Kyle, when
it's
I'm
better.
sure he texted you too about like them being or Chelsea
Yes.
being pregnant, I should say. Before they, I mean, they
Congrats.
posted on
Congrats.
Facebook
Yeah.
yesterday or something.
yeah,
but
no,
he,
yeah, he texted us like
He
yeah.
texted me. I mean, obviously, he was texting a lot of people because when I responded, he was like not really responsive. I'm sure he had a lot of feedback, but yeah, I mean, like
Speaking of feedback,
Yeah, there's some
I
feedback.
understand it completely. Like, yeah, you could get a place that's fucking huge.
yeah, because they're moving home.
quarter
dude.
of the price.
Are they moving back to Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
This summer,
yeah.
I think was the plan.
I mean,
Yeah, but
well,
see-
when 400,000 is like your,
Mom and Dad
your
aren't gonna
entry
listen to this
point around
podcast, but I'm
here.
so sorry,
Like in
I'll
all
never do it.
honesty, that's what it comes down to is $400,000.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
Just being honest.
I don't know.
I know.
I can't move back to Michigan. Get out of here.
Yeah,
Right.
Like,
we
we-
can't do that either.
I mean, I think our way of settling is still trying that Livermore area. Like, still
See, yeah,
trying
no, I'd
that,
rather
like-
not. I would rent for my whole life to live out here.
I mean, it's
I won't. I'm not doing that.
Hindsight's 2020, but like when we first moved out here, we should have bought.
420.
We should have.
Yeah, yeah,
We
for
should have
sure.
bought right when.
Well, I
we
mean,
Yeah.
there was no way of knowing back
Yeah,
then.
of
Yeah,
course not.
exactly. Yeah.
220,000.
It was already-
but now
It's like
it's
420.
320,
No,
420,000.
I mean,
oh,
when,
dude.
when we moved out here, there was already like this understanding that we're a part of this wave.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, it's just continued and continued.
And got-
and, like,
yeah.
I didn't.
I feel like though we're
recognize
gonna be on a
that.
pop, dude.
Here's
when we
the thing,
got $1.9 trillion popping out of nowhere, dude.
I mean, not
Something's gonna be
not
ha-
only the
something's gonna
money
happen.
thing. I'm just saying, like, you know, most people are like, "Oh, I want kids and like free babysitter." I want my parents as distant as possible for my kids.
Is babysitter in jail?
You know how
Like
people-
Tony Yeo?
Yeah.
Free babysitter. Sorry.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you
no,
know,
I get that. And
you
that's
know,
a
you're
big
like, oh,
reason
your
why they're
parents will
moving
watch
back.
your
Yeah, yeah.
kids, free babysitter, and I'm like, I don't want that.
Mm.
I don't like. I know how my parents would treat our kids, and I know how like Brian's parents treat our already nephews and nieces,
Mm-hmm.
and I just know that we're very different.
You
From
wanna
that?
be
Yeah.
gravel.
We're just very different. God.
Careful with your thumb there.
Ugh.
You might broach that everything bagel.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, but we're just very different,
Yeah.
and
Now you got hair in your mouth and everything.
I don't know.
Yeah, I get.
I want to
that,
live
though,
my
too.
own
Yeah,
life,
yeah.
and I can very easily do that out here. And Brian's parents are retired. My parents are about to be retired soon.
God bless. Yeah.
Yeah, but they
I
can
get
come
that.
visit if they want.
Yeah.
I don't want them close.
Mm.
I want to do my own thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I don't want them involved.
How do you feel about this, Brian?
About the closeness.
Yeah,
I was kind of the one that kind of pushed us out here a
Yeah,
little bit
no.
too. So it's like,
that's right.
I mean, it's hard.
Hardcore.
That's right.
I did not want to be here.
No.
Until you,
Until I
until
was
you
here.
saw
Oh
it.
yeah, then the teeth.
You guys
then she
visited.
hooked in. Yeah, for
You
sure.
Well,
guys
no, because
visited.
that was the thing. Like he was like, "Oh, we're gonna move here," and I'm like, "We're not going to move
I didn't.
anywhere."
Yeah, I didn't have a job.
until I've been there, and then we can decide
Yeah.
if we move
I didn't
there,
care
because
what
I'm
I
not
was doing, what I was
crazy.
making. I didn't
I'm not a
care
fucking
as long as
psychopath.
as long as I was able to make rent. I didn't I didn't care. I was gonna come out here, and man, it was a magical moment, dude. I remember when I first came out here. Remember you stopped by? You gave us a REI gift
You
card.
mo- yeah.
No,
You literally like
You
you gave us memberships to
memberships to
REI.
REI.
Oh.
You gave us memberships to REI. I don't know
And,
if you
and
remember
some
that or
Avery
not.
glasses.
That was John
But, like-
Stamos. That was
Like
That
you
was
stopped
not
by.
Nick.
That was
You stopped by to watch the dogs or something. Go figure. We
No.
asked somebody to watch our dogs,
No.
but like, wasn't it or
No,
something like that?
we had no like.
He wasn't there. We weren't there yet. or
He
something?
legit got the key from our landlord.
Yeah.
I was with you guys when you signed your lease.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
At
Yeah.
that
But
picnic
Nick
table.
collected
Yeah.
the key from
Oh,
our
yeah.
landlord and like basically like
Remember that, Nick?
Nick's like ah
Keys of coke.
yeah, but I did not. Yeah, I was like, no, we're not moving here.
You seem
Yeah.
pretty on board though. Like when you guys did come out, we moved out here, and you guys made the move out here 6 months later.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in between, then you came out to visit,
Yeah.
and it was only
Yeah,
like
we'd only
a
been out
month
here
or
for-
two.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, what an
But-
amazing time!
But you
though.
guys were like ready. I felt.
Yeah,
like
we came
when
out
you-
in October
Such
and
a fun
visited,
time.
Yeah.
and then we're like, all right, we're doing this. So we came out in
Yeah,
April.
1 month.
Spring, yeah.
We came out
crazy.
here in April again with Brian's parents. We signed a lease, and then we moved out here in May.
Yeah.
Everybody was like so active. I was just like so excited to
Yeah,
get
we're
out
like,
here.
we're fucking
It's
doing
like people
this.
were like riding bikes, running, all
And-
this shit, like hiking. There's
The
like
sunshine.
dispensaries.
And so there's a
It was
part of me that
crazy. It was
like
The
wants to
fucking
murder
sunshine.
Brian because I could be like a happy fucking rich housewife in Kalamazoo.
it's
but-
true. It's true.
And now I'm a poor.
But
poor,
also
poor,
like
poor
the amount of
commoner.
foothills
of Colorado.
No,
In the
for real.
foothills.
You got
But I would
400,000.
rather.
That
I
means
would.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. You have almost
You
half
are
a
the
million
scum of the
dollars.
earth. I should
You're
s-
disgusting.
Yeah,
the
I should
amount of money
scrape you off the
that
sidewalk.
make,
Yeah,
though,
it's gross out here.
in that Kalamazoo County area is like it doesn't match. Like you could be doing the same amount of hard
yeah,
work,
that's
and it
the
just
thing.
doesn't.
I'd rather. Yeah, I'd rather
equal,
be.
like-
400 to 500,000 is like where you find minimal housing. Like that's where you're like a normal dude or
Out here.
a normal family, something like that. Yeah, 400
Yeah.
500,000 is where you're at.
But that's why like states like
But it's just so much better out
California,
here.
they make so much money and then they move out here, and so I
Yeah.
guess that's like. At least for like Kyle and Chelsea, that's an idea for them. Is like you make more money here, you can take that, you can go back.
But I have no. I mean,
That's the hard part. That's the hard
no
part.
judgment here. No judgment. No judgment. I would never.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
never. I would find. I tell this to Brian all the time. I will find a mountain town somewhere the fuck else, but I am not moving back to Michigan.
It's interesting, and that's something that I actually like. I feel
This is Brian's fault, so
I feel kind of bad about
Place
this,
home.
but like
I would have never left. And I'm glad. I'm very glad that I.
yeah, I mean
that I did, but
obviously
now
it's
I will
made a big
never.
change.
I know I created a monster.
I would never ever go back. Yeah, no, I've never.
Yeah.
Sorry, Grandma.
For
Rest
real,
in
though.
peace.
She's
My,
still alive. She's
Sorry.
my best friend.
This is true. She's a good lady.
I talk to her every
like-
day.
she's-
Send nudes.
She's
Send nudes. She's hot.
Ew.
good looking grandma.
I mean,
Yeah. She's not listening to this.
no, not this long.
Not,
She's dead already.
Not 2 hours in. Yeah, she's passed away. No, don't even.
I'm not
My
gonna-
BFF.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. But my mom, she was trying so hard to like find a place out here and make her way out here.
It's too hard. Yeah, you like can't.
And she like I would go. She found a realtor. I would go with her realtor and look at all these like shithole places. And I
Shit.
would
Oh,
just
yeah,
say,
exactly.
Like,
It's not
why
worth the
don't you
investment.
just like use that money, get yourself a nice place in Kalamazoo, use the excess funds to fly out here or fly me back home all the time,
Yes.
and we can see each other. And that like, she just so badly wanted to make it out here, and I kept thinking like, Josh and Jordan still live in Kalamazoo. Like, why not just like stay there? But you know now, and then I haven't been a 60-plus-year-old woman in my life yet, but like
Well, yeah.
I can kind of understand that now too. Like, yeah, she just wanted to
Mix
fucking,
it up.
she just wanted to
Mix
like,
it
it's
up.
great out
yeah,
here. I
there's a
mean,
reason. There's a reason, you know, we could.
There's some
My
excitement
brother
to it.
Jordan lived here with
Yeah.
us. He worked at Pump House. Go for it. You can pee your pants.
I'm gonna pee right here.
He worked right down the road. He lived with us in that bedroom downstairs, but he chose to move back to Kalamazoo, and for him it makes sense because he never really created like a social circle out here. And on the plus side for us, we have each other at least. You know, I don't like hang out with Colorado natives outside of my wife.
Right.
I don't hang out with Colorado natives, so it makes sense. But like, he was able to move back to Michigan. He pays he pays $475 a month, utilities and everything included, for his own apartment. And he delivers for Grubhub, and he's happier that way. And that makes sense to me too. So it's like, I get it, you know, like I can get why this makes sense. And for me, even like lately, I feel like I've been so overloaded with work and everything to where like the things that you might like about Colorado don't even apply to me because I'm not able to take advantage of it. So it's like, if I'm going to work this hard, I could do this somewhere else and make more or whatever. But like, yeah, I'm sure just even the weather alone is such a huge thing. Like if I were in Michigan right now, there's a good chance my Maserati would be sliding all around the streets just trying to get to the grocery store. And like that alone is like a huge plus.
Well, I think it's just like the sunshine too, man. Like I remember like that last winter I spent in the Midwest. A big part of that had also to do with me being in Chicago and kind of feeling alienated. But it was like the fucking winters back home are just depressing as shit. You don't see the sun for months.
Oh my gosh.
It fucking sucks, man. And there's like, you know, there are other places that are like that. Like, I would really like to try living in Seattle one day, and like it's a lot like that. But there's shit to do outside, and you're like in a city. There's like plenty of, you know, things to kind of preoccupy you and like take your mind off of that. But you know, in a place like, you know, Portage or Kalamazoo, it's like, even outside of like being a place where you grow up, like even if you're not from there isn't that much to do.
You have to count on your family to like fill in those voids.
Oh yeah.
Or the bar, I guess. And real quick,
that
Brian,
only
do you
makes it
mind
worse.
grabbing that cup that's in the couch over there? I just want to make sure my dog doesn't stick her paw in. Thank you. That actually felt very comforting. Thank you for that. We were playing baby butt. Well, we thought about playing baby butt. I was actually thinking about going double Dutch.
Yeah.
Top side, bottom
The
side.
pincer movement.
Yeah.
You're really getting after it over there, Tuck.
Hey,
Oh my
Tuck, why
God.
don't you make some more noise?
I don't know if it's these headphones, but I feel like I'm...
Why don't you lay down?
Is Chelsea breaking dishes in the...
You hear the dishes too?
No, I can hear it. I think that was the
Who's
ice.
doing the dishes?
Oh, is it the ice?
Yeah.
Somebody's doing the dishes.
Somebody's splitting up.
Tripping out.
Somebody's splitting up a Latin family.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is about to make his entrance.
There's some heavy ice happening.
Oh my gosh.
That's
What was that one? This is so
Before we
random.
stand
Like
up.
that. What was that?
Chameleonaire?
Steve or Stone
Jobs.
Cold
Stone
video.
Cold Steve Jobs.
And it was like Commander or Commender or. I
Stone
swear,
Cold E.T.?
your brother was like, "Give me a movie to watch," and I was like, "Oh fuck, what movie am I gonna show him?" And it was like,
what
that
is
one.
that called?
It was like Commander or Commender or like something like that. Where he was sent to the island.
It's so good.
And he was sent to
so
the
good.
island.
Wait,
And
what?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
It's like a survival movie,
Yeah.
like the
like you
Battle
videotape
Royale.
it, like you
It's
videotape
kind of
it
like
for the
that.
public. Like
But-
all these people were in jail, and then they were like given this like free pass to go to this island and like basically kill each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
The Longest Yard.
Yeah.
It actually is
Precisely.
such a good movie.
It wasn't too fucking
and it's
bad.
a
I loved it.
WWE film
Yeah,
too.
man.
which
Oh.
It was something like that. Like,
Okay.
Let's look at Stone Cold Steve Austin's
Okay,
IMDb.
Yeah, you hook that up because it is. I mean, that is such a good one.
I should have just stuck with my gut and just been like slamming in there and just been
I
like,
mean,
watch
it seems
this.
like it's like Commando, but it's
Yeah,
not.
it was
'cause
either
that's
Josh or
like
Garrett, one of
Arnold
the two.
Schwarzenegger.
Chill. It wasn't the like best acting in the world.
It's
by
not
any means,
bad.
To be
but, like,
expected.
yeah.
No,
But
I
it was
really
like-
liked it. Contender. Oh my God, Contender.
Yeah, it was.
Such a good flick.
It's like one of them Sunday movies. Like you're hungover, you're trying to find a movie to watch.
Damn, he's been in a bunch. Oh, the The Condemned.
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 Yeah, Condemned.
Yeah, there it
Plays
is.
Conrad in The Condemned.
Yep.
In
Yeah,
The
that movie was
Expendables.
good.
Condemned. Yeah.
Damn, he's acted in 102 movies or
dude.
things.
Wow.
Hear anything before that?
I mean,
We missed all the
much
Stone
of that
Cold
is-
Steve Austin
Wasn't his
talk.
quality.
Literally, it's just been silent.
Oh, a lot of this is
Nice.
WWE stuff.
Wow, I'm really glad to know that you're still in the shot over there. Also,
Am I still in it?
yeah.
This is
Real
called
quick,
video games.
and this excites me too.
It's crazy. I forgot even about like.
Yeah, I went
I
pee
keep
and I
forgetting
made
that
that.
we're even like recorded right
Just
now.
so I could pee again.
I've probably been picking my nose like
nonstop.
Yeah.
24/7.
Ugh.
I
Don't know him.
I do. I do want to say though, if there is like, maybe this is a couple drinks in, Eli speaking, but if there is an opportunity to like have that sort of stand-up situation, open mic or whatever, I would love to challenge myself to do that. And if you feel like you'd like to do that,
See, I'd like to challenge
Are we-
myself.
are we
I
talking
don't.
like comedy
I'm not
status?
trying to be cocky, like I'm funny or
like
anything.
us,
But
comedy status, like do a little
Yeah.
something, little small comedy thing.
yeah, like if there's
love
an
it.
opportunity to like go
that's
up
the
and
thing.
do
I
3
laugh at
minutes
myself.
or
I don't know if
something.
other people find me funny. I just laugh at the things I
would
say.
try to spin a little something. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like if I knew that it was coming
You guys
up
could
and I had
open
a
for me,
chance
sure.
to.
okay,
Whatever.
okay,
If you insist.
fine.
Stone Cold Steve
Fair
Austin was
enough.
in 6 episodes of Nash Bridges.
No shit.
I believe it.
Dude, Stone Cold.
Detective Jake Cage.
Dude,
Wow,
hashtag. Dude,
what a
he's my boy.
Fucking
Jake
wild-
Peralta.
All he does, dude, now is like he's in his
Brooklyn
ATVs.
Nine-Nine?
All he does is do that.
Broken Skull
Yeah,
Ranch.
Broken Skull Ranch, yeah.
IPA.
Yeah, he's got an
I
IPA.
love
Skull IPA or
Brooklyn
whatever it is.
Nine-Nine.
Broken Skull.
Skull
Oh, dude.
IPA,
All
yeah.
he does is that, and he's got his like old dog with him, like that lab. He's just living his life. Dude.
Yeah.
His best
Cussing
life?
out Jeremiah.
Or his
You're in the green.
Stone, I do always like every time I remember just smashing those beers together. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You gotta. There's no other way to be in a ring.
dude,
And
give me
just
2 Miller
pouring,
Lights.
like 99% of it on his face.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't getting drunk. I mean, he would drink, 20
Yeah.
beers.
Those
It
were
was
the
like,
good old days.
that was like normal for him.
Those were the
Oh,
good
yeah.
old
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
I
They
just
were
don't
good.
think wrestling is there anymore. I mean, maybe it
It's
is.
not. No.
But
I'm
like,
tap myself out for this
No,
one. No
it's
pun
not.
intended.
there was like this window of like 5 years that was just like fucking amazing.
Yeah. Well, it was more than that for
was-
sure.
yeah.
But like,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was whenever
Good decade stint.
Sorry, it was whenever WWF was colliding with WCW, and they had to like battle over who got the ratings.
Mm-hmm.
That's when DX and everything like really. I mean, that's when Dennis Rodman tried his.
But like, are we just sitting here? Like, are we like old men right now? Just being like, yeah, it was a lot better in the back there. You know,
No,
or, like,
I think
was
objectively.
right?
I guess I can't really say anything because I haven't watched anything since we lived it.
I watched a little
but
bit.
also there was like, I mean, Shawn Michaels retired, and that was pretty much the hang up for me.
Shit.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between like doing this
Yeah.
and telling people to suck it versus going like, you can't see me. You know,
Right,
like
right,
it's like
right.
okay, it's a different game. You know,
Sure.
They
It's
made
more
it
family
PG.
friendly, yeah.
They made it PG because Vince McMahon's wife decided to run for a political office, so they took like all the blood out. They
Vince
took,
McMahon's
like,
a
all the-
beast.
yeah.
I'll call it out now,
he's
dude.
a
He's like
fucking
roid now, dude.
multi-billionaire.
But like,
Didn't
his
he get
veins,
hired
his
by
veins are
Trump?
crazy.
He got hired by Trump like a year ago, like to be in his administration.
No
That
shit.
probably
Yeah,
should.
I can't
Sounds
remember.
about right.
Vince McMahon
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
making
He
money.
was
Sounds
doing
about
something
right.
for Trump. I
always
can't
making
remember.
money, dude.
Well.
Yeah.
His walk.
To become and then Conor McGregor steals it.
Oh, dude.
But to think that he became like a billionaire like over a decade ago, and when a billion is like over 1,000 million,
Yeah.
I mean, come on,
Dude, it was a family game. Vince McMahon had his daughter, his son. They were
Yeah.
just killing it.
Family
Shame.
game.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
They were running it. They were running it.
This is me
Iris.
pretending like I'm interested.
Oh, you
well,
should
we
be.
did talk about Kurt Angle earlier. And
This
you
is-
did
Kurt
make a
Ankle?
good- you did make a
Kurt
good.
Ankle?
I
Yeah.
made one good
You
Kurt
did.
Ankle
You did
joke.
make a gird.
Gerd Angle.
Gerd Angle.
Gerd Angle.
A Gerd Angle joke.
Good time.
Grundle Dangle.
God bless. Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. This,
Alright.
this is cool, though, man. Like, how... I mean, shit. I need to be on more of these. I'm going to be on the 100th episode.
Yeah, we were trying to make
What
it for
episode are we
75. It
on?
just
Are we on
didn't work.
70? We're not on 75
No,
right
it's
now, are we?
77. 75 didn't work with our sketch.
Yeah, you guys were gone.
We're on
We were in Vail.
77.
Snowboarding or something. 77.
Yeah, we were in Vail. We were trying to make it like a
Tell me about it.
significant
I
episode,
know,
but
we
yeah.
wanna make-
I mean, it is a significant.
I should have been here like 10
number
episodes.
77.
Should have been here day
500
one.
episodes
Sorry.
ago.
See,
Yeah,
but there's also like,
I think it's hard. It's just different when people like you want to go on a pot. It just seems different because like you got the thing recorded and you know you like. But like
well,
if and
25 minutes in. then
well, yeah, I mean, but you're just talking with your friends and that's what's
Yeah.
fun about it. And like you
It's-
kind of forget that thing's even recorded.
Is it
you know?
kind of interesting to think?
Huh?
I think the headphones also play a huge part of this.
They
and
do
I gotta
fo-
say, like,
They do. They focus you in.
I should wear headphones on my job.
Yeah.
we
Oh no, Brian should wear headphones when we're talking.
fair enough. We did.
My wife
sit-
headphones.
Yeah,
sat in
I'm
the
gonna get
same
wife
room.
headphones.
We sat in the same room for whatever.
I'm gonna get a
2
microphone.
hours or
Yeah.
so,
Just gonna.
and we didn't have this type of conversation.
Sure.
Suddenly, like putting this,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
making
Is
it
this
a
thing on?
thing, not yours. Putting it,
We turned yours off hours ago.
Yeah.
but making it a thing like
After your curtain.
Yeah.
So
suddenly we're
Oh,
like
yeah.
actively engaging with each other. So I get it, like
Nick is cat stretching.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
a big thing too. Like I so badly I would
Cat
love to
stretching.
get my stepbrother Aaron to do this because like
It's nicer when
Hey,
we
if you can get us to do it,
yeah, for real.
Aaron.
I know
No,
it would
it's
be
nicer when
great.
We have all of
Peer
us
pressure,
together. So
Aaron.
like,
Yeah.
you
if
got
Aaron's-
this.
if
If Aaron's
here,
listening to
No, all he has to
hours
do is just
2.
He's just got to join us right here and just
Yeah.
be another party, just like chilling.
Yeah, but there's this hesitation
Fun.
going into it. Like maybe you guys felt, like
Yeah,
I've done
yeah,
this has
yeah.
been going on for like a year and a
Yeah,
half
for
at
sure.
this point
It's
or
scary.
more.
Too scary.
So like thinking about it is like
Damn.
there's
Felt
this
not qualified.
expectation or whatever,
Yeah.
but the reality is like it doesn't matter. Like
No, it's just
Irish
nice to be.
people will watch
yeah.
this and they'll have some
That's what's
Guinness or
that's
whatever.
so fucking
and then
crazy.
It's like, yeah,
So crazy.
it's like bro, yeah.
You're just waving to yourself.
And then just ripping that everything big
What?
little shreds.
Yeah,
What
just
is
be like,
that?
buy me a flight to Ireland. Let's share a beer at the pub.
For real.
Hey, you guys wanna go to Ireland?
Any
I gotta say,
Ireland
like,
people, like, dude, if you got some straight cash,
I gotta say, like,
bring us out.
If you have
dude.
some straight cash.
No,
Fly
I'm serious.
us out.
Why
Fly
the
us
fuck
out.
not? Why
I'm
the
gonna
fuck not?
take-
Bring us out.
Yeah, why not? What do you have to lose?
Yeah.
I gotta take
what?
a quick
You can see
pause.
this in person.
I got to shout out to Brandon Garber, who is the most diehard fan that I have, who is
Hell
a
yeah.
Russian person.
No fucking shit.
What the
Hell
fuck,
yeah.
Brandon, we trying
Hell
to
yeah,
we
we know
trying
a
to
lot
have
of
some
good
Russian
Brandons.
cuisine. You know what I'm saying?
We know a lot of good Brandons.
that
We feel like you're
hella
one of those. Good
Brandon, I'm from the
Brandons.
USA and I want to come to Russia. So
Yeah.
buy me a flight,
Buy me a goddamn flight.
Yeah, for real.
my man.
I mean,
Love you.
If you got a little coin, let's go.
how much does a flight to Russia really?
I mean,
cost,
at this
though,
time-
Not much.
yeah,
Get on
much.
that Snowden
nothing.
Express.
Half a
yeah,
Bitcoin.
Nothing. Yeah, Snowden Express.
half a bitty,
Half a bitty.
No, but yeah, I mean,
Little bitty titty.
Little bitty titty.
Little bitty titty.
bitty, bitty.
For real, Brandon.
Itty
I'm
bit.
coming to Russia
Yeah,
with you.
I'm glad that you guys did this. I mean,
We should bring
awesome.
Brandon
It's-
Sir out here, though.
Oh, dude, Brandon.
Brandon Sir on a podcast.
Oh my goodness.
He's very adamant about us going out there, which you guys have now done.
Yes.
But I keep telling him, like, dude, when you come back out, he's like, I've come out like 3 times. And you have to come here now. I was like, fuck.
It's so
Yeah,
fun,
but
dude.
before
right,
he
you
was
have
like,
to do
fun
that.
as
come to Ohio. And we're like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
exactly.
Brandon-
Yeah, invite me
Brandon-
to Ohio
I
one
mean,
more time. And
He's
I'll
such a
check
good
it out.
dude, man.
But
No, I
Florida,
know. I
we
really
had
do
such
want
a
to.
fucking
you know, you
fun
should go to
time.
Bonita Springs.
They did it
I
right,
would
dude.
love
They
to.
were like hostess with the mostest.
They
you
were
know,
great
they,
hostess.
They hooked us up. They did a bunch
They
of stuff.
They fed us well.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
dude,
They
that's
made-
one thing I miss. Like when I lived with Brandon for a little bit, like
He's a great cook.
he's a fucking amazing cook, and
He's
I
an
learned a lot
amazing
about cooking
cook.
just from like
Well, that's
watching
why I'm
him.
he
always
made us
saying.
some amazing drinks.
He's always
Yeah.
doing Whole Foods and shit.
Like
he's always
legit,
chopping up
he-
peppers.
He made us like a kale juice in the morning, like to start
Yeah,
off
we
our
did.
morning.
We did like a Bloody Mary,
well, no,
but like
even before that, like he made us like kale juice.
yeah.
Yeah.
and then
And then we went. But the fucking heirlooms that he had were the juiciest.
Dude,
man.
he's always had the best fucking
Oh
tomatoes.
my
He's
God.
always
Tomato-
even when I lived with
big
his
tomato
parents,
guy.
dude,
I should just call him.
I got the
heirlooms.
tomatoes.
It's crazy.
but
man.
calling in the NATO
Mater.
tomatoes.
he made us like homemade like Bloody Marys.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Good
That's
guy.
nice. Yeah.
Good guy.
He is. He is. It would be fun to make that trip out there.
Both of
but
them,
you
man.
would be.
They're-
he
I would
be
love
great.
to
Both of
do-
them are
I
like
would go
amazing.
again, guys. I would go
yeah,
again.
Brandon and Ashley, they're They're good folks. Good
Yeah.
people.
I'd
Mike
snuggle up
has done
in
the
a futon with you
podcast.
guys.
Mike was an excellent guest to have on the podcast.
Oh, dude,
Mike
Mike's my boy.
Ruggles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a great
Shout
time
out to
talking
Mike.
about-
He's a good dude. Yeah.
Good guy.
But
He's.
yeah, I mean, it's
Miss
nice
him.
to
I feel like I haven't
have,
seen him
a
in ages.
space.
I know, man. I want to go fishing with him.
I saw a picture
He
of him
actually-
recently with
you
a
wanna know
Hawaiian
where he's
shirt
at
on,
right
and I
now?
was
If
like,
he's watching
he's
this?
fucking fishing.
Shout out to
that's where he's
fish.
going, yeah,
Shout out to
yeah.
fish camp for Mike.
Yeah,
He's
he
at
is
fish
doing that
camp.
shit. He's
Nice.
doing that in like Upper Michigan or something.
Yeah,
I-
he's in
dude.
the UP right now. fishing
Double
camping.
shout out to Mike because we went hunting in
That dude just makes me
October in
feel
Bragg.
comfortable. Like he's such a good dude.
I was such a bitch on that trip, and he was
He's
so
so positive.
hardcore.
He is a positive dude.
And I was like sliding in hints like, this would be so much better of a trip if we were home right now. and he's
This would be
just
better
like-
if we weren't doing it.
He's like, I brought these dollar apple pies. We should.
Yeah, no, he makes
Oh my
everything.
God.
Does he not make everything better? He's
I don't-
great.
He's like human crack. I don't understand.
He is human crack.
He's like he's wholesome. He's such a good dude.
Yeah.
He's just like
He
Yeah,
has
I'd smoke
positive. He's
Yeah, I'd
wanting
smoke
people
him.
to do
the
better.
best smile.
He's-
So
oh,
good.
yeah.
Good
Oh, yeah.
smile.
Yeah, careful, Brian.
I know. Sorry. Sorry. I love
It's okay.
Mike.
It's okay.
Yeah. No,
Sorry, Liz.
He's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot of positive energy. I was like, I had some trouble.
an
on
equal
that
crush
trip,
on
and
Liz,
There's
so.
some definite paranoia involved, and I won't say why, substances or whatever.
Yeah.
But he was just like so grounded that whole time. And like, yeah. Anyway,
He's a
You
good
just-
dude.
You just open up to him a lot easier
Yeah.
than most, and
Yeah,
that's
he's a
what-
good
That's
dude.
what you like out of folks is just you can kind of let your guard down.
He's a
Yeah.
comfortable. Yeah, you feel comfortable around him. He's
Yeah.
a good dude.
But he's also super challenging too. Like he's like when you go running with him, dude, he's like fucking fast as shit.
Oh.
So like
That's
I was
yeah.
running with him and I'm like, damn, bro.
Kicks your
Oh,
ass.
dude, like he had to like stop running to like run with us.
That's-
Yeah, he's like, I'll
Basically.
walk.
Yeah, he's like, I'll jog while.
But he
Like that,
doesn't.
but,
He
like-
probably also didn't make it seem like it was a
No.
inconvenience
No,
or
no,
anything.
no,
not at all.
No.
Yeah, I mean, if there's a Jesus on earth, it's Mike. But
Yeah,
For sure,
shout
for
out
sure.
for
Yeah,
sure.
but,
I
yeah,
agree.
anyway.
Feel bad about the
It's just-
Jackson Hole half. I made them run.
Yeah, we got we were like we signed up. Chelsea for sure signed us all up.
Yeah, no, it was my bad.
It was
My
Chelsea
bad.
that signed us all up.
I signed literally everybody up for this
Yeah, but
Jackson
then, like,
Hole half marathon.
Then
and
she
then
had
I
a small.
fucking ate shit on the bike.
Yeah, small.
Small laceration of the liver.
Yeah, just a small cut in the
Um,
liver.
God.
Level 4, which is like minimum 4 days in the ICU. We got out in 2 days.
That's what
Holla
that
at your
was.
boy.
Oh,
Jesus.
wow.
We got out in 2 days though. We were like,
What's
fuck you
up?
guys. Yeah.
Yeah, no, me.
Well, let's get some drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that was the most expensive bike ride in the world.
Wow. I didn't realize that was related to that experience.
Yes. So we signed, like, we were like, Mike and Liz, do this run with us.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, we'll do it. And then.
And then we had like 500 runs signed up for that after that too. So it's
No, we
like,
didn't.
well, 2. I thought it was like 2 runs.
500. It was like 2.
You wish. Anyway,
500.
Yeah,
2.
you better feel bad.
I feel terrible. I feel
Like
awful.
500 runs and then you fucked up.
Yeah.
And then you fell off
And
your
it was
bike.
like the most expensive trip we've ever taken in our.
No, so we had this the
Fuck your
the
liver.
Jackson Hole, which was in September, and then after that we had the Moab Run,
Yes.
which no one else was signed up except for me. So 500 runs is an understatement. You had one run. You had one run that you had to be a part of, and you know what happened? You got it moved to next year. So fucking
Not so bad.
suck it up
Good.
because you're doing it this year, 2021. Here he comes.
I should be I'm a good runner. Okay? I'm a good runner.
But so
I should be better.
moral of the story is where I was going is that Mike and Liz, like we made them sign up for this, right? I fall off the bike. I email the run. They let Brian and I move the run for circumstances. Liz and Mike obviously still go.
Yeah, they got kind of shafted. 'cause-
They still go. But we paid for the Airbnb. They got to go to the Airbnb that we still put money towards. We didn't go. We were just like, you know what? That's life.
What else?
They go
But
to
they
this.
got outside like sleet.
It was sleeting for 13 miles.
Wow.
It was terrible.
So I was like,
It was not a
damn.
good run. It was just like
power.
raining and sleeting the entire time.
I think the
And-
comical part is Liz.
Yeah, I go, I
comical
understand.
part. I was like-
Yeah, Liz was like, I never want to be your friend again.
That's legit.
I will never talk to you again.
That's legit. That's how
And I understood.
felt
I
internally.
accepted
I felt
it.
bad too. I was like, damn.
No, I get you, Liz.
I was like, I feel bad. I was like,
We're still friends.
And then I guess, back to Mike. And if I were gay, Mike, dude, I would come at you so
I
hard.
would go at you.
Bro,
But, like-
wait in line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But to think like
Brian's
for
got
him,
dibs.
it probably didn't affect him.
Yeah, no, I am.
And also,
Oh, no.
shout out to
Fuck
Mike
no,
for
dude.
taking like the hardest bail down that a year ago when we were doing
Oh.
your birthday thing. And
Hot tub, Mike.
Yo, bro.
Hot tub. We chant that often.
Bro.
oh my god.
Mike's my spirit animal.
Yeah, we chant hot tub,
Yeah.
Mike.
Mikey
often.
is our spirit animal.
Yeah.
If you could think about it.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's your spirit animal?
Yeah,
Other than Mike.
Yeah.
What, are you going
A
to say
penguin.
a fucking giraffe or some shit?
No,
it's
penguin.
fucking Mike.
There's a lot that I really admire about that dude. And
He is a
yeah,
good dude.
yeah.
Liz also. Liz.
yeah,
Good
no.
lady.
Yeah.
I mean,
One
I
of
mean, I
my-
don't have the experience. with
Honestly,
Liz that
not
I do
even
with
like
Mike,
my
but I mean,
BFF
if-
out here.
yeah, Liz is really fun.
Obviously,
Liz is my
She's
BFF.
fun.
Like if she, if they met and they are married, obviously there's like that connection. So I'm sure that she's dope as hell too.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
dude.
know her as well as I
They're-
know Mike.
It's kind
There
of
are
like,
adventurous
but
folks
it's
who
kind of
chose
like,
well.
it's kind of like Brian and I, where like we have different attributes that like combine to make us great. That's Mike.
Chelsea and I are definitely more yin yang.
Yeah, like they're
blonde,
yin yang.
dark hair.
Yeah. Blonde adult, brown haired adult.
Stress as fuck, calm as shit.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Fair. Yeah.
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 I hate
That's
to admit
fair.
it.
But,
But
I mean,
she
it's
pulls
real.
me back.
I
She
feel
pulls
like
me
it-
back, and
there are
I
certain
think I
times
pull her
where-
forward.
For
you know,
sure. Brian
I
makes
want,
me give a shit.
Dude, I want her to like growl and shit. I
I
want her to
won't.
get
I
fucking
won't, though.
aggressive. That's what I try to pull out of her ass.
And I mean, I've always, like you've motivated me, and I would have never been as into exercising as I still am today if it weren't for you. You started that, and I also feel like on the flip side of that, I feel like I probably maybe never have been able to feel as close to Chelsea as a friend
For sure.
if we didn't bond on like that sort of chill
man.
side of like letting things go. And
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
That light just turned
For
off.
sure.
Maybe that's our cue.
Set a
Where
sign.
is it? What light is turned off?
This one.
That one.
Oh,
I mean,
I
it's
think
not
we've
a
been
big deal.
talking for like 3+ hours.
It is.
Should we make dinner now?
Oh yeah, I
we
guess
should.
dinner's.
It's
So
been
hungry.
3 hours and 10 minutes.
We
so
can eat.
This
Good
is
night,
by
everyone.
far the longest episode I've ever done.
Heck
Second to this.
yes. I mean, there was a lot of rambling.
I mean,
No, it's
yeah.
good.
I feel like I'm rambling now, but like I feel like I could keep going for sure.
Me too.
It's fun.
but I'm really
Second to
hungry.
this is Doug Hamilton, and
Yo,
a lot of that was
fastest fucking dude in the fucking planet.
his relationship issues. So shout out to Doug.
Bro, though,
Shout
I remember
out
him.
Dougie.
I remember hearing some like stories about him like in his racing. Though, like,
I think
in
we
his
should close it
fucking
on how
fastest.
great Mike and Liz Ruggles are, though.
Yeah.
So.
Well, maybe we should, maybe we should close it on us, and maybe we should actually wait until Nick gets back so we can properly close
sure.
it with
Fair.
everybody here. But I do like, if there's anything that I can really take away from this, it's like everybody here is willing to work hard as fuck
Yeah.
to make whatever
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
is that you want to make happen.
I want everybody to do better.
I mean, I wish
I want
that were
everybody
me,
to
but
do
yeah.
better.
But it is because
I could be better.
But no, like
Everybody could be.
scratch that, because what we just talked about for so long is like you could move back to Michigan and suddenly things would be
Right,
easier,
yeah, and I choose
but
not
you're
to.
not.
Yeah, we choose not to.
And that's just
Right.
one thing. But there's also like,
Yeah, there would be an easier way. And like no hate towards people who want to do that, Kyle and Chelsea.
Love them though.
they're
good.
not making it 3 hours and
Yeah,
10 minutes into this
it's not
podcast.
ridiculous.
That's for damn sure. Only our Irish and
But I wish sometimes
But, like, it's-
Nick's making a good ass drink from there right now. There's a
he's-
shaker.
He's beating off. That's not even a
That's
drink.
his dick.
That's
This is ice balls.
it's amazing
Just
sound
icy
quality. That's what
balls.
it is.
Yeah, it is actually
I
incredible.
know, and
That's not
sometimes
gonna
I
even
wish
show
that
up
that
on
were the
this,
case
but-
where I could just be like, oh, this is what I'm going to do. And like, I'm very much a person where like I grew up with my family, like literally everybody. My aunts, my uncles. I'm very close to my family, which is why like when Brian was like, "We're gonna leave," I'm like, absolutely fucking not.
Yeah,
Even now, I feel guilty. Just like
We are not
pulling
gonna
my
do
fucking
that.
self away.
I was like, we're not gonna do it. But now I can never see us doing anything different, and I'm very thankful that like you pulled me out of my comfort zone to be like, no, you should see something new.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's all about being
but
uncomfortable.
this is who I am, though.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even feel like I could be who I was without experiencing like this. And I encourage that to everyone to like step out of your comfort zone,
the lifestyle,
and do stuff that you
for
don't
sure.
want to do because it turns out to be exactly what you want to do.
Yeah, and I mean,
Because I
build-
think
you
I might
build
love
off of
this
it, too.
now more than Brian. Like, I
She
might be a
does.
little
That's
bit
fair.
more obsessed with Colorado
I know.
than
I've even talked about like, oh my god, I want to sometimes think about moving home, and like she
Sure.
reminds me of how much like amazing times we've had out here. you
Yeah, I'm
know,
like,
and,
no, we can't. Like, how unhappy would we
Oh
be?
my gosh.
We'd be
If you didn't
extremely
love it,
unhappy.
if you didn't love it, you wouldn't be here.
We take advantage of everything that Colorado has to offer.
Yeah,
Like, what would we do?
yeah. If you didn't love it, you wouldn't be here.
I
That's the
mean,
big
I
thing.
can't. Like,
snowboarding-
everyone is like,
the
oh, you can
snowboarding's amazing.
snowboard in Michigan.
dude,
I'm like,
no.
a
No,
fucking
no, 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 no,
landfill?
Yeah,
I
no.
Bittersweet's
sorry.
great. Bittersweet's great. Nubs Knobs fantastic.
Yeah, but you can see the bottom.
Yeah. And that's
Can you
why,
see the bottom in Colorado?
That's exactly why I
Alright,
quit
Nothing
snowboarding.
to say.
I was 16.
contest
My
that.
family came out here to go on a trip. We took a road trip.
And
We
you're
went
like, I'll
to
never
Keystone, Vail, Breckenridge. It took whatever. It took like 10 minutes to get to the top.
What'd you make?
30
It sounds
minutes.
delicious in there.
30 minutes to get to the bottom.
Dude.
You go back to Michigan, it takes 30 minutes to get to the top, 10 seconds to get to
It's
the bottom. And it's
garbage.
like, okay, I'm not going to do
It's
this
not the
anymore.
best.
Yeah,
It's not the best.
bullshit.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
And that's why we're like,
It's just like wet, icy snow too. It's not even fucking snow half the time.
disgusting.
dude, when we build up our little fam, man, I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah,
just
we
have
want like Colorado kids.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
that's fair. And also,
Crazy.
Nick's,
I mean, we camp.
Nick's a genetic
I lived out
genius,
here- oh,
so
fuck.
scratch this. But like the three of us were fat in a way before we moved here.
Yeah.
We
You're
were-
fat?
I mean, I can't say that. I shouldn't say that. I'll throw myself in there. But like,
I was fat.
we
I was
all just got so much healthier.
Oh no, yeah,
in
yeah.
just
Yeah.
living here.
Dude, my
100%.
face,
Everything
my
about
face in general.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My
I'm
face in
like, I was
general.
like an inflammation fucking.
Oh
maniac.
yeah.
Inflammation station.
Oh,
that was
Yeah,
the name.
inflammation
Like, you could-
station.
I'm not
could
saying
dock
drinking's.
on
I'm
me.
not saying drinking's not out
I would
here.
inflame other people, and maybe that was chlamydia. But like, you could dock me, and we would get big.
I think Colorado is different because like you can still drink just as fucking much
You
in
could.
But
Michigan.
you also like.
But
go
you're
for a
also
hike.
fucking like you're
You're
hiking, you're in
active.
elevation, you're
There's
constantly
motivation
trying to
to
do
do
better.
other stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
mean, like if I were sitting at the bar, if we
Dude.
were having this conversation in Michigan after going to the bar, I would have had like, 3 or 4 more of these. It's just like the
Everything's so
the
fucking
change of
flat.
pace and-
I'm still trying to go to Keystone tomorrow, Brian.
Wow.
Fine. We should live in the fucking mountains. I think that's the only reason why I ever give like a. It's because like we need to live out in the mountains.
know, but look
Every
at this-
weekend we're trying to get out there.
I would love to live in the mountains, but look at this bullshit. Like, we're not gonna not go on that.
I still see the road, and everybody was like,
Everyone was freaking out,
thinking there was
like
gonna be a
I-70 was
blizzard.
gonna close.
Yeah,
and,
it's
like,
fine.
My
the
mom was
whole
texting me all day,
world.
like,
dude,
you
my
okay?
dad
Yeah,
texted
Brian's
me,
Brian's dad
my
called
like-
us today to be like, "Are you good?"
Yeah.
I'm like, yo,
Fine. It
chill.
literally has
out.
not.
I was like, where are y'all getting your information from?
Yeah.
Where are you guys getting your info?
Yeah,
But I don't follow the news, so like I'm like
Yeah.
out here in
Yeah.
this island.
My mom's got a constant tab open of like weather
Weather.
and news.
Oh,
and,
dude,
like
no,
the Longmont
like,
area.
I
Like
could
anytime
be-
there's like a shooting somewhere near here, she's like, call me.
Oh my God, are you
Like-
alive?
First
That
person
was like a year ago, and that was like an hour from
It
here.
was Eli.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah, it was just Eli in the house.
I just shot it up.
Yeah, this one's loaded.
Hey, Tuck,
Yeah.
you
I
wanna
might be the first
You
one
want to go to
screwed.
Keystone
I'm
tomorrow?
maybe the
Tucky
last
wants to
one
go
to know on
Keystone.
everything. So
Tucky's a good Keystone dog.
he is a
Keybone.
good Keystone dog.
He does a
Did I
good
hear
job.
He chills in the car.
Yeah,
He's a
he
good
hangs in
boy.
the car.
boy.
All right.
We gotta
Well,
hit the snow.
the first step to that, to you guys actually making that trip, is probably to wrap this thing up.
Yeah,
Yeah, we gotta
no,
eat
hey,
dinner.
You also got to eat food.
Yeah, no, this
Yeah.
is fantastic though. I could
Yeah.
probably just fucking doodle around here all day.
Honestly.
Let's
Yeah,
do
chat
another
all day.
3.25 hours.
We'll come back
Yeah.
for episode 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, or sooner if you want,
Maybe. Oh,
because
dude, I
that's
love it.
also like 5 months away.
Oh.
Yeah.
If you do one a week, so
I'd
Yeah.
be-
All right,
I'd be honored to
episode
come back on.
90.
I'd be honored.
99.
Yeah.
What is this, 77?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
just
Now
Eighties.
it's,
We're
now
coming
it's,
back
now
on
it's
sevens.
uneven as shit, so we can't
Yeah.
do 75 and 100. Now we can
We're
just
coming back
do
for
it whenever.
77.
I'll come back in another
87.
76 episodes.
it's yeah.
Another year and a half from now.
I think it's just nice. I think it's just better just whenever, if it works, come
No, I
over.
lo- I
I'm
love
a
it.
planner.
I love it. Now that I got my my training
Why do you
wheels,
think I'm here for
my
77?
training wheels are off, so now I can just chat in front of the camera. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, and this is the reason why we waited so long.
Yeah. Well, I think it was
This guy.
Well,
Me?
probably.
Oh,
also-
probably. Yeah, I'm kind of a weirdo. So
I mean, it is a weird thing too.
This is
but at
literally
least,
my dream come true.
yeah,
that's nice. I mean,
I don't know.
it's just breaking that mold,
That
And
could be weird if
obviously
you wanted me
there's-
to.
There's no pressure here. We started off by talking about me picking up my own human shit in the backyard.
There was a lot of my
Yeah.
butthole talk too. So
Yeah, we talked
yeah,
about you
got the
farting.
brunt of it for the first like
That's
20 minutes.
That's
You
okay.
playing dead.
But
That's
there's
okay.
no video for that, so
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So nobody will.
God.
Everybody will have to imagine the shame on your
No,
face.
we're gonna add
Yeah.
that in.
yeah. Hopefully, I remember.
After
to-
this, we're gonna shoot the videos of Brian doing cartwheel
There's no
farts.
shame on
yeah,
my face.
Naruto running and everything. So
I'm proud.
invite-
I'm a proud person.
yeah,
Matt, who will not be named.
yeah. Well, let's make some food. It's 11
Deal.
p.m. So
I'm
Yeah.
so hungry.
All right,
Shout out
gang.
to Brandon who
Cheers,
fed us
everybody.
at 11 p.m. every night.
shout
Yeah.
out to everybody who's
Those
listening.
late
Shout
eaters.
out to our Irish fans.
Hell
our,
yeah, dude. Irish,
Love the hell out of you, Ireland.
Indonesian, Russian, Asian. I don't give a fuck.
Australian.
Whoever wants to pay for a flight for me to come out and visit them,
Yeah,
that's all out there too.
yeah. You're not listening for
If we
me.
got
you're
any
listening for
fans in
Brian.
Bora Bora,
I'm just fucking putting
let
that
us
out there. You know,
know.
people got money to burn and burn it on me.
Yeah, you never know. If you don't ask, you won't get it.
Exactly,
Yeah, don't
dude.
ask,
I'm
don't
a
tell.
fucking opportunist.
We
okay?
also have money to burn. So
See
we
y'all
could,
on the beach.
Just
See y'all on
holler.
the beach.
So anyway, yeah. Shout out to everybody here. Nick, thank you. Brian, thank you. Chelsea, thank you
Thank
guys
you,
so
man.
much for being here.
Thanks,
Thank
Eli.
This has been episode 77. This has been the longest episode of Taking the Credit. If you guys are still
Taking
here,
the credit.
if you're
Taking
still
the
yeah.
credit.
Also, that's I have plans to do another episode with Mux here in the next couple of
Oh,
weeks.
fuck
so.
yeah, dude. Hell
Shout
yeah.
out to everybody who
Remix.
supports us. Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Yep.
And I apologize for not hitting record before the first 25 minutes, but I did hit record. So
Fuck you.
not so
That's
bad. Not so bad. We heard the R word thrown around. Thank you,
Yeah.
Chelsea. We heard.
I didn't say that.
There's no R words.
Oh, roll the tape. Roll the tape.
We heard the. We heard
I think I
the.
said Special Olympics.
We heard the N word thrown around, which is Nick.
Hey. Yeah. Yeah, that's so
Roll
fucking
the
true.
tapes.
So fucking true.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, and thank you guys.
Yeah.
It means a lot. I
I'm
mean,
happy
you
to be
know,
here.
it could have been 1 hour, but instead it's over 3. So
Hell yeah,
thanks,
fuck
guys.
yeah.
We can't shut up.
All right. Take
Yeah,
care. We'll see you
later,
guys
guys.
next time. Bye.